welcome to episode 37. Sorry about this one being a little more delayed. I don't have a schedule, obviously, but I've been trying to get this out like kind of closer to Thursday and stuff like that. Try it more in the middle of the week, but it was mildly delayed due to just this one was like wicked hard. So we had like a whole bunch of fucking people, and that caused it to be difficult. So I went through and instead of this being like it's the ordinary one editing day, it was like 3, where I had to like solve this like couple of problems and stuff. That's because it's absolute fucking chaos. This episode, it's so loud. There's so many people talking and like everyone's talking over each other. I tried to like stop that, but like I was also drinking, so like as the show went on, I like stopped caring, I guess, and like that was a problem. So, apologies on that one. This was a bit much sometimes. I hope I made it at least like not crazy loud and like crazy unlistenable. And then what else is there? Oh yeah, and so like the one other thing in this episode is like I really get into this argument with like if talent exists, and like I got like way too aggressive with it, and like really my whole point is like you can do anything you really put your mind to. I mean, obviously like an athletic thing you probably couldn't do, but like I meant more like towards like a skill, like a drawing or like a game or music or something. As long as you gotta keep working on it, you think about it positively, you could probably get it. You can get to the level you want to get to. It was not like I was like I'm not trying to get like crazy, but I got like way too passionate about it, and like I really actually don't care that deeply. So yeah, I just want to clear that up. It's not like I really, I went like a little too hard in the paint with that one. And then I just want another one too is I don't know if people understand that I'm joking when a lot of times on this show, so I just want to make that kind of clear too. Like in this episode I say like, oh, I'd rather have like Pokemon than like some living relatives. Like I'm joking. I don't really like that's not like I'm playing myself up on here. I don't know if that's clear. Like it doesn't seem like it's like people are understanding that. Like I don't know. At least the people in the episode seem to be like, oh my god, why would you say that? But it's like it's not. I'm just kidding. We're having fun. We're saying crazy things over here. It's not like we got to be, I'm not trying to fucking kill anyone over here. I'm just being a goof. I'm playing myself up because I want to be a little more entertaining. Even if I'm failing at that, then I gotta fix that and like, we gotta grow. So that's the two thing I want to also figure. I thought I could do this 4-group thing, and I don't think I could. I don't think I did it well enough with drinking and stuff like that. So I think if I do this again, I have to reevaluate how I do that and like, be more on people talking over each other and be more. So I gotta like. So I'm taking this more as I'll take this one as an L, but I'm gonna try to learn from this one and try to adjust so that the next time I do something like this, it's a little bit better. But other than that, I had fun while doing it, and I hope I've made it so that you can also have fun. It wasn't like too loud or too annoying. But I would like to try this again in the future, just more with a more professional angle of it. So this one's too annoying. I'm sorry. But I hope you enjoy yourself. So yeah, enjoy.
This is your brain. And this
is your brain on Tom.
Here we are.
What's happening?
Yep. Brandon Tom.
Boop, boop.
37 or something.
37 or something.
Got a
boop,
huge
boop.
fucking crew here.
We're out here.
Mike.
Oh, wait.
Hey-oh, it's Mike.
Is 37 a prime number?
I don't know math.
Because these are prime people.
Oh, go home. Canceled.
I thought about that for the entire car ride down.
Are you serious?
And you couldn't figure out?
I was driving. I couldn't look it up.
Man. That was the best you could come up with. You had like an hour drive here. That's what we get?
Seriously,
No, but-
I think you could figure out that 37 is a prime number within an hour.
I'm talking about a
sure.
better
I'm just
joke
saying,
than that.
But I'm just saying, like, 37 a prime
But
number.
also-
It's not all of my jokes. It's one of them. You can just chill right out. Okay, Mike?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You've got an arsenal to unload.
So
I
yeah,
don't mean to-
it's Mike, Peter, and Ange this week.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
I saw
I'm
it.
good.
We might have to keep Peter out though after that joke. That was horrible.
Yeah.
No, we love him.
No, you're good, man.
It's okay.
Thanks, guys.
So how are things, everyone? Mike was just here.
I was just here, so how are you guys?
We're good. I just got hired. So that's
Yay!
Doing what?
data entry
Wow.
Nice.
for the company
nice.
that's going to control all of our souls.
Who's that?
What?
Nielsen?
I don't know who that is.
Nielsen is
They're not Google or Amazon. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nielsen's the biggest big data company.
Oh.
The one that is probably selling all of their information to Google and just controlling everything about us.
What data are they getting?
All of it.
Oh, okay.
Can't you
all
like
the
get
data.
paid for
Are they
downloading
listening
the app?
now?
Maybe? I don't know.
I think you can get paid for like downloading the app and doing their surveys. And
What?
stuff.
Maybe.
Surveys.
I know what you're talking about.
Right?
That was the thing. I can't remember what the website was.
Nielsen?
They do a box. Well, that
They do a box. Is that the same?
Big Spot.
Is that the same Nielsen?
Yeah,
Pete?
Spot.com.
The-
Same.
of the
Something.
box
Maybe,
fame,
I don't remember.
where you like with the TV,
TV
ratings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
There's
them.
them.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's all I know them for then.
That's them. They also do.
So I mean, that's gathering
Let's get
television.
Data, yeah.
Like media data.
But like, I don't. Is that? Do people?
That
even
must
do
be
still?
significant
Market
for something.
research?
Yeah.
Market
It is still?
research. Yeah, that's the big. I mean,
That's
marketing's getting
super-
so weird now. They're like, things are
It's
designed
very
to like.
invasive.
It's
Yeah.
It's very, very invasive.
Yep.
Oh,
Luckily, I'm not on the evasive side of things, but
I'm like, I am. It's like kind of weird.
You riding that invasive.
Well, like the
sweet
different things
invasive
that
money.
we do, like, because like I
So
work
wait,
in,
what do you do, Ange?
Well, like, what my
well,
profession?
for the
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
gonna be
I
like a
do,
standalone thing, so they don't have to know you beforehand.
Yeah, you don't know me. I do like marketing and PR for a school that I will not name.
privacy.
But there's a lot of different things you can do. Like at graduation, if you had your location on and like you went into Snapchat, we can take that data. Like I think if you use the filter, I'm not quite sure what we did. Because I wasn't behind that project. But basically, if you were at the event, we got your data, and then we were able to target ads to all those people that were at graduation.
Yo, whack. That's crazy.
It's weird. It's so,
so
weird.
weird.
Modern marketing is nuts, though. It's like straight up 1984 tier. It's
No,
crazy
actually, you know,
shit.
it's kind of awesome though, because so as you were all walked in, I was listening to Pale Waves because I love them.
Right.
Shout out to Pale Waves, I love you so much.
Please come on my show. Please respond. Please.
No, I'm not that pathetic. But
But hey, if you're listening,
but if you're listening, I love you.
Shoot
Keep doing
me-
what you're doing.
shoot me an email.
I like to think that like at just 4 a.m. every night you're just sending please respond, just DMing them.
But so I keep I like everything that they do on social media. So every time I open social media and they post something, it's the top, and I'm
Yeah.
fucking all about it. So I was one of the first people to listen to the final version of the Tide because I opened it up and it was like the Tide's not
word.
live, and I was like, hot damn.
Hell yeah!
So I went over to listen to that. Tide's best song, just by the way, just put it out
okay.
there. It's amazing.
Was that the one to listen to? Okay.
Tied by what's
We
the name?
listened to the Pale Waves.
Pale Waves.
Cool.
We listened to it, I think, at one point. I listened
Shout
to all
out.
of the songs today while you guys were on like the 2 hour. I mean, you guys were only not here for an hour,
Yeah.
so that's how
No,
few
wait,
I
I
have.
took a shower when we came here. It wasn't that long.
Yeah, I listened to everything. They only have like 10. There's technically an 11th, but they didn't play it the last show.
Whoa.
It was on a set list.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Secret
Yeah.
11th song.
There's
That's
11
actually
songs
awesome.
that did not play.
So there's like a set list floating around.
Yeah, there's several. So yeah, every year they I know their 2017 set list by heart probably at this point.
2017. Oh my
They
god.
just play
I've-
the same song.
They play the same songs at all their live shows, so I've just listened to every live show from 2017. So I'm just familiar. I'm like, oh, okay, it's gonna like they're gonna end with "There's a Honey" and they're gonna start with "Television Romance." They're gonna, I know the order it goes in. I don't know what the 2018 ones. I'll fucking know.
What
in
did
Are they
April.
coming
play?
around?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in April.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
right, we talked.
In Manhattan, yeah.
Oh,
In
cool.
Manhattan?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna get topical here, but are you guys going to PAX?
Yeah, I go
You're
over
going to
here.
PAX?
Yeah.
Hell
I'm not going to
yeah.
PAX.
I already
Yeah.
bought my ticket.
Oh, you're alright?
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's a lot of fun.
I want to go with Zach as well.
Oh, Zach's going to PAX.
Yeah.
No,
maybe
that's so
we should.
fun.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's probably sold out.
so poor. Yeah. Also
Zach
probably sold
Hack
out.
Attack.
Sunday ones, I don't.
Okay.
Zach Attack and
Oh,
Facts.
okay. I have the full 3. Or no, I didn't go. I went the full 4 days last year, and it
do
was
you
great.
stay?
But I stay. When me and my one from Malcolm, we buy fucking hotels like way in advance.
Oh shit.
So whenever he goes.
Hotel, Airbnb.
I don't know, man. I'm not the one who sets that up. It's too much for me. But yeah, we just get a hotel. Except this year, we gotta work out some more stuff, more details. So we'll figure out how that's going. But yeah, so I went the 4 days last year, and it was a lot of fun. But man, it was really exhausting. Like Sunday, I was like, I'm just going home. Like I'm so tired.
Yeah.
So we're just doing Friday to Sunday.
Well, it
It's
just
just-
tells me because they didn't release the schedule yet, so I have no idea who's gonna be there. It's pretty
No,
much like
yeah.
a gamble at this
Yeah,
point.
it's pretty
but
fun. It's
I'm just assuming it's gonna be fun. So
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's a lot to be around that many people for that long.
Yeah, true.
Oh, it's packed too. Like
crazy.
It's PAX East is so big that they changed PAX Prime's name to PAX West because it's actually not the biggest one anymore. Yeah.
Heyo.
So it's so big.
Coming up PAX
It's
East.
so
And it's in
East Coast?
Boston. That's so
Boston.
weird. Boston's like
Boston.
this little
it's a little pocket.
scrappy
you
little
know-
guy, you know.
Did you know that happy hour is illegal in Boston?
No.
Why's that?
Any discount on alcohol is illegal in Boston.
God damn.
Wow. Oh, any and all. I
Literally
mean, it's just
why?
probably some like
Boston,
coming
of
out of
all places.
prohibition. They're like, you know what? Well, fuck you, people getting
know.
drunk.
And that used to be my like, oh my gosh, I want to go to
know.
Boston, but Shit, no bottomless brunches. I'm out.
I'm out.
I've done bottomless brunch before. It's a lot of fun.
It's
Yeah, that
dangerous, man.
If it's
I can't
anything
go
like
that
a Chinese buffet, then yes, it is dangerous.
Chinese buffet. You and your
There's a-
freaking Chinese buffet.
You. I don't even get your love for Chinese buffet.
Dude, Chinese buffet is the
I
best
feel
thing
like
ever.
it's
Don't
so
even-
They're
bad.
hygienic.
Don't
Don't at me.
Chinese buffets, I don't know. I feel like every time I've gone to one, I just haven't felt clean.
They're nasty.
really
They're just
dirty.
gross food. It's just horrible. Maybe there's good
I
ones.
haven't
I've
been to
never
one in a
been to
long time.
They're
you
just.
gotta go to
It's
a
just the
not
food
trashy
that's been
one.
sitting out for like 6 hours. Okay, you've never taken me to a non-trashy fucking place.
Yo,
There are worse. Let's put it that way.
they're
I haven't been in a
worse.
long time.
No, I'm. Yeah.
I enjoyed myself there. Doing that. It's,
I don't know,
it's
man.
fun.
Ignorance is bliss, I guess, for the hygiene quality.
I'd rather just do all you can eat sushi.
Oh, that's a good
Just
life.
like-
There's one city
That's a
that does that.
good life.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's a
there's
lot
places
around
all
here.
over the place.
It's
Mike and I
real
will
close.
just go.
We go all the time. Like, not all the time, but like, yeah, we'll find them.
There's one real close to here. Just it's on Sundays, so we
Oh,
picked the wrong day
Fuck.
to get
Damn it.
sloshed and do a podcast.
Yeah, what a bummer.
Oh well.
But it's actually pretty fantastic. It's like one of the first times I had both a mimosa and sushi actually. I went to this thing,
Fantastic.
which is
Dead
weird.
Rising.
Is that even
Oh, yeah.
Is sushi expensive?
Well,
No, it depends. I've
Side
gotten
note.
all you can eat sushi for like
We
50
can't
minutes.
have a side conversation.
Or it's usually like 20.
That's not bad.
What is it like? All you can eat is like 20?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's worth it,
Dang,
man.
I thought sushi was super expensive. I like never buy it.
I'm coming
Me and
during
Tom
this
just-
conversation.
Me and Tom just had like an instinct to just break off into side conversation. Like it would just.
Oh my god, you do that
Which is
at
what we
family
do. Yeah, we do
dinner.
this.
Oh, but we
Okay.
can't do it on the
Like-
podcast.
Yeah, we just can't do it. We have to keep the conversation.
So I'm commandeering this. They
Wow, whoa! This is your brain on Tom, bitches. Fuck off.
they're making a fifth Dead Rising, but they fired 50 people from that project. So who the fuck knows what that's gonna look like?
Wow, that's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
So it's probably gonna be not great.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be like a mobile game or like some kind of fucking.
Yes.
What?
Why is that Pokemon disguised as another
Stop pointing out
Pokemon?
things in the room.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
I just-
okay.
It's my Charizard Y Pikachu, and there's a whole line of Pikachu dressed as things.
Oh, that's
That's
Charizard.
amazing.
Charizard Y.
Pikachu dresses
Yeah.
things as Tom's aesthetic.
Boy, that's
They're actually, to be completely honest, yes, I came very. They had a line where it was Pikachu dressed as every enemy team, so Team Rocket, Team
That's great.
Magma, Aqua, Plasma, whatever, Galactic,
Yeah.
and I was real close to buying every single one of them. I was
Well,
like
can we-
real
What,
close.
Togepi doesn't want to have fun?
Pikachu's
It's
the
just
mascot,
Pikachu?
bro.
It doesn't matter.
Yo, I almost brought the Nedroid of Red today when I was in GameStop. I was real close. It was real close. $50. I'm like, oh, this is so high. I
They
don't
sell
want this
Metroids
thing.
in GameStop now?
Dude, fucking, I went to GameStop. So basically, what I ended up doing, I bought liquor, I bought a mixer, and I bought video games. They were all next to each other.
Hell yeah.
I just did every single
up into your bag. All right.
The dream team.
Just went
The
straight
Tom
down.
Segura
Yeah,
strip mall.
just went straight down the line, picking up everything I needed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I went to the GameStop there. It is basically Hot Topic now. It is fucking you're shoulder to shoulder with
bad.
fucking merchandise, and you're just walking
Wow.
down. And I was like, where are the video games?
They just
Like,
need revenue stream. They're like not
dude,
selling
yeah.
video
The
games.
video games
and
were in the
they're like,
back. Like you had to walk through like at least like
Yeah.
maybe 20 feet of just merchandise and garbage.
Do you
But
think
Boy,
it's
that-
going to turn into like an FYE?
it's what it was. It was
It's pretty
basically
much
that.
that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
basically the FYE. I was so
But
confused.
FYE got shut down, so like what's their game?
Did it get shut down
Shut down.
completely?
I think they're all closing.
think they
The
closed
one,
some of
the
them,
one in
not
the
all.
mall just moved downstairs. But they had the same shit. It was like the same
they might be
shirts that you
closing some
find.
stores. I could be wrong.
I'll bet that's not like a lasting business type. I don't think the move for GameStop was to become an FYE. Like I don't think
Yeah, I
that
don't
was
know.
kind of.
But GameStop just tries shit. Like it's one was so weird. Okay, so I bought Monster Hunter at GameStop.
Yeah.
I literally walked up the day of, pre-ordered it, and they're like, "Oh hey, would you like to pre-order digitally?" Why am I here then?
I'm here.
Why am I here? Why are you? And what crazy thing is too, they offered me more shit for pre-ordering digitally.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm in your
So
fucking store.
if you're like, okay, so I'll just go home and do it. And then,
Yeah.
Wow.
Like why not just fucking like I'm in the store. You want me to, in the store to pre-order your game. Why are you
Yeah.
offering me a digital code? They're like, oh, you can just you buy it now. I'll give you the code. You can go home and just download it. I'm like, I
Get
don't.
outta here.
I can do that at home. I can do it from my phone. I could be taking a shit at work. I could have bought Monster Hunter. I had it downloaded and ready to go when I got here.
Well,
Futures now.
Dude, it's crazy.
By the way.
That's
No,
No,
yeah,
I
by
think,
the
I think
way.
they should just like host a lot of tournaments and stuff.
Oh,
That
so-
would be the move. Instead
See,
of,
it's
like,
hard if depending on what area you are.
yes. No, I mean
Because you
yes,
need people
but
to show up.
yeah, and
If
there's
you're like a small business kind of game store, then like you can fuck with that. But
yeah,
GameStop,
Like, I would
because
love
there's
if
there's
they
too
were,
many
like-
GameStops per capita to be getting
Yeah.
like thriving little
yeah.
Scenes.
tournament scenes in
Yeah.
each one. Yeah.
Also, I love. I was looking over the computer screen. The second you like, he was like Monster Hunter, and the audio blew. just,
Yeah, there it goes.
Monster Hunter.
oh my god, it was just funny.
I feel like this is
Monster
way
Hunter's
too
hype as
distracting
hell.
to have up here. Like I need.
That's how we know it's like now you're recording and like
Yeah.
I like it.
Like
'cause
I need it,
that's,
but like I feel like a lot of guests like just stare at it. They're like, "How long?"
yeah,
is it
it's
going
quite
for?
fascinating. Yeah, like let me see
I
that
wanna look at
time
I was kind of
stamp.
thinking that that's a nice shade of purple, and I might want to paint
Can you
one
put
of
it
my
on the
walls
other
that
monitor
color.
that's slightly more behind you?
Yeah, I could. Yeah,
That might be
But,
better.
I want to. It's gotta be.
Yeah, you
want
wanna look
I have
at
to turn
it.
around.
I'm not even looking at it from like a distraction perspective. I'm literally looking at it to be like, oh wait, are your sound levels literally blowing up? Because I'm so used to like just watching Audacity, because that's all I use for
The
recording.
audacity.
So
Audacious.
literally all of my recording tests are like, is the microphone too sensitive? Am I just gonna blow up the speaker? So that's all I'm looking out for. I'm just
Yeah,
making sure the audio doesn't fuck up.
I use Levelator, so I throw it in there and it brings it all to one like level.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, it's free. It's weird. Like I don't like. I could.
I didn't even heard of that.
Yeah, it's like it's. I could if I had a file, I would show you how it works. But it's like you open it and it just sits there like a League client. Like it's just kind of on your desktop. You have to
Okay.
drag the file on top of it, and then it just starts processing. And then when it comes out like actually if I don't do it,
Yeah.
every episode is dramatically quieter. So like when I did Ben's episode, I was like, let me try not doing this, and it was super quiet. People were emailing me actually being like, hey, your episode's really quiet, and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, okay, so I need to do this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because like when I put it in, I did through Levelator, and I put it in, I was like, wow, that sounds really like metallic-y and weird. Maybe like Levelator fucked up. So like, oh, I'll just not do it. It was super quiet, and then I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck happened. And I was like, oh, it must be what it was. So whatever. So that is but that's how I do most episodes, and like. Everyone I've heard ever since, I was like, oh, this actually sounds audible. The only one I've ever listened to all the way through is the M episode, because I was like, all right, the Ben one was too quiet. That was the next one after that. I'm like, let me figure out. Is this actually audible? Like, what's it sound like in a car? What's it sound like in headphones? That was fine. So
Oh, nice.
I'm going to continue using Levelator. That's what I've discerned. But
I never even used that.
What's it called?
Levelator.
Levelator.
I guess we gotta go.
too.
We're Levelator.
Hashtag ad.
Give us money.
Please.
Dude, I was thinking about when you were saying yesterday, or last time, where you're like, oh man, Capcom should fucking pay you.
Yeah.
Fucking Capcom or Sony, because I got John to buy a PlayStation. and a fucking last time.
Yeah,
Like,
baby.
Come on, Sony, where are you? I'll suck a dick for Sony. Do it live on air.
Oh my god.
Am I kidding?
Wait, that's there goes all the sponsors.
And they're gone.
There it is.
Yeah,
And
Sony was
it's
on the
gone.
table.
We had that. We had them by the balls, and we just lost it.
Oh man. No, because every time I didn't even know about that. So what I have to do is now like adjust all the mic levels to make sure that it just doesn't hit the edges.
Yeah, the only reason I have to, I primarily use it is because, like I was saying earlier, before we started the show, the files are so big that like
Yeah.
Audacity just seizes up like crazy.
Oh really?
So if I want to remove 10 seconds,
Yeah.
fucking could be frozen for 15.
Jesus.
And it's like now I've like started embracing where it's like if I'm editing a long episode, I just fucking will like play some game that like I'll play like Zelda or Monster Hunter and just like at any moment I'm gonna have to stop this and like do one thing, and then I don't want to be sitting here just staring at it not responding for fucking 15 minutes. So I've started like doing other things while I do it.
Yeah.
That didn't help at all, Mike.
I tried. Tried to. It was my
Don't hide it,
can
man.
silencer.
Don't hide it.
But yeah, so I because if I did that otherwise I would break it. Like I could
want something?
splice each person talking and
Yeah.
I could just bring them down.
Okay.
But it would literally like quadruple my editing time.
Yeah.
So I figured I would just hear it, like scrub it through once, make sure it sounds okay. People aren't saying,
But even though this
anything
has, mic blowouts, you can still just put it through Levelator and it's fine.
yeah,
That's great.
gotta let
What the
people
fuck?
say crazy
I gotta
shit.
get at that.
yeah. Like I
Shit.
I didn't listen to it like in headphones, the mic episode, but he exploded a whole bunch and like it sounds.
That's all I do.
Damn.
That's all I do.
From all ends.
Exploding.
It's totally. I mean, it came out okay in my ears, and I had no one's emailed me that it's fucking there's a problem. So I'm gonna take it. that it went well.
There you go. Yeah.
They just
You actually
know
had
if Mike's
emails?
on.
Like
low
multiple?
volume.
Yeah,
Emails
I got,
plural?
They know to
I
lower
got
volume.
an email and a comment, I think.
I got
Something
it.
like
Yeah.
that, but definitely
Feedback about.
feedback about it
chill,
being
bruh.
being
Quiet.
quiet. Yeah. Email the show at yourbrainontom@gmail.com.
Tell us what you think.
You've got to project.
Tell us what you think about this nightmare of a show.
I'm worried about projecting because I'm just afraid of fucking blowing it up.
No, you can do everyone. Honestly, that mic's probably gonna be better if you do project.
Well, great.
Hell yeah.
Now, Tom, is there a place to actually shill your podcast?
I have no idea.
I think
Probably.
you should make stickers.
Because I think literally
You think this is a game, Tom? We should throw some stickers up around this bitch.
the only reason
This is the most meta podcast. I don't think any podcast talks about itself as much as this motherfucking podcast. I love this shit.
Same.
This is like the postmodern podcast, baby. We're here
That's a
to
great name.
we're here to reflect.
I like
That's
I
a
like
title
on ourselves.
That's a title. The
I like behind the scenes stuff. That's fun.
What do you like?
Behind the scenes shit. Like that's
Yeah, that's quite interesting. No,
I'm all
it's
about
like
that.
yeah.
so like yeah, I'll fuck that. I'm all about.
You will fuck that, bro.
I fuck with that shit. I mean, that's half the shit. Like whenever I watch like other like YouTube people or like other podcasts, and they're like talking from like someone like behind the camera, I'm like
Oh yeah. Oh, look, listen to the drama.
yeah.
What is going on in your life?
Oh man.
It's quite
Like
interesting.
the one show I watched, they order lunch like every episode, and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm just want to know. I'm just curious.
I was
You tell Cool Gray what you want.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I really don't watch podcasts that much, to be honest, except for Your Brain on Time, the only podcast for me. Except for the H3 podcast, because sometimes they have people on that I like. And the last,
Same.
Common Etiquette?
Yeah.
Yeah. The H3 has Internet Common Etiquette and Jack's Films on
at the same time?
as a recurring thing
Oh, that's
at
wonderful.
the same time.
Oh, nice.
And so what I'll do, whenever there's a new episode, I'll like put it on, and then I'll like have like drinks ready and just like drink and smoke with the boys.
Oh wow.
It's super pathetic, but it's really fun. Dude.
That is super fun.
And on that note,
Yeah, no, we were talking about that the last time I was here.
What?
The like watching someone,
Oh, like the
you
vlogging
know, like
concept.
the
and
vlog,
stuff?
the
Yeah,
concept
yeah,
of vlogging. The both of us find it sort of uncomfortable, like
Yeah.
to have them like looking right at you or whatever. Is it like, you know, like
What do you mean?
like, good luck, Charlie. Good luck, Charlie.
yeah, just like that. No, we're talking about like
explain.
video like vloggers where it's just one person
Yeah.
Yeah, that
hanging
was
out
like
with
Good Luck,
you,
Charlie.
looking right at the
Like
camera.
a couple of
you know?
like the show I was just talking about, like they have like a desk and like it's like a news report almost, where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is less like it's weird that because there's two people and they're kind of talking to each other, not always staring straight at me.
Yeah.
It like makes it way easier.
Yeah.
But like if there's like a person where it's just like one person, there's like one person, I'm like, this is so weird. I'm like really uncomfortable with the concept of what's happening here. But I don't know. Do you like watch like vlogs and shit too?
Not really. I'm not really a big vlog fan.
I was. God, do you remember that back when like Shane Dawson and shit?
Oh shit.
Falling
Yeah,
down that rabbit hole?
I didn't really watch the vloggy stuff, but I liked his like
I rarely do.
comedy content.
Yeah.
Well, like that whole group of friends he had, like they all occasionally would do that with each other.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That was
follow
the closest
super
I got.
closely, but yeah,
that was the closest I got. Where it
I
was
don't
like,
think I've ever gotten like super involved in like anyone's vlogs.
like they had a whole bunch of stuff with like we're collabing, and
That's
you're
a
like, oh,
rabbit
I would
hole
like
right
to know.
there.
I'd like to know what this was like. Yeah.
Because people can put out vlogs like fucking 3 times a day.
Oh yeah.
So
If the vlog
That's
is
a
more
rabbit
about
hole.
like a behind the scenes thing, I'm more about it. When,
Yeah,
and
I
then if
feel
it's just
that.
like, here's my day, I'm like, I can't. I don't. I also don't care.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I think the whole concept of just YouTubers in general is fascinating.
I love it. So
Yeah.
cool.
I think I think I could get into like someone's vlogs if I really liked their content.
yeah. that's
Yeah.
a good
Maybe.
point.
Oh, like
I
if they like
Because yeah,
outside of the vlog, or the
yeah,
vlog is their content?
not outside of the vlog.
Yeah,
if they had
yeah.
other
So
good
that's
stuff.
way
And I'm
more,
like,
yeah.
oh, I just
I'm-
want to know what he's doing. I don't
Yeah.
know, you know.
Like I
Yeah.
do that with the one group, but it's 8 people or whatever. So
Yeah.
like occasionally they'll just
Because
talk about other
I
different
can see
things.
myself getting obsessive, but if their content is just that, I guess I mean you have to be like a beautiful person or something for that to work.
No, I
Like who's gonna tune in if of all your content?
Like
is
I'll
just,
watch
like,
vlogs if there's
chit-chat?
controversy. I'm
Wait a
like,
minute,
oh.
all this is just chit chat.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I like conversation way more.
Yeah,
than,
me
like-
too. Oh yeah, I'll fuck with
Like I'll
this.
fuck
Yeah,
with conversation. It's just like the one person talking to the camera is a little weird for me.
what I'll do is
but like I can listen to Bill Burr rant. Sorry, Peter, go ahead.
I was gonna say
Same.
the only time I'll watch vlogs is I'll get on like kicks of just like I've just been watching, like Steve-O, right?
Yeah.
So Steve-O just like comes on a bunch of podcasts. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's just learn about Steve-O's life, and I'll just watch like a shitload of Steve-O related videos, and like he shows up in like the
yeah.
related videos and vlogs and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, sure,
Love
what
that
That guy's
guy.
Why not?
crazy.
Trained
Yeah,
clown.
he's
He's
fucking
fucking
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, he's trained clown. Yeah.
But yeah, so like that'll happen when I'll just get like on a kick of
Yeah.
like one person. And then
Yeah,
I'll watch
no,
vlogs. Other than that, I don't really watch
I'm
them.
with you.
Yeah, whenever I
Yeah.
get on kicks though, it's like I watch their stuff and then like, oh, they're in this thing too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I feel that.
like Pale Waves.
Pale Waves.
Shout out to Pale Waves,
Shout out to Pale Waves.
best band ever.
Come on the show.
I love that. Do you guys do that? Where like there's like a band you guys are obsessed, or some musical thing that you're obsessed with for like a month straight?
That's all I do.
Oh my God,
That's the only way I
Oh my
listen
God,
to
and
music.
one of
Favorite
them-
thing, yeah. One thing over and over and over again. I love it.
Oh, it's terrible.
And I like
It
messaged
feels
one
so
of them.
weird and obsessive, and like I can't listen to music publicly when I'm in those. I was like, oh yes, it's the same goddamn thing. Yes, I'm listening it today as well.
Wait, hang on. You messaged? one of these
I messaged one of them and they responded on my birthday.
Wait, what the fuck?
people?
Yeah, like
wait,
someone.
who?
It's like a
Tell me.
YouTube group I liked. And
they?
I like
Their
messaged
music?
one of them and I was like, yeah, come to New York.
Who are they?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't
totally
matter.
Super matters.
No,
totally does.
no, it doesn't matter.
Was
It's
it Justin
irrelevant.
Bieber before he was cool?
No, it wasn't Justin Bieber.
Was this recently?
Who was
No,
it?
this was like a couple of years ago.
Like indie rock?
No. It's like they're like a sister group. And they like cover songs and like they're really
adorable.
cute and stuff.
Word.
Pimp them out.
They're called
Show for him.
they're called Cimarelli.
Okay, that's all you need
But
to
I
say.
used to like really like them, and she messaged me on my birthday.
Yeah,
and I was
dude,
like, oh my
that's
god,
That's
No,
so
I just
adorable.
so like I just followed a guy
That's the
on
cutest story.
they follow me.
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
great.
they do. Like on their personal accounts.
wow.
too.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
That is
Oh, you've
adorable.
made some friends.
Pale Waves account follows
that's
random
funny.
normal people. I'm like, why? How did this happen?
Is it just their friends?
I don't know. They're like teen. Well, so okay. Here's the thing.
They're teenagers.
No,
They look like they're like
no,
30.
they are. So, hang on, let me back up. So I was reading an interview with them, and they were like, one of the questions was like, so what are your thoughts on like your fan base? And like, well, a lot of our fans are teenagers, so we feel like a blah blah blah. I'm like, am I about to go to a concert full of fucking teenage girls? And I'm like, I guess I am. Is that weird?
Is it girls?
Yeah, like there's one live show they did in LA where like there's this girl who loses her mind every time they're like, we're gonna play this song. And like, she's like, yeah, like holy cow. And then like that.
Oh, that's me. I'm that girl at the concert.
And at
that
the
loses her mind.
very last song,
No,
they bring a
good-
bunch
we're
of
good
kids.
audience members,
They bring a
yeah.
bunch of kids up on stage, and I'm like, oh, it's all like high school girls. Like this is weird. And is it weird that I'm super into this band at 24? It's just-
Dude, it's not like One Direction. You're fine.
yeah, but I was saying, oh yeah, so I followed this one guy on Facebook, and Facebook has updated me on my Messenger app, going, hey, if you'd like to message Grimecraft, he usually replies in a day.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Damn, all right.
what?
Did you shoot him a
I
message?
didn't, but he makes good music, so I probably should. Honestly, I think I might shoot him a message because I just got hired to do another Smash trailer, and I'm like, maybe we just ask him to use his music. Like, maybe I won't just steal music for these fucking trailers. No, I actually ask someone, like, hey, I'm gonna make this thing. Would it be cool if I use your thing?
I love movie music. That's where I find most of my music. It's just like soundtracks of movies
Interesting.
Nice.
We
And like TV shows, right?
and TV shows.
Well, that's weird. I was thinking about this recently. This is mostly applying to Mike, but we'll bring it back to you.
Hey guys,
I hope
this
so.
is the panel
Yeah.
of guests. This is like our.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Just have a guest.
Go home.
So for
Right, we are home.
for majority of our lives, like the early parts of it, the only things we had were movie soundtracks and like. Well, that was it. Like we had like the Batman Forever or Batman and Robin soundtrack, the Batman '89 soundtrack, and something else too.
Are you sure that was all we
Yeah.
had?
That's all.
I don't
That
remember that
explains so
period.
much.
That explains
For-
so
That
much.
Does that
explains
explain so much?
so much.
Most of the like when I started listening to Prince after he died and they released it on Spotify, I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, I've heard these songs because of the fucking '89 cassette we had.
No shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so for a lot of our early music. When did you really become into music?
Senior year of high school.
Mine was like junior year of high school.
Oh, wow, man.
So like there was this huge block.
The
We're like, we don't
same
care.
year.
I can
Wasn't that
remember.
the same year?
that would be
No, I'm older
a year
than him.
apart.
Yeah.
Well, by
No,
2 years.
but-
You're a
right.
grade older than me.
Yeah.
But you're a year older than him.
Year and a half, yeah. But yeah, like so for years, neither of us really cared. I remember us being younger. People were like, "What do you like listening to?" I'm like, we don't really listen to music. We don't care.
Yeah.
But then obviously it's way more important to us now. But as kids, all we listened to was like movie soundtracks.
That's so. But I don't even remember doing that. It just wasn't like a thing for me.
Your parents didn't like play music?
They did, and I never liked it.
Yeah, we just didn't like what they played. I loved like what my dad.
I love it now.
Yeah.
But like back then, I was like, all right, this song again, Sugar Ray
Yeah.
for the
I was
1000th
kinda-
time in the car.
Bro,
right now.
but it's a different version of Sugar Ray.
I think I like the music that my mom
Kenny G
liked.
again.
This is KG.
I think I like the music my mom liked. Because when it was 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning and I heard that R&B music playing, I knew.
What
It
did you
was-
know?
It's time to clean.
Oh, okay.
you
sure.
would
My
clean the
God.
R&B.
You don't think I
My
could
mom
do
would
anything?
block
I could
it.
be like,
we didn't know.
this is when the belt comes out. I don't know.
It's time, man.
No, Saturday, like, and then I would have to be up at 8 o'clock in the morning, scrubbing the toilet, freaking wiping down the counters. I'm like, I didn't sign up for this.
Or
And I
the
feel
belt
like
would come out.
That's why I clean. That's why I clean
Alternative
so
being,
much
yeah.
now, because I literally clean like. Mike knows, like, I literally get home every day and I just clean.
Trained you well.
Ugh, it's so annoying. I just want to, like, throw garbage on the floor and, like, relax.
Really good. It's really good. I recommend throwing garbage.
I can't. I want to
on the floor
clean
is pretty
everything. I
nice.
want to clean your
If you guys
room.
weren't
You're like a
here, there would be a
nester.
pile of garbage where Mike is sitting right now.
Oh my god, I would clean your
Alright.
room.
I cleaned
I'm
it up
that
before we got
fresh.
There
there.
still is a pile
I
of
go to your
garbage.
house.
Like, just sitting right now.
You want to clean my room?
It's fine.
Man. Gosh, it's so ridiculous.
Wait, is your room dirty already? You sent me a Snapchat like a week ago that was clean.
No, it's
It's like moved, like changed rooms, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I moved. So it's still like not perfect, but it's like it's 75%.
Make your bed. You feel so good when your bed is made. They're like when you come home and your
you
room
gonna
is
make
like
it dirty
full of
I
again?
want to get in my bed. I don't care about what it's
That's when I
made.
play video games.
I just want to play video games, bro.
No, I never make my bed because my dog has destroyed that fucking sheet and he just ruins everything. So I'm like, fuck it, who cares?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I feel like you can't see it because it's all
That's
bungled
a
up,
tough
but
pill
like
to swallow.
it's all.
I
fucking-
ruin everything.
he just, yeah, there's a bunch of holes in that comforter and shit because he just like eats it and stuff.
Rip, rip.
So I never really make it.
What are you gonna say, Pete?
I don't remember. It's killing me.
Either it wasn't important or it was a lie. That's what they say.
Thanks.
If you that's what they say. Like if you forget things, like if you forgot
That's
it,
the
it wasn't
worst
important
advice
or
I've
it's a
ever
lie.
That is the worst advice I've ever.
Well, you better remember.
You better remember. We're gonna assume.
Christ.
We're just gonna assume the worst of whatever it was. Wow, this is some thrilling shit right here.
So what's your music obsession right now, Mike?
Bitches Brew, Miles Davis.
Okay.
It's fucking
Okay.
weird.
my
It's
God.
like
I come
It's
home,
like
he's like
being
blasting
stuck.
it.
it's so weird. I don't even know how to.
Well, at least there's
it's
more
just
than
dark
11
and-
songs.
No, that's all you got, man.
That's
You
all
gotta
I've been
work with
blasting.
it.
That's hilarious, and
But-
it's just the live shows.
The live, so there's only 4 songs released officially. There was
On
11
what?
on Spotify and like as singles.
Yeah,
There, and one of them was 2 weeks ago or a week ago, something like that. The Tide.
the rest is bootleg.
The rest is bootleg fucking
You get
YouTube
like
videos.
15 minutes of
See,
music,
that's
and that's it.
awesome.
That sucks.
Yeah, so
That
like
they're
there's
like mostly alive.
there's one YouTube show that or one YouTube channel that is like I clicked on it and like she releases like she releases like the songs but with like edited or she'll like put the lyrics to them but they're still like she cleans them the best she can to then put it on to put it on like YouTube to be like, here's like the like a clear version of it. So she'll like scrim through or scum through what's the term I want, like
Scrub
through. That's what I want. Yeah. Scrub through just hundreds of live shows to find like the clearest audio version of that song, and then she'll upload that and be like, here's the
Wow.
lyrics to the song and that. And she's like a super fan too, because like one of the other videos on her channel is like how to do the makeup like the girls. I'm like,
What
oh,
the
wow.
hell?
Yeah. Like there's the people who are like, and that's funny too. Like the Genius page
Yeah.
is like there's like because I didn't know this till recently, just because I'm seeing the same names when I look up the lyrics to these songs.
Yeah.
Apparently, when you contribute to Genius for lyrics, it will depending on how much you do, it will like categorize you as like the top scholars to these bands.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm seeing these same names because there's only so many people who know
band
everything about this
scholars,
band,
yeah.
and like they all have like Pale Waves names. It's like Waves Pale and like something
Yeah,
else. And like
yeah.
I forget what the second
That's
one's name is.
amazing.
Why
And,
doesn't Wikipedia do that?
I don't know.
Those people
That's a
put in
good
blood,
question.
sweat, and tears to get some information up in there.
I can't find out anything
Yeah, there should
about
be
each
some
member.
kind of reward for good Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And like not like money, but like recognition.
Yeah.
You know,
You
there's-
have you ever checked the references section? Like, there's a lot
there's
of
a lot of
references up
yeah,
there.
I mean,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you do quality research,
nuts.
there should be something for you.
You're basically
But, like,
a scholar.
honestly, like for whatever reason, people don't need it. There's still so much good information on there.
Give
It's
Wikipedia
like, they don't have
$3 a
to do
year,
that.
and they're not gonna fucking just hire people or reward people with their fucking.
Fair.
Yeah, I donated.
Actually,
I
Wikias
did
do that too.
because you know what's up?
Wikias do that too. They'll be like, this person knows their shit about this thing that this wiki is about. So it's weird that Wikipedia doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
Man.
Some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Wonder if I can match my donation and get like money back. Get $10.
What?
Like when you donate to a charity or like nonprofit.
Oh,
like sometimes you can
is
get like
Wikipedia
the
like
match.
a certified
Yes.
nonprofit?
Yes.
Are they really?
And I
C3?
donated. Yeah.
Probably. I mean, what are
I
they
guess they
collecting
get.
on?
I guess they get
They're just begging. All they
donations,
all they do
Oh, they
is
just
ask
e-beg.
for money. Yeah, e-beg. they're just GoFundMe.
Yeah.
No, they're great. I appreciate the way they run.
Oh, I love Wikipedia.
So I don't
Donate every time I can.
I do too. Well, not every time I can. I donate when they beg.
I do- I do
I
when
donate
they
when they
beg. That's
reduce
true.
themselves.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Oh, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. I love. Actually, you know what? Yeah, they should do them with. I like Wikipedia. I'm glad
should
I give
do-
my money to them.
Yeah, no, I do. I'm glad I do too. That's the thing I support. I just think
I probably. I don't know. Are they the? No, they're definitely not the top thing I use.
for what information.
Yeah,
gathering?
I don't think.
Oh, I do.
Maybe no information gathering, I guess, but like I don't know if I need more information past like initial
The cursory glance.
cursory glance. Yeah, like I don't know if it's like.
I mean, Wikipedia is the cursory glance.
No, you know what I like is the Google series they have. How every day it's like a different person or thing. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, what's that Google Doodle?
that is fun.
And you click it and you like learn shit, and it's like, oh, German like philanthropist, and you're like, oh, who would have thunk? It's great.
Yeah,
or sometimes they have like the
obscure
games.
stuff up on there.
Yeah.
They have baseball.
Nothing that's like struck with me. Like, yes, that's my obscure thing. Like, oh, finally,
Wait.
Google recognize.
Have you guys ever played the Winnie the Pooh baseball game?
Yeah, it's fucking
hell yeah.
absurd.
Oh my god.
It's fucking.
It's like this
absurd.
Japanese Winnie the Pooh baseball
play
game
it,
with like a
Mikey?
ridiculous
difficulty curve.
difficulty curve.
Did you play it, Mike?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it.
How far did you get?
I don't remember. It wasn't
shit.
very.
It's a fucking meme game. Why would
It's a
who-
fucking
it is-
meme game.
anyone who fucking
It wasn't
beats that
worth
is-
getting.
So Joe Hiller
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
played it.
Anyone who's
probably.
actually
Oh,
beaten
for
that
sure.
is
I've
just-
seen him playing
is
it.
exclusively doing it just to
Shout
be
out to
like,
Joe
oh,
Hiller.
look at me. I fucking I'm just
I
showing off
memorized
all
the
about
invisible
myself.
ball patterns.
Yeah.
Oof.
I got up until
Which is
the
crazy.
level-
You're a
not
crazy
Christopher
person
Robin,
if
but
you
the one before
memorize.
Christopher Robin. I got up.
Oh.
Is it
Owl or
Christopher
something.
Robin level?
Yeah,
This
he's the
is
final boss.
crazy.
He's insane. He's really
No,
hard.
it's literally
Like,
like
your
the
Pooh
hardest
Bear
game
batting
ever.
up against
What
a
the
series
fuck?
of pitchers
like-
that get harder and harder, and the hardest is
Yeah, it's like
Christopher
this
Robin.
kids game for
The god of your
Japanese
world,
kids,
the
but
giver
based on
and
Winnie the
taker of
Pooh.
life, Christopher Robin.
Christopher Robin. Holy.
It's like that in the SpongeBob car driving game, or like the two
yeah.
like
I
super
never
hard
played that
flash
one.
games. I don't know if you can find. I don't know if you can find it on Nickelodeon. You might have to find like a
Yeah.
rip of it or something. But like it's like a stupid fucking driving game.
It's like his
Oh my
driving
God.
test.
yeah.
Do you,
Maybe I have played
do you
that.
remember
Is it
going
3D?
to
It's
2D,
Nickelodeon.com
I
to
believe.
play
Oh, yeah.
games?
Oh,
As I
yeah.
recall from screenshots.
I said, do you like remember going like asking your parents permission to go into Nickelodeon.com to
Dude,
play?
go dog.
Go ahead.
Game.
Square, I never
did, 'cause
asked
I'm
for
a
no
fucking rebel.
permission, homie.
Stop
we out
shouting
here.
at the same time.
Sorry. Yeah, rip microphones.
It's
All right,
inaudible.
Oh my god.
The microphones are fine. It's literally no one can understand what you're saying.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, like I used to do it all the fucking time.
I know, and dial up, freaking
shit,
get off the phone. I want to go on the internet.
Dude, I wanted so bad to play the Kids Next Door game on Cartoon
Oh my
Network.
God.
You
Oh
made
my
your own
god,
agent.
Cartoon
Yeah.
Network.
That was
Costs
so-
money, right?
No, it's just we had shitty internet.
Their website was a bitch to get to. I felt like you had to like.
They give you a
never
number and
loaded.
everything.
They
gave you a number. It was sick.
It was so sick.
I wanted my own number. I might have a number in my username had I actually done that. Like I would have probably lived with that forever. But yeah.
Yeah, CartoonNetwork.com did not work on my
Cartoon
computer.
Network flash games are fucking Kino of video games.
They're so good. Yo, this Kino meme's hilarious, by the way.
I know.
What meme?
Kino
Kino?
is the highest level of art, or for film.
Yeah.
It's
for
the highest
film.
level of film. So it's like joint, flick, movie, film, cinema, Kino or something.
Kino is the highest level.
Kino's like the highest
Yeah.
level of film,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I don't know when
I
this
use it way too
Where
much.
is
Yeah,
it?
It's so
What
bad.
is?
TV uses
It's
all
from
the
a
time.
TV meme, yeah.
I don't know.
be-
So what? Like what? Give me an example.
You just pick a thing. Pick a movie.
Like Bloodborne
Just pick,
is a Kino game.
Just say a movie.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction is the Kino of pulp media.
Oh,
Like you
okay,
just,
got it.
it's the same. Like you just want to, you just slide in as it is this of whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's,
Got it.
It's
Hilarious.
it's
Referring
not.
to, like, high art.
It does not
Yeah, yeah,
require
the
thought.
highest
Any,
form.
it's a fucking plug-in meme. It just,
Yeah. It's great though.
Plug in me.
but it's everywhere. They'll be like, "Oh, this is so Kino," and then you do that bullshit where you
I should
do.
have said Shrek 2.
Yeah,
Damn it.
Shrek 2 is
no,
the Kino.
Shrek Forever After, dude.
Let's just talk about the naming conventions of Shrek movies for a second.
Oh my god, Shrek.
Forever After? Come on now. Are you fucking kidding me?
Come on, guys.
Is that the
Let me
one?
get
Is that,
with it.
is that the one where he makes the deal with Rumpelstiltskin?
Probably. I've literally never seen it.
Oh, there's one where like he has like, all right, so he has
All
like.
right, run us through.
So, hey.
All right, so
Let's
the
get that
plot.
play
Okay.
of Shrek
Forever After. I can never remember which Shrek came out. What the fourth Shrek is called? Because there was a Shrek game with a equally stupid fucking name that came out at the exact same time.
Oh, really?
So I cannot remember what the difference of the two is, but I think that's the one.
Well, one of them, I can't remember like the plots for each movie, but one of them, I think it's Shrek Forever After, is he like marries Princess Fiona, and they have some kids.
Finally.
And he's like not like this badass ogre he was at like the beginning of the movie. He's like this dad who wakes up and has the same routine every day, and like the tour bus drives by his swamp and takes pictures of him, and they're not scared because he's this washed up ogre.
Right.
So he has like this
Same.
midlife. Basically, he has like a meltdown, a midlife crisis, freaks out at like his kid's birthday party, and then Rumpelstiltskin rolls in and he's like, "Yo, do you want to be like a regular ogre for a day?" And Shrek's like, "Aight." And then he signs his contract, and then like basically his whole life disappears, and like his wife disappears, and like his kids are gone, and like the movie's like, you know, moral of the story, no, spoiler alert, moral of the story is like, you know, appreciate the things you have.
So it's divorce papers.
It's fucking.
They don't get divorced. It's just like he
No,
realizes.
like the contract. It's divorce papers.
I
You lose
think
your
like,
kids and your wife.
I guess so.
So it's just.
I'm sorry, I got a little dark.
What a wonderful. Wait, it's just What a Wonderful Life, but with Shrek.
Oh my god!
That all it is?
I guess so.
I just realized that.
That's
Yeah.
weird. What's Shrek 3 then?
I don't remember.
Did anything happen?
I don't know if that was. I don't know if that was Shrek 3 or
I think I've
Shrek
only
Forever
seen Shrek
After.
1
I've.
too.
It's probably Shrek 4 because it's Shrek 4 Ever After, right? Like
Yeah.
that's.
Well, I don't know if that plot.
I don't remember.
I don't know if that plot belongs to
Do you remember
Forever.
the Shrek like Smash Bros ripoff?
Yo, that game's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I really want to get it like physically because I want to become tournament savvy with that game. That game's ridiculous.
My favorite
Yeah, that
thing
was
is
Shrek
just
Forever.
becoming the best at like completely unknown video games.
I really want to play fucking whatever that fucking Shrek Smash game is. There's a fucking
Oh yeah, I'm
I
with
don't remember
you.
what it's
I
called.
watched a Robin Hood, not Robin Hood, Red Robin. Oh my god, Red Riding Hood combo video.
Oh my god.
Oh
Take
my
30.
god, she's so broken. She has a fucking range, practically full screen stun.
That's
She
nuts.
She throws an apple and it stuns you, and then she can just 0 to death you. It's insane.
Jesus Christ. Wait.
So it's
hold
not
on.
like a balance.
It's
game
not
at all?
balanced. She's completely banned.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was a
I
why
can't believe
Red
it's
Riding Hood is
It's a
banned.
tournament savvy. Like,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was like a meme within the
this
Melee
like-
community. So a bunch of Melee people would bring it to turns and go, yo, fucking Smash, or no, Shrek's, whatever it's called, Shrek Rumble or something.
Shrek Rumble.
Whatever it's called. And they'd be like, yo, money match in this? And then people started developing a scene, and then like it actually kind of grew into things. People
That's
play on
amazing.
net play and stuff, and yeah.
Hold on.
Hilarious.
Speaking of high tech fucking high level gameplay, you know Thug Pro? Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love it so much. I just got it to work on my computer for the first time. I didn't know I could run it.
Okay.
Because I can't run a normal GameCube emulator for it, so I figured it just wouldn't work. But I did
Are
pirate.
you running a GameCube emulator to make this work?
I tried to, but it didn't
Okay.
work.
But what is this running on then?
It's just they ported it to the PC. They ported Thug to the PC, so there's a PC version. I pirated the PC version and then installed the Thug Pro mod, which bypasses the need for a key,
Okay.
so it just works.
Nice.
But
just
it's the best thing ever, and it's amazing. Anyway, there's some high level tech shit in Thug Pro.
Really?
It's amazing. It's like
What does Thug Pro change?
Thug Pro basically it's one of those things.
It's a fan
where
patch, right? It's like
What?
a fan mod? Like a fan
Yeah,
mod patch?
it's a community
Of
mod.
which game?
Underground 2. But it has all the levels from the previous Pro Skater games.
Got it.
But then like,
School?
people yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, school's. I saw him playing school. It's dope.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
And so
We play school
they
a lot.
As children,
Love school.
girls' school.
it's like one of those things where like you leave someone alone long enough with it and they'll like figure some shit out.
Yeah.
Apparently this is in the Thug 2 engine that was
Okay.
already in the game, so people didn't know about it.
Oh, okay.
But there's all these like crazy tech moves you can do. So like you can get like extra height on your jumps and like do all these insane like movement shit. And, like you
Yo.
can go across buildings and like go off the map and all this crazy shit. But nobody like figured it out until Thug Pro came along.
That's so sick.
And so there's like this whole secret underground like
Yeah.
fucking high skilled, high level community of Thug
That's
Pro
so
players,
sick.
and it's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
I love that.
I
Like,
love when people like
Guns
fun.
to
there's
Duel,
high level
yeah.
Tony
K
Hawk
style.
play.
Oh my god.
You just.
So sick.
You guys know Gun? I don't know if
Wait, what?
Guns the Duel. Have you ever heard of
Oh
that
my
game?
god, yes! I played
Yeah.
the second one.
You just
The
like
second one's a bastardization of what the original one
I know,
was.
but still,
Oh
it's pretty-
god, the original
the
one was-
original.
it's
It's so cool,
crazy
though.
what the original one was doing.
Yeah, it was just
Just weird Korean thing where you
It was called
basically
Korean style, which was basically just like like animation canceling all
yeah,
that. But,
yeah.
well,
Well, because the game is the game was made by a Korean developer. and it's a third-person shooter where your melee weapon was like a katana or something. What was the other thing too? There's another additional melee weapon. I forget what it was. But you basically had like you like go akimbo like umps and like AK-47 and shit. You just run around with like these crazy guns and shoot each other and do like weird shit like that. And like the Korean style was like animation canceling and like just actually like it was so intense.
Jesus Christ.
The fucking that was what the community called it. You're like, oh, you're going Korean style because you would like you'd like run into a wall and cancel a thing into a gunshot and do like all. It was game was sick.
I really just want to see like high level Korean tier play of like NBA Street.
Dude, it's so weird.
That's what I want.
NBA Street. Get out of here.
I love games that should not be played competitively.
Right, exactly. That's what I mean.
Competitively. Yeah, that's so cool.
That's the best.
That is fun.
Like Tony Hawk. Like you should not play that competitively.
But like, if it really is that deep, like if there's
there's
so
fucking
much going on,
I don't
like,
get it. It's great though. I love it.
Like I loved finding out like Pokemon had a competitive scene till it was turned into a nightmare.
Oh my god.
Is it bad?
You're
No,
saying
it's
that.
just like the direction that there's like one group that runs it pretty much, Smogon.
Yes.
And like they pretty much run like
Oh,
what
right,
is
they-
banned and what is not.
They established
And
the
yeah, they
tiers and stuff.
established stuff like that. And like past Gen 4, it started like they started making decisions. I was like, I don't agree with any of this.
No.
Like Salamence got banned for a while, and they'd unbanned him, or like they'd ban Mega Lucario because of whatever. It was just, but the only reason Mega Lucario gets banned is because they banned other Megas because they were. It just became a mess. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But then like I started playing the official competitive mode, the doubles mode for VGC, the Video Game Championships. That Pokemon Company itself puts on, and it's like it's in doubles, so it's like way different. Like certain things that would be banned in singles are not going to be banned in doubles because like they're the second Pokemon, so you can like focus fire and stuff like that. So it was like a way different way of playing, but like
It's just so fucking hard to make a balanced game.
it's super hard.
Like it very often comes down to the community to be like, all right, we gotta, like self-imposed rules to make it like fair game. Like we see potential here, but like
Oh yeah, like
turn off the items and mainly
Smash,
change the maps.
turn-
only these
turn- yeah.
few.
it's super weird. Yeah, like you have to kind of like impose something in there to be
Because it's so, I think it's like legitimately extremely difficult to make a balanced game.
it's so funny that like,
and the only reason like you can call out games like Counter-Strike is because they're almost symmetrical. The only difference is like the weapons, right? I mean,
But you
I think
can,
there's
but
two
like,
sides.
so Counter Strike is so perfect because the weapons are different slightly, but as long as you're clicking on the person correctly, you can acquire their weapon.
Yeah.
Every map is designed in a way where at no point is there no counter to where they're standing. If you're fucking on the map I was just playing was Mirage. So Mirage Point A, if they're standing under balcony and you're fucking coming up T ramp, and you're like, I don't know how to stop that guy who I can't see. You buy a Molotov, you throw it off the fucking board that has the big A spray paint on it, bounces off, goes right in there. He has to now leave or die. If he's in fucking Sandwich, you can throw a flashbang, flash him, check that real quick. Like, there's literally no place you can stand in that site and be safe.
Yeah.
If your opponents play poorly and don't account for you being there, you can be safe. But at all points, every place you're standing on defense can be defeated.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Counter-Strike is
Counter-Strike,
the only
man.
like truly balanced game I can think of.
Well, it's not balanced because I guess at the top level there are like weird weird engine things that are problems.
Yeah.
But like structurally and design wise, it is the best designed game ever, I think. Well, that and probably Brood War. StarCraft Brood War's balanced like philosophy was, oh, that's broken, make everything else broken around it. And so everything is super good, but because everything is super good, everything is
everything's pretty
super
good.
balanced. Yeah. It became balanced by being broken. It's like a
Yeah.
weird it's a weird thing where you just put too much on the fucking seesaw, and then it just became like the seesaw broken. Like, all right, we'll play in the dirt. Like, but that game also had like 15 years to be developed as a meta, so like everyone figured out every fucking thing.
Yeah.
That game's sick to watch sometimes.
So basically, the only balanced video games are Counter-Strike, StarCraft, and chess.
No, well, it's symmetrical games, like perfectly symmetrical games are gonna be.
Well, Counter-Strike and StarCraft are not symmetrical always.
No, I know they're not, but like, yeah, it's either well developed asymmetry or a symmetrical game.
One of the co-creators of Counter-Strike got in trouble for sexually exploiting a child.
Oh my god.
Right.
Yeah, so who knows what's going to go with that? I don't know.
Co-developer of.
Co-developer of Counter-Strike.
That's
yeah.
like that guy from Glee that got arrested on child
He
porn.
just killed.
Really?
Killed
Yeah,
himself.
he just killed himself.
He just killed himself.
Which one?
The guy that was what was his name?
I don't know. I never watched the
No,
show.
No, Finn. The guy who played Finn died.
No, no, not Huck, Puck, I don't remember
he
what
was,
his
like,
name
bald?
was. Mark Saling is his real name.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He was like bald on the sides, kind of had like a mohawk.
Yeah, the mohawk.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's always weird though is
Wow,
whenever they
that's so
arrest someone
interesting.
like that, they have thousands and thousands of child porn images. Like 50,000 is the number they throw around. It's
Yeah.
For real, it's never just like
like
one.
never enough to just be like, oh, they had one. Like it's like
Right.
no, thousands and thousands. Like I don't understand how you have
Terabytes.
terabytes of videos and like it's literally every
it's just, like, a
time.
mental
So it
problem,
must
I
be.
guess.
It's
It
got to
just
be
gets out of
something
control.
further than like a normal like fetish thing. It's got to be literally
for
like a
sure.
like
That
a
is
mental-
not a normal fetish thing.
Oh, it's not
at
like-
all.
But like
That's what he's saying. Like,
I'm like,
there's something.
there's so
else-
much
what
more
else is
to it.
going
Like it's
on?
so,
Yeah.
and also the prevalence of it is blowing my mind. Like we have Kevin Spacey, this fucking that guy, the guy
Kevin
from
Spacey
Glee.
wasn't a pedophile, was he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
he
whole
came onto a
case that blew
minor.
it up was he came onto a minor. Yeah. And then the people apparently in the gay community, like, oh, it's
Jared.
different. Jared, the fucking guy like that. And then this fucking Counter-Strike guy, it's like all these people, like how fucking prevalent is this fucking thing? And like you hear these rumors of like, oh, the secret underground group of all these, like, oh, that's bullshit. But like now I'm starting to think that like the crazy people are like, oh my god, all these pedophiles and this crazy ring, and like you hear like the dark web is 90% child porn. Like that's that's nonsense. There's no way that's like that. Now I'm starting to think like that might actually be the case, and I cannot even fathom why that's the case.
Yeah.
Like this is a greater issue that we're clearly not established at, like even like working on. Like
Get it.
I don't get it either. And like, why is it like I literally like I watch the Phil DeFranco show every day.
Yeah.
At least once a week, someone's getting busted for child porn. I don't get it.
Really?
It's crazy how prevalent it is. I literally didn't think it was
Does
a
he
thing.
just pick like
He picks what people
exciting
recommend.
things? Oh, yeah.
What people recommend. So then that becomes the exciting thing because the people
Yeah.
want it.
Yeah.
You know? It's like actually a really good format.
Give the people what they
have
want.
the people do the work for you. Be like, this is what you should
this is
report
what
on,
you-
and then you research it.
No,
Yeah.
He literally tweets out like, "What should I cover?"
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It's a great.
I
It's
like
a
just
great
like
format.
editorials?
I like Phil.
Like, what's he just
He
gives his
does
opinion or
great.
just-
Like he does so much
fact
research
by
and fact
fact
checking
and-
and stuff. Yeah, so
Yeah,
he's a great.
very
That's the way to do
resource.
it.
Yeah, I like Phil.
But yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy how much like child
Just
porn's so
facts,
prevalent and
man.
stuff. It blows my mind. And like all these
It's out of
people are just
control.
constantly getting hit with it, and it's like doesn't make any sense to me.
I know, like what?
It's because we don't have anything to do. We're humans built for combat and survival. People are like, I need some danger,
but
and they're going for danger. Like that's why people do
Oh.
stupid criminal things. I think, like a lot of the time,
But you think
I
people
think things are cushy and-
sexually attracted to children because
because it's so forbidden. I
Well,
don't
it's probably
know.
also like a life of abuse too.
Oh yeah, if you get abused.
I'm sure there's
No, but
some
I thought like
background
if
to
you
it.
get abused, I don't know. Doesn't it manifest in like also abusing, or is like
Well,
child
that's-
porn
that's
like a
abusing.
part of abusing? Yeah.
Because if you're ingesting child porn, someone's abusing that
Ingesting.
child.
No, but yeah.
you want the power.
It's power too, probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gotta
for
be.
sure. There's so many.
But,
I
like,
mean,
how
yeah,
do
you
you-
can't
how
just
do you-
like this is what it is. It's like a
Right.
million.
There's-
But
things.
like, how do you
There's-
lack power that badly?
You just do, man.
Damn.
Like, what causes you to be like that self-loathing that you're like, I need the power
You're
over something that literally can't
Probably
defend itself.
alone, and you just
Maybe-
get in your own head, and
You
you're
had
just
bad-
like
yeah.
alone for too long.
And you have bad parents.
And you had
Yeah.
because like you don't have anywhere else to talk. Like
You have no
That
one
could
to
be.
love,
Yeah.
maybe.
yeah,
It's so
You're in
crazy.
an abusive relationship.
or like maybe some people are just fucked up. Right?
It's def- that could be
Or
too.
you're just born and
There's
you're just
definitely a
like
percentage of that,
you come
yeah.
out and you're
Lack
fucked
of-
up.
There's
You're King
definitely a
Joffrey. Like some people are just fucked up.
Well, Joffrey is a child of incest, though.
Right,
So
that's what I'm
why.
saying, dude. So I mean, but like
That's true. Like,
that just
I can't say that doesn't happen.
Incest makes that more likely. It's not impossible for that to happen elsewhere.
That's true. That's true.
Of all the places that did actually explain this well, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia literally said it is a power thing because they had that episode where the gym teacher got found out for child porn.
Yeah.
And then Mac was like trying to get in on it and
Right.
like see if he was like the reason he was.
Yeah. That show's really funny.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
fucking
great show.
That show
I
really
love
breaks that
Sunny.
shit down.
They took it off Netflix though,
They
right?
did, yeah. It's on Hulu now
Oh
because
my
they
God.
own it or something.
Hulu?
Remind me.
Someone who's
Yeah,
involved
it's
with
on
Hulu owns
Owns it.
Sunny, so they put it over there.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
Well, I'm on Hulu.
So it's there. You just gotta fucking you gotta
Fuck,
you gotta move.
man.
We out.
Animaniacs had the same
Did you
thing.
guys watch Glenn's new show? Glenn Howerton?
No, what is it?
Plays Dennis.
Glenn, like you're
Yeah.
on a first name basis. You watch
Yeah,
Glenn's
me
show?
and Glenn, we just hang out sometimes.
Like, get out of here.
I love how we went from
I
a
didn't
very
wanna say
serious
Dennis.
topic of child porn to fucking go to fucking just
Yeah,
comedy
man, that's
shows.
just where that's where it's
That's
at. That's
how
where
it
your
goes.
brain.
I
If you
feel
wanna
I
stay
need
on
to
child
point
porn,
that
we
out.
can stay on child porn.
feel the need.
I feel a need to be like we're moving
that
past
topic
this.
didn't have enough closure.
Yeah, we need to
It
move
didn't-
past.
it didn't
It's
get the
bad.
respect
We
it
can go back.
deserved.
No, I don't want to go back.
Okay.
No, I'm glad where we ended up. Yeah, what the
Okay.
fuck, Tom? Bringing us back there.
It's Counter-Strike. I want to close it out.
No, Glenn
Hilarious.
who plays Dennis. Glenn who
Okay.
plays
Yeah,
Dennis.
Glenn. Your boy Glenn.
Your boy Glenn.
It's
Yeah,
your boy
you know.
Glenn.
Shout out to Glenn.
We hang out sometimes.
Hang with Glenn, live in Glenn.
He has a new show where the premise is basically Dennis becomes a substitute teacher. And it's
That's amazing. What's the name of the show?
AP Bio.
That's a good name for a show.
Bio.
That's a good smooth name for a show. I like that.
Quality
It's
show
like
name.
Dennis's character. It's Dennis. Like
That's awesome.
Let's not get around it. It's Dennis. Dennis basically comes in and he gets hired to be like a substitute teacher for this AP Bio class, even though he's like supposedly like a former Harvard professor or some shit, and he's just like this alcoholic, degenerate piece of shit, just like Dennis.
I was gonna say what you.
Makes sense.
What's it on? And I've never seen
It's
this.
NBC.
It's
just
a
came
show?
out.
Oh, it just came out. Okay,
Yeah,
I've
it's
literally
like a
never
couple
seen
weeks
anything
ago.
for it. That sounds
a couple
pretty
weeks
great.
ago, I think. But
Is Sunny still going?
No, it is.
Yeah.
What? In season 11, 12?
12 is done.
Is it still good or does it need to die?
No, 12's pretty good. I like that.
Okay, because there are some shows that like just go on for too long.
There's a
and it's
million.
Yeah.
Most shows go on.
And there's so many shows that stop too early. Young Justice,
I know.
I hear you.
Real.
I see you.
Wait, Young
Yeah, you're
Justice-
right.
Young Justice
It's not
stopped?
most, but
Young
a
Justice
lot.
stopped years ago.
God.
There's 2 seasons. The second season ends on a cliffhanger.
That's
Shit,
brutal.
Sense8 too, and then Netflix canceled.
They're bringing it back. And
They're bringing it
back
back as a
Sense8?
movie.
No, they're bringing back Young Justice. I don't
That's
know.
what they did for Firefly.
I don't even know. What do you? What
I never
show
watched
is it?
Firefly.
Sense8?
I knew,
Oh
I don't know what
my
that is.
I
god!
knew it was
I
like
mean, the movie was good. It's just like,
Yeah.
there was so much to be developed here.
yeah.
Sense8 is a Netflix
There was
original.
nothing the movie could have done.
And
to wrap up
basically,
Firefly.
it's like 8 people from around the world are like mentally connected. So
Yeah.
like they'll see things that the other 8 are seeing, or they'll like feel them or whatever. And
That's
like,
cool.
It's a whole show based on that. And like them meeting.
what's it called?
Sense8.
Sense8.
It was really good. I got really invested in it, and then at the end of the first season, they canceled it.
Damn.
But they're bringing it back as a movie.
Alright,
But that's not gonna
Weren't they calling it
Yeah.
like the sense? What were they calling like the ability or whatever? You know,
because they were like senses.
Is that not the sense?
And there were
Senses.
8 of them. There were 8 of them, so it's
Right.
called Sense8. It's like a
Speaking of weird ability names, The Shining. You've seen that movie, right?
yeah.
Oh my god, that's like one of the first movies I remember watching by myself.
Oh, weird. That's a weird one.
Yeah.
That's a solid. That's a
I was
solid
like 6 or
first
7
go
when
at
I
it.
watched
But
The
yeah,
Shining.
like, I had to,
it
like-
just definitely scarred
I had to
my
like
life.
read
the
into
key
the
now
lore
for
to be
film.
like what the fuck The Shining
Explains
was.
a
Like they
lot.
briefly describe it in that conversation in
Yeah,
the
with
kitchen.
the guy. Yeah.
But like that's not like
Why,
the
what
fact
is
that they
it?
have like a connection. It's like a psychic, like basically psychic.
Yeah.
Here's
And they're
Johnny.
gonna make a second one based on the second book.
What?
Oh, there's a
Now?
book?
Yeah,
What happens
the
in that one?
I have no idea.
I hope they don't do too much with it, because I hate when like they bring back these old movies and they try to be all fancy with their
There's a
frou-frou
literal
effects.
second book to this series
Frou-frou.
to The Shining.
I had
So
no
they're
idea.
yeah, they're basing.
Wow,
It came out in
that's what
2013 or something. It came out real recently.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. Something with Dream Kings or something. I forget. But because it doesn't have a name that has something to do with The Shining. It's
Yeah.
like something with dreams or something. It's like
Dreams.
yeah, but it looks fucking. I don't
Like
know.
that movie's full of dreams.
It'll be
Get
interesting to
outta
see where it all
here.
goes. Because I like The Shining, and obviously you can't have fucking Kubrick direct it because he's dead.
Yeah.
That guy was crazy good.
yeah.
He
Oh
was
yeah.
so fucking good.
Shit, man.
What was also really good, and I mean, I'm like, I don't know, maybe 70 years late to this. Monty Python, so good.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Years late to this.
I mean, I've like,
that.
Oh, it's funny.
I liked like Holy Grail in high school, but
Yeah.
like I recently watched the first time Life of Brian.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy
yeah.
shit, what a show!
It's great,
Or what a
right?
movie,
They're
rather.
so funny.
I need to watch
Jesus.
Flying Circus all the way through, but
Yeah. Where is
Yeah.
that? Is that? somewhere
actually,
besides
Life of
Seven
Brian,
Seas?
Life of Brian for sure you can find on YouTube,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is weird
That is weird.
because like if you look
probably
up
They
like
just not care.
public
They're
domain
just
at
like
this point.
whatever.
there are like the not edited. Like there's the part where like you see like dick and you see vagina in this fucking movie, and
What?
it's on YouTube. I'm hoping I don't blow this fucking movie
Yo.
spot up, but like it's fucking
There's
there.
a subreddit. There's a subreddit for boobs on YouTube. It's great, man.
Is that?
Or like nudity on YouTube. I don't know what
That's
it's called, but
amazing.
it's so funny.
I watched
It's just like
it on
medical
YouTube.
videos or like milking.
Oh,
it's like
right,
it's like
yeah,
like
yeah.
shit that like you like actually
You
can
can,
stay up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I watched
amazing.
Or
it
like you know
on,
the odd thing that gets
Right,
removed as
yeah.
soon as it gets up on the subreddit.
That's
I watched
so
it
funny.
on YouTube.
The new one or the old one?
The old
Oh,
one.
the old one. Okay, word.
Like
Oh,
me
the
and my
whole thing?
cousin, we like sat in my room and like all day and just watched it, and it was like in 16 parts on YouTube. So like it would like cut, and then like you'd watch a commercial, and then it'd go back to the movie.
Oh my god, that's so painful.
God, it
I
was
can't stand
painful.
advertisements.
No, Life of Brian is 100% the whole thing, one chunk right there. It's so
What
weird.
is the plot? Because like
So there's a guy who's born, and he's the Messiah. His name is Brian, but his mother's kind of a jerk. So the three wise men go over to Jesus and give him the shit. And so Jesus and Brian live parallel lives where Brian's the actual Messiah. But no one really knows
Jesus gets all the cred.
But Jesus over there getting all the credit and stuff, and they
because
play
his
with
mom sucked less, basically.
Yeah, so they play like these little jokes where it's like he's doing the Sermon on the Mount, and the people in the back are like, "What is he saying? I can't hear him." Like, who's going to inherit the earth? And like they like do shit like that. But like, yeah, it's really fucking funny. Oh my god, it was so good.
Oh my god, I'd watch that.
And I want to watch more of the shit now.
Yeah,
but it's on YouTube, man.
It certainly is.
Yeah,
like,
they have so much of
you can't rent it. You have to buy it for $15 or watch it for free on YouTube. Like,
shit, we gotta watch it before you post this podcast because I don't want to make you jack up the prices. But
they're looking out for what's up.
Siri's probably listening.
Audience is up in YouTube's higher ups, just ready to go get the band
ready to pull the plug.
Nah, not even our phones. Siri's listening.
Oh, true. Damn the
Shit,
FBI.
they're always listening.
Hi, FBI.
But yeah, like I really want to try to do more fucking like a sketch show. I think that idea you had, we should lean into that.
What was the idea that you had?
Doing a sketch show.
But yeah, like what's the gag? What is it?
What do you mean? What's the
gag?
gag?
It's a sketch show.
I know, but like, what's your angle? Like, what are you going for? Are you going for like a Mad TV type of thing? Are you going for like a darker thing? Like, what's your?
Do sketch shows have themes?
I have no idea.
I don't know. What's your vibe? I just
probably Robot Chicken, honestly.
Yeah, Robot Chicken vibe.
Okay.
That's definitely us.
That's us.
I fuck with that. I like Robot Chicken.
But yeah, I think that's something we should lean into more.
Yeah,
because I was looking into them and I was like, oh, I like this a lot. I feel like we have a lot of dumb ideas.
I know. So if I just write them down, you could probably.
Like put them in your Google Calendar, Mikey.
We should just Google
ideas in my Google Calendar.
No, we're gonna meet
like a notepad. I mean,
oh no, we should just scroll up the text conversations we have because they're all in there.
Take your meeting notes in Google Drive, like organize your life.
Yeah, I think that's working to our strengths.
Yeah, our strengths are like
because that's
lack of attention.
Yeah. Would you film them or would you just do it live?
Film them definitely.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Tom's a. Well, no, I think what I like about this. What's this new thing you like? This new hip band you're into?
Oh, Pale Waves.
Pale Waves.
You don't know their name by now.
What I like about them is that there's like 4 official songs, but like you can go see their live shows for the real content. Dude, live shows are great.
Okay, here's the thing. You're not wrong. But I don't know how much I literally feel like I have this conversation with you every time.
I know, but I don't know how to continue. No, I think I need to beat into you that it's the same deal with like live music and live theater are analogous, and I don't think you. That Peter doesn't think so either.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. You people are all ridiculous.
See, here's the thing, though. And you clearly don't listen to the show, because I had, in my last solo episode, I was mulling over this idea.
I don't listen to these solo episodes.
I was mulling over the idea of why do I think live music is fine, but live theater's bullshit.
Listen, I'm ready.
Don't even say that word. How dare you describe live theater as bullshit?
So, I mean, maybe I've never seen good live theater, but it's almost always bad.
Tom, we are on the same page. We are on the same page. I hate theater. Wow. I love live concerts, but I still go to fucking Mike's Place because I love him and I support him.
What the hell, man?
And sometimes Ed.
Hang on. But why?
Sometimes.
Shit.
But hang on. But why do you like? I also agree with you. Why do you think that is? That live music means more to us than live theater does.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, here's the thing. Backstory for everyone who doesn't know.
I'm so ashamed.
I was raised with siblings who were 6 and 9 years older than me, respectively, both of which were into theater.
Okay.
And consistently had like performances, rehearsals, everything. The whole 9 yards. They were always in theater somehow. And I got dragged to every single goddamn one, and I got sick of it. Right?
Okay.
And so I was like, fuck this. I hate theater. I hate it so much. And then I never wanted anything to do with it. Mike shows up in my life and he's like, oh, I'm a theater.
Okay, but the thing is like, you're not approaching it with an open mind at all. You had a
I'm not.
No, because I did the same thing with stand-up comedy, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, because, all right, so like, I'm from New York and like walking through Times Square is awful because like, it's just like, hey, want to see a comedy show? And like, I don't want to see a comedy show. I'm not a tourist. I'm just trying to get on the 7 train and like get out of my face. So I just resented stand-up comedy and like wouldn't see it. Mike would try to put on a special, I wouldn't watch it. Like I refused.
What comedy?
But then I actually went to a show.
And it was good, right?
And because I started opening my mind to it, and you're just like, oh well, like I had to go to all these shows when I was little. My life is hard, so I hate theater.
God, fuck off. So then,
but like that's how you sound right now. You can't even argue. That's how you sound.
It's ironically helped me because now I can go to shows and I'll have this now critical eye of things, where rather than going as like someone who does nothing, no context whatsoever.
He gives me good advice.
Yeah,
but I don't think you hate it.
He's a fair critiquer. He'll come in and
I don't think you hate it because you've sat with me.
Right?
Yeah, no, I agree.
You've sat with me and laughed. We've talked about the show like in full detail.
No, I don't genuinely hate it anymore, but like I think it's given me like this unique perspective where I can just like go to a show and like having a negative mindset is like somehow helpful, because then you can be like, oh, let's find the flaws in this so that I can tell the.
It was nice
because I can literally tell the lead actor what's wrong. Because he's my roommate, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Comedy Cellar is the big place in New York for comedy. It's like the Comedy Store, but in New York City.
Comedy Cellar.
Yeah. That's where Louis C.K. does most of his work and stuff. Like,
is he working right now?
I don't think so, no. No, he's in a lot of trouble. He's in a lot of trouble.
I'll water that fella.
Yeah, he's on that list.
I hate to be on the controversial opinions list, but like...
Oh, God. Wait,
Tom, why did you not like live theater?
Okay, so I think it is an inferior medium to film.
Same. I agree with you. I totally.
I'm not trying. I want to have I want my opinion to be different. So I'm gonna tell you my opinion. I want it to change.
I totally agree with you. These two don't, but I totally agree with you.
So I think theater is an inferior.
Well, I just have to think about it because I don't even know if I can convince you.
I think theater is an inferior medium where it is. I understand the idea of live bodies and the person being there and breathing, but the performance is in theater. So in film, you're allowed to be small. You're allowed to whisper. You're allowed to be quieter. You're allowed to have smaller moments. I'm a much more smaller, quieter person. I don't prefer things that are explosive and loud. When theater is performed, it is big and loud, and you speak to the crowd, and you shout a lot, and you're overacting. What would be in film, overacting, is considered standard for theater, and I think that is detrimental to a lot of things. And a lot of times when you're doing theater, like it's a lot of comedy shows, it might work out. I'll get to you in the crowd.
Our panel.
Yeah, our panel. I don't think that the actual general structure of like what an actor is trying to perform. Like, so I love a lot of silent film, and a lot of silent film came from stage actors. They didn't understand what film was. So you watch a lot of it, and you see a lot of expressive actions and a lot of expressive motions. That is important in silent film because there is no dialogue, so you have to do that to express what is happening. So I think you'd be very good in silent film, which is why I want to work in silent film with Mike. But when it becomes where we are now in film, theater has stayed stagnant for what seems like forever in terms of like their acting skill and what is happening. And like production value is never blown me away. I've seen a few Broadway shows. I'm like, well, that was neat that they were able to pull that off. Okay. But what you can pull off in film is far more cool. And like, I think camera work is far more cooler than just like, I can just see everything. And this guy's being an asshole over on the right, but the people on the left are talking. Like, I don't actually, like, that doesn't actually affect me in any way. So I think theater is just inferior and has not evolved in a way that is working towards modern day.
Yeah, I
Peter
absolutely agree
in the crowd.
That. In the crowd, peanut gallery opinion here. I agree with you. And to add to that, the other thing too is you have to consider the artist's vision, because when you're talking artist vision, you have live theater, which is the artist's vision to an extent, but when it's in a film, it is literally perfected.
Right, you take the perfect take.
You literally have the perfect take that you can take 300,000 times and get the right exact thing that the author wants.
Well, yeah, but
that is the perfect interpretation.
Well, that
argument I have dialed back on because I
that
think
lines up. That's completely analogous with live music and live theater. Like new and exciting things can happen live.
So that
don't happen on the recording.
That was my original argument, and I've dialed back on that upon reflection, because when we were talking a while back, not even on the show, we were talking, and you were like, why do you think live music's okay? And I was like, I don't have an answer for that. So I thought about it, and I think that is not necessarily perfect, because even I like improvised stuff in film. And so like I don't think the necessarily perfect vision of the author is exactly what I want. I just think the performance structure and the general design concept of theater with large characters, large acting, a lot of shouting, which, to be fair, you have to because you're in a fucking giant room.
Right. I don't think you've seen enough.
I've never seen
like
what you would call.
I don't think you've seen
good
enough like
theater,
contemporary theater. Yeah, good theater. Like you. Okay, so Ann, do you remember You Are Now Here, You Are Nowhere?
Yes.
That's the kind of shit.
That was amazing.
That would like blow you away.
Oh my
I really
God.
think I want to see some avant-garde theater.
Yeah. Okay.
Really
Do you know the MPAC in Troy?
No.
That's where it is. Okay, it's like a part of RPI. They've got like, okay, so...
They have like
I'm going to try to walk
multi-million-dollar art building.
Because side thing, I thought I would be more interested in avant-garde theater, and then you did your version. What was that thing called?
What?
The thing you did with Shane?
Oh, Endgame.
Endgame.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
No.
But here's it's different. It's not that. That's like an older avant-garde piece. So that when that came out, people were losing their fucking minds.
Okay.
Like that was like they had dared present to me something without a plot. What is this? You know, mustache twirling. Like it's it was.
I personally hated that. It was one of the
No,
most
I
passionate.
that one actually.
I love that one.
If it was just you two, I think I'd have been more into it. It was the two side characters. I was like, why are you? Why
the trash can people?
They were literally trash cans. That was garbage. Why was that here? I don't need this.
Trash cans.
Like it was similar to The Last Jedi, where I'm like, why is everyone being funny? Like, what is with this? I'd rather these two people try to like.
Be real.
Almost character studies of like these two different people and how they're interacting with each other. Sure, that's really hard for the
Wasn't
set
it
you
good
guys had.
though? I thought we did really good.
I thought because I think you and Shane are good actors. Maybe those two could have been better performers, and I don't think that would have added to it. But
I think if you're just to the point of like you have to overact on stage. I don't think that's true. I think if you're good, you can be loud and like a subtle actor.
I've never seen it.
Damn.
They literally tell you not to overact in theater.
Yeah, I disagree.
Overacting in theater and overacting on screen are vastly different things.
Yeah.
And what would be overacting in theater or after overacting on the screen, a Nicolas Cage, for example, which because you call him a meme, we all enjoy him, but he's clearly overacting and he's good. He's chewing the scenery and he's enjoying his time. I actually love him for that. But that is every theater actor, where they're just, oh my god, and they're just doing all this shit, and it's not entertaining.
I'm trying to think of who's like a subtle theater actor that we know.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead,
for a
Pete.
second? The other thing too about Endgame specifically is context matters, because we had this discussion as well. I saw that the play, and I had your explanation of the entire like plot and everything in the synopsis.
Yeah,
I also did have that as well.
Did I run you through it a little?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. I was gonna say, because that changed my entire perception of the thing completely.
Did it help or did it hurt?
It helped.
Okay.
Because without it, I would have just fucking hated it.
Yeah, I think understanding its historical context helps, and like sort of everything.
I don't know.
My problem with Endgame is how difficult it is to enjoy on a first watch.
See, I like I like the challenging though. I like that.
I mean, I like challenging, but like it just seems inaccessible to me.
I like the inaccessible.
I saw it like 6 times, like every time.
But no, I think it's like
I try to break down the plot of Kingdom Hearts. I consider myself a Kingdom Hearts scholar.
I think
I think Kingdom Hearts is trying. Endgame like wasn't going for a thing.
But I like the
there wasn't like it's trying.
I like
to make
that.
It.
I don't mind the impenetrable.
That is
Tom,
fun about it.
I want to say, if I ever need a scholar on Kingdom Hearts lore, it will be you.
All right, good.
The deepest lore.
Because I know a lot. And honestly, side note, anyone who claims to be a fan of the series and then talk shit about it in any way, like, fuck you. I literally go fuck yourself. I'm so tired of this, where people are like, oh, well, this game doesn't matter. Fuck you, they all matter. There are 10 of them, and you have to you have to very much concern with yourself with all of them.
You're a disgusting person.
I hate that. There are people who are like, oh, like... I'm not gonna get specific with it, but there's a person that was on a show that was claimed and is considered a high quality like Kingdom Hearts lore expert, and was telling people to disregard Street Fighter 2.
Damn.
We need to have a conversation.
Why don't you get them on the
They're way
air.
too big, and they're way too they're way bigger than I am. But
Tom makes me want to like never say I'm a fan of anything ever in my entire life.
Tom's
don't
big into
you-
gatekeeping.
Don't you
Tom's
dare.
big like you can't be a fan of this.
Don't you dare say you're a fan
because
of
I'm so
Pokemon. Do not say you're a fan of Pokemon.
No, you
Tom
can say
will
you're a
come
fan.
for your life.
Come for your
life and your
life.
kids,
Let me-
your everything.
You won't keep this game. You can't like the things he does. Okay.
turn your mic off. I'm gonna defend myself. You can be a fan of Pokemon.
No, I mean you're right because you know everything about Pokemon. But still.
Don't try to tell me how mechanics work, because that's absurd.
That's fair.
That's all I'm asking.
You can be a fan,
like
but
all you
don't,
want,
like, fuck
all you want about it. But if you're gonna tell me that bikes don't hatch eggs, we're gonna have a problem.
I'm a big ass problem.
What the fuck
Tom's
are you
gonna give it to
talking
you,
about?
man.
Like why? Like you're literally just like it's the confidence that's clearly wrong. And I can't stand that about shit.
Yeah, I feel that.
There are 3 things I can't stand: confidence when you're just making shit up, talking shit about Kingdom Hearts when you claim to like it, and Final Fantasy 13, the entirety of it. I don't even know why. I don't know why I beat that game. It hurts me to my core to hear people even talk neutral about it. I can't do it. It actually...
Those are the only three things in life that you don't like?
Those 3 things will make me contemplate either quitting your podcast that I'm listening to or want to have a real fucking good argument because I can't understand it. It literally... Talking even neutral about Final Fantasy 13 makes me physically ill. I am actively in pain hearing people go, it wasn't that bad. It's so painful. I have never... I hate that
You're hurting him, guys.
I hate
don't
that game
like it
so much.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, don't hurt him now.
I cannot even believe I beat that game.
Which one is it? 13?
Final Fantasy 13.
You had to.
I had to. If someone is like, lightning's not bad, oh my god, we have a problem. We have a problem. She's all. She is literally says nothing personal when you win a battle. That is literally one of her victory quotes.
Nothing personal.
That is literally one of her victory quotes. It's nothing personal.
She's kind of hot though.
Oh, I want to fucking kill you right now. I'm gonna stop myself, but oh my god, I hate lightning so much.
No.
The only redeeming quality is she punched Snow in the face once. There are 3 games about this chick! Technically only 2. I guess Sarah's the protagonist of the second one, but whatever.
Bayonetta?
Dude, can we talk about Bayonetta?
What were we talking about? Theater? Fuck that. No, we'll talk about Bayonetta in a second.
Theater's great.
I want to like theater. Let's back this out of the pack.
I want you to like theater too, but I guess I have to do better. I just have to do better for you, Tom.
I honestly wish that he went to you are nowhere, you are now here.
You are nowhere. It was spelled like
I
you
think
are
you would've
nowhere,
liked
you are
that.
now here, but like it was all the letters were
One
together,
word.
so you couldn't tell which one it was. Okay, so basically it was a guy that it was just this disjointed, like the lights would go off, he'd be in a different part of the room, lights would go on, like...
So, let me start. So, there were multiple stages?
No, there's just one.
One stage.
One
So
stage, the lights would go
basically-
off and they would move?
Sorry, yeah, let me
like-
I gotta set the scene.
Set
In
the
the black
scene, set the
box,
scene.
there's a white projector screen in the back. How many rows?
There's about, I would say, 6, maybe 7 max.
Hang on.
6, maybe 7 max.
Take this with you. Okay.
I would say
So
there's
that's
about,
the kind of thing...
what, 50
Wait.
seats? 40, 50
Okay.
seats
40,
in a
50
theater?
seats. And it's
Tiny
the kind of thing
theater.
you don't have to overact in. Like a black box. So
Okay.
it's very small, and it was... What would you describe, the content as?
Time and physics, right?
Yeah, he was going into,
space?
Yeah, the sort of things, that, God, he was, explaining science things and, it sounded like a very desperate presentation. Like, he was really trying to talk to you, but he was getting cut out and in and out, and then eventually... So
basically,
you have to help me. It's so complicated.
I don't even know how to describe it, but yeah, basically what he was saying, very in and out, and he, comes to this weird realization, and then all of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of crazy flickering lights, and then there's another one of him. And it's like a mirror. You realize that the backdrop is just a mirror.
And there's another audience.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
What?
You think
Yeah,
it's a
there
mirror
is.
because you see him going back and forth or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then the other guy does something different, and then you realize, wait a second.
Oh,
There's another audience.
Yeah. It sets it up as a mirror.
Whoa.
You really think it's a mirror, and because there's an audience set up. There's another guy, and that's because it's just box, 2 lights, and they have an identical setup over there, and they play it like a mirror at first, and then they break. The movements are disjuncted. The reflection does something different.
That's dope.
It's fucking incredible.
And then so I was on the side of the people, the hidden audience.
The doppelganger audience. She was in the doppelganger audience.
She's a fake.
All of our theater friends were like, hey, they need people to be in this doppelganger audience for this thing. Like don't tell anyone what it is, because that's the big. Oh, geez, I hope major spoilers for that. I don't know if that's going anywhere. I don't know.
It's been traveling for a couple of years.
Put it in the intro that there's major spoilers. Seriously, I don't know.
Yeah.
Then you see on the other side, the people realizing, wait a second, that's not my reflection.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Us over here are moving around to see if the person over there moves around. Who is that? And then eventually, somehow the narrative makes it so that you all get up out of your seats and switch sides. And then you have the other the reflection guy is your main character now. The thing goes back up and
That's cool as hell.
And I think that they might switch back or something.
So basically, they switch, the guys do some more things, and the curtain goes up. He has this whole, like, intense monologue, and he's just, like, distraught, having this, like, crazy monologue, panicking, and then the curtain drops, and the audience is gone.
Like the other audience,
The other audience is,
it's
like,
fucking,
really
and
gone.
it's like, it's just...
I can't even,
it's like, it was like the most incredible thing. It's just the kind of thing you have to see.
That's the kind of thing that
that's what you would like.
Utilizes the medium.
Utilizes the medium of theater, yes.
Okay.
And see, that's what you're not seeing because nobody's really doing it.
No one does that.
You gotta come to Impact. Impact does a lot of shows like that.
Impact does things like that.
That's what I'm saying when I'm saying that theater hasn't progressed in its medium. It is still performing as you sit down and you watch what's in front of you. You're not utilizing the fact that you're a live
that you're
here.
Live
thing.
You can be a part
utilizing
of it.
the show.
Absolutely
utilizing the room.
Immersive.
I'm absolutely with you.
My next question, before you started talking, my question was: are there like 8 stages? Like, are they they turn it down and then it just starts up and there's another part of the room that you're performing in? You have to go look towards another part of the room. That was going to be my thought. That's where this was going.
And honestly, I think that's sort of our Wilkem's players thing. We're like trying, like this is like the medium of theater. We're looking you in the eye and we're like trying to get you to sing. And we're like, we're like playing pretend, and you understand that we're in a park and we're dressed in costumes.
Because if
nobody talks like this, let's have some fun. And
because if I'm going to sit down and watch something in front of me, it's going to be a movie.
Right.
Why would I do that with a theater performance?
Because we're going to come out here and we're going to try to like.
You sit outside. We're
trying to have a party.
You literally grab a blanket. You sit outside. And, like, grab a beer, and you just watch a show.
And you sing, and, like, you just get into it.
They sing with you, they bring you up on stage, you dance, like...
Yes.
Like, go ahead.
The other thing
Peter
too,
in the crowd.
Thank you. The other thing, too, I've said this for literally, like, every single play you've been in. Every single time, the problem that I have most with whatever play you're in is that you've been excellent at acting.
Oh, stop, Peter, stop.
And the playwriting has been garbage.
Dude, that's atrocious for you to say that because I've been in
12th Night?
I've been in
I didn't like 12th Night.
The Glass Menagerie.
I didn't like that. You were great, but
dude, the Glass Menagerie is like
the painting.
Perfectly. Okay, yeah. How do you not love the brilliant?
Honestly, the painting is the one thing I actually like that you did. Until the Nazi showed up.
You want to know why? It's because I was in it.
Until the Nazi character showed up.
I popped out of the ground and I danced.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is probably just due to the fact that they were poor actors.
No, the second.
But every single play I've seen with
the
Mike
revival
has
was
been.
dope.
I never saw that.
That's what he said.
The festival revival was like the perfect. It was a perfectly concise 90 minutes.
Like we made a lot of necessary cuts out of.
Yeah, Krista wanted to cut it more. I was talking to Krista Dennis. Shout out to Krista Dennis, trained clown. She was saying, "Oh, I wanted to cut it more." Like she had so many. She was just very into what it was, and she just had like ideas.
Like if I could watch,
if I
could just watch you and Julia do clown stuff for an hour and a half,
yeah,
I would do that.
Oh,
but the fact that
she's so great.
Shout out to Julia,
trained clown.
But the fact that was she actually a trained clown?
Like I mean, whatever training we did there was
okay.
I guess
because I wouldn't say I'm a trained, so I wouldn't say she is either because I think that's both of our
right. But like I wouldn't like the fact that you had to add this antagonist that was perhaps just terrible at acting. And was really fucking bad and trying real hard to be funny in any way when failing dramatically horribly.
What? Why are you giving us?
I'm just saying.
Look. Also, a couple choices in music, like the Marilyn Manson.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. No, you're right. You're right.
The Marilyn Manson and the.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Marilyn Manson. I like that version of that song. But why is that here right now?
Okay. Wait.
It was the
puppets.
People listening. It was the Marilyn Manson. This is Halloween. Go ahead, Ange.
The freaking puppets, the cat and mouse.
There was cat and mouse puppets that were terrible.
That was me.
Ange had to do it. She's short.
I'm too short. I like
it was a puppet from way up high.
Hey, break it down.
Sorry. I'm just like very passionate about this freaking. Okay, so let me set the scene. So basically, what's going on is like. I can't even like summarize this play because this is just like
I've done this enough times.
I know, but it's just like
I know. Do you want me to just lay it on them? Okay,
yes.
So there's a couple of servants in a French chateau during World War II, just like hanging around, bumming around, doing servant stuff, and a package arrives at their door, and they open it up, and it's the Mona Lisa because there was a period of time where like nobody actually knew where the Mona Lisa was. It was just sort of drifting around between chateaus in France. And so this is like an imagining of like clown servants finding it and goofy things happening, and then Nazis show up to come and get it.
So basically, there's this whole cat and mouse chase number.
Nazi cats, servant mice chase number. I mean, it's not a number.
And
it's just
the interlude, it's like Marilyn Manson's "This Is Halloween," and there's like a puppet thing where we like with like a cat and mouse, you know, like cat chasing the mouse, mouse chasing the cat, whatever.
Yeah, just like a brief puppet show while we were, you know, just like sweating and dying in the backstage or whatever.
So it was
I don't know
me.
what was happening.
Me and one other dancer, but we couldn't get the puppet, because we had to get the puppet up in front of a curtain in between two wood walls. But like the puppet stick was so big that we couldn't get it up, so we'd like fight to get it up. And I wasn't tall enough to like reach it, so I was like, ugh.
It's fun though.
It was a mess. Sometimes,
it was a mess, but
sometimes
it was the
I just need to like
amusing mess I've ever been a part of.
I just look back at it and laugh. I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad.
Like, that's borderline like Three Stooges, like two clowns finding an artifact.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude!
Like that's way better. Yeah,
you know, don't appreciate it. Make
no,
like,
I think that. Yeah, I think
cut it up to hide it in a drawer, and it doesn't fit anyway. Oh god, that was so funny.
That stuff way better than like you didn't need an antagonist because the antagonist was
us fucking it up.
You're fucking up. Your actions become the antagonist. Yeah. So like I like. If you guys were just doing clown things, I think that'd be far more entertaining than...
Clown things are the best.
But, you know, we briefly talked about...
Part 2?
Did you bring that up, like, working at all in any way with her?
Well, you guys did the pigeon.
She's writing a screenplay, and we did do the pigeon.
She's writing a screenplay?
Yeah, about,
What?
what is it about? Scary County.
Oh, word.
What about it?
What is she doing?
Literally, what's going on
She,
there?
like, grew up there, so it's, like,
Who did?
vignettes.
Who did?
Julia. My
Damn,
compatriot.
She's from Harry?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not far from here, but she's far from here.
Yeah, but she's living in Queens right now.
Right.
She's not far, but she's far from here.
Yeah, shout out to Julia.
Bumfuck nowhere.
But yeah, so that's
okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so kind of interesting.
Good for her.
And yes, we've just been talking about doing something.
Because I think both of you understand what you're doing in a way that most people don't.
I don't think we do understand, but we do it.
But like you doing it, I feel like is like we were talking about this last time. Doing it is primarily the process. You know, it's like
yeah.
I was thinking about this in the car ride home today. Christina P, the comedian. Have you listened to your mom's shows yet?
No, I haven't.
Take care of that.
We'll do.
She didn't have her first special until 14 years into doing it. Like, it's just sticking out with it. If you're interested in anything, just keep doing it. Even if it is 14 years later, eventually it's going to work out. Eventually it's going to completely blossom into the thing you exactly want.
If you're good. Happen.
Not even that. You become good by doing it.
Oh, that's true.
There is no such thing as fucking talent. It is all fucking skill.
Oh, that's not true.
That's a lie.
That's 100% a lie.
No,
Holy
it's not.
Shit.
Yes.
Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead and give me a fucking defense. There's actually talent, and it's not just skill.
Acting.
You can learn something faster.
No.
You can learn something faster than someone else, but if you had infinite time, you would equally end up at the same place.
I think
if you think that's not the case, you are actually delusional.
No, I think there are people who are incapable of acting. They just can't. You put them in front of people, and they just cannot function. Like when they have to, you know what I'm saying?
If you have like a disability, maybe.
I'm not saying a disability, but like, you don't think so, Ange? You think anyone can act?
I'm with you. Like
well,
some people, like I feel like in some cases you either got it or you don't. You have to have that personality for it. Some people are just naturally more shy and reserved. And
that's why there's like a theater person
stage.
stereotype because it takes a certain personality. There's a level of like
I disagree
exuberant
so much.
I think so.
No, I don't think so at all.
I think it's more prevalent with music. Honestly, because like you can, learn how to play every single instrument, but not have a fucking like hint of musical talent.
Right, you could just be technically skilled, but not musically. Like you're
if you
good
had
at the science
time,
of it.
You could literally learn anything. I swear to Christ, you can learn anything.
Well, you could learn anything, but it doesn't
But I think
mean you're a master.
creativity is. I don't know if it's entirely learnable.
I'll put it in music terms. I absolutely believe this. I'm on Mike's side here. Like, I am not musically skilled to the level of, fucking Joe Satriani or Van Halen or whatever. Like, I'm like intermediate at best.
Right.
But I think that talent is the only thing driving me at all because I have a knack for like songwriting. That's the only reason that I can do anything.
No, that's a passion for songwriting.
That's also a passion.
That's not. There's no such thing as talent. It does not exist. It is literally a crutch that people lean on.
What is the definition of talent?
There doesn't exist. There's no definition because it doesn't exist.
But if you Google,
that is a person who has a knack for it so
that's
quickly.
Talent, dog.
It's not talent. There's no such thing. You are more quickly to develop that skill.
I think that's...
There is talent only gets you so far. The skill that you are developing over time gets you to the top. There is no such thing as fucking talent. Damn. It is the talent. If you want a definition of talent, all it fucking is your baseline.
But
that's it.
I think it's how naturally it comes to you. No,
you just start. You just start at a different level than other people. That's the extent of talent.
I think
there's no such thing as talent.
No, I think there's caps. Okay. Well, some people. Okay. So if you have infinite time, you could like get to any level of skill, yeah. Mm-hmm. But some people develop so slowly that they will never get to the level of skill.
They're not thinking about it correctly. You're stuck in a rut, and you're not thinking about it in the way that allows you to develop that next level. I can't tell you. All right, there's
no natural knack. It's just your mindset.
Correct, 100%.
I think there's natural knacks for things.
No,
for sure. I think there were child prodigy.
The only way I would give that to you is your base level. Your base level is higher than other people.
Which means that
also potentially too, I would argue that doesn't exist, and it is just levels of genius levels. So you have the child prodigy; they are actually a genius, and they just happen to be a naturally more intelligent person than someone else, and that's how they go further than that. But at any point, you could grow. Can you close that fucking door?
Yeah.
At any point, you can actually you could develop any skill. I can't tell you, like literally, it's so fucking crazy that anyone would think any other way. Like when I started drawing, I could draw nothing.
Yeah, but like you can't.
Nothing.
You can't fake passion. You can't.
Passion is a different thing than talent. Passion will allow you to develop the skill that allows you to grow further.
So I think talent is natural skill, right? Like that's what we're defining it as.
Like natural skill and like your creativity with it and like your. I don't know, passion.
I think it's like inborn.
I think it's a mix of a bunch of things.
I think your talent is like your innate ability, right? Like, what do you think, Pat? Like, how would you define talent, Peter?
Innate ability is not going to take you for not going to make you a Van Halen.
I didn't say it's going to make you a Van Halen. I'm saying that there are some people who can become Van Halen, and some people who cannot become Van Halen. They just aren't as good.
But no, it doesn't mean you're not that good.
No, like, I honestly am a good example because I'm not Van Halen by any stretch of the imagination, but I can still write a decent song.
Can you be Van Halen? Is it possible for you to get to that level?
If I spent thousands of hours, yes, I could be Van Halen, but I'm not. But I can still make coherent songs solely because I have a natural talent for songwriting. That's it. Like otherwise, I would not be good at all.
Because you just like didn't practice it at all.
Because I did not practice enough.
It's literally just time spent. I literally don't think there's anything.
Well, I think there's there's an amount. Okay, so there's baseline and learning speed for each specific thing. No, let me say there's you start with your baseline and you've got your learning speed. Someone with a higher baseline and a faster learning speed has a higher talent. And therefore will infinitely succeed over someone with lower of one or both of those statuses.
I'll quit. Hang on. Here's an example right here. Angelina right here has told me talented multiple times in drawing and animating. I'm fucking garbage. I have not put the time in to be good. But she has herself told me I'm talented.
So it's your baseline.
So it's your baseline, dog.
No, it is her interpretation.
No, dog, it's
that
your baseline.
I'm good.
No, there's no good and bad art. No. There's good and bad art. There's objective good and bad art.
I said you were talented because you were creative in what you did. You were good at it.
Right.
You were creative with it.
I don't think I was good at it. I don't think I was even that creative with it.
But then I guess you're right. I guess that is subjective.
Like it's just talent is a subjective thing.
I thought you were good.
I think it's
talent. You got a good grade.
I think there's good and bad art.
Yeah, I did.
Peter, good and bad art. What do you think?
There's good and bad art, but I literally do not think there's talent. I cannot, like...
Then how can there be good and bad art if there's not talent? Because
it's literally amount of time put into it. There's no such thing as talent. It's amount of time put into it.
How do you explain,
like the baseline analogy.
Here's the thing. It's baseline's fine. Hang on.
Baseline and learning ability.
Hang on. There's a baseline thing, but you'll be amazed how much fucking free time you have. I have 75 hours in Monster Hunter. It's come out 2 weeks ago. I could be using that to do anything else. 75 hours.
Yes, okay.
This thing just came out, like, it just came... There are people who have 175 hours in it. They're just we don't utilize our free time correctly.
Yes,
there is no such thing as talent. It's just amount of time. If you think I'm talented at something, you think someone else is talented at something, that's not because they actually are talented at it. It's because they spend a lot of time with it. The reason you probably thought my animation was so good is because I watch so much fucking cartoons. I just know what I like. I just know it looks good. So I made it look like that, and then, boom, it all of a sudden it looks like I have talent, but really I'm just mimicking what I've seen before. I'm just taking a bunch of different things because that's what I spend thousands of hours every week to do. There's no such thing as talent. It is just amount of time that allows you to develop that skill.
I still disagree.
I don't know.
Pete, what are you thinking?
I'm trying to think.
Because I feel like you can have a skilled... All right. Like, you can have somebody that could play an instrument and they could play it well and they could hit all the notes or whatever.
Right.
But then someone that's talented is like, they bring a whole, like, different energy and life to it. I don't know. I don't know.
I know what you mean.
I got a good analogy here.
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. A professional who does not need talent is Van Halen, who can now play literally every single scale you can ask for and do everything you can ask on a guitar. A person with talent is a person who can take 3 basic chords and make them sound good because they have talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, there's a difference between, I think, what you get in time.
No, hang on.
I think I think what you get in time is skill, but talent is like making the art.
Making the art your own?
Good. Making it good. You need talent for good.
No, that is a different skill then. There's a skill set of technical skill in music, and there's the skill of actually understanding how music works. So,
but isn't the combination of that talent?
Hang on.
No.
Hang on. So, Neutral Milk Hotel's Airplane Over the Sea is just 3 chords over and over again. It is a fantastic album, but he took his talent not in technical skill where he's pulling off crazy solos, but his skill into understanding how music works and understanding how these chords work and how he can make them.
Oh, dog's season up.
Is it? No, he's not. He's just having a fucking.
Bless you.
He's just being weird.
Okay,
he just sneezed.
Okay, no, he got like this look in his eye. Sorry. Okay.
No, he's just terrified of people being in the house.
Hey, Squirty.
Yeah. So that's not talent. He is not talented. He is incredibly skilled because he took his music is not just physical actual ability into knowing how to do certain things like your hands. It is understanding the whole spectrum of it. So he is not a skilled musician, what you would traditionally call skilled, but what you would call a talented musician. But that's because he put his skills and his effort into taking the simple part of the music that he's writing, and then just develop that further and further.
If anything, I would say that skill revolves around the objective side of it. So, like, X amount of skills, X amount of chords, but then talent is being able to put it together into one coherent thing that sounds good.
Yeah.
No, it's taking you just focus on the sounding good part.
He's saying that the sounding good part
is the skill.
Is also a skill. You're saying the sounding good part is innate.
It is all there's
no way to get better.
That's pretty simple.
I don't know. I don't think I have enough life experience to know if like someone could dedicate their life to an art and still not be good. But I'm sure that's possible, right?
It's 100%. No, because it's so...
You can dedicate your life to an art and not be good.
No.
Squidward?
No.
Squidward.
Because he's not training correctly. That's why he's bad. That's what that is. You're not training correctly. You think if you at any point think you're doing the correct training, you're fucking wrong and you've plateaued. That's how that works. If you at any point think you understand what you're doing, you've plateaued. You need to continue to develop. I fucking suck and develop it.
The problem with Squidward is that like he's technically bad. He's like screeching out sounds and stuff. He's not actually playing the clarinet well. So,
but thinks he's good.
But right. So then I guess I'm with Peter. Then it comes down to like I'm not with Peter. I guess it's just coming down to like the question. No, I'm not trying to like. I'm not even like. I don't even mean to take a side. I'm just saying like, is musicality built in or can you learn it? Or is like
the only thing that
is like expressive, interesting acting an inbuilt thing, or can you learn it?
The only thing I would say potentially would work towards your argument is if someone was tone deaf, which is a disability. That is not if you are actually someone who's thinking correctly and has a good mindset as to how to produce music, you can be Neutral Milk Hotel or you can be Van Halen, because you just take it in 2 different directions. You can mix the two too, which is great. You can be like a fucking Led Zeppelin. You're nailing everything.
All right, then I would say that
you're literally. It is just what skill tree of putting in video game terms. What skill tree of the music creation process you choose to focus in. If you do it well enough and you really focus in it and you try things. Neutral Milk Hotel has 2 albums. But we only see those 2 albums. We don't know the thousands and thousands and thousands of hours he put in, and they all put in, to lead up to those 2 albums.
If we're talking music here, let's go back to Led Zeppelin, since you brought it up. Jimmy Page hates his older work on all the Zeppelin albums, right? and he is not the best guitarist by any means, and he acknowledges it. And he still isn't, but it still works, right?
Right.
Because he has the talent to take what is, this limited amount of skill that he has up to this point in his career, and he makes it sound good. That's the talent.
You're saying he's saying, well, it's the same thing. He's saying that's a skill.
It's a skill.
You're saying that's a talent. We're not gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
We're not. But
there's no such thing as talent. It literally, if you think there's talent, you're going to hold yourself back.
I'd say talent is like the natural inclination.
Here's the thing.
No. If you think that there is talent and you think that you have it, you will not hold yourself back.
No, you will. You will, because you're going to think you're actually doing the right thing.
No one rests on their talent.
Mike, you have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I'm not saying no one does it, but like if you understand, then you don't. Like there are people who understand and like have a conception of talent who are good at things.
Right, but I don't think that's true actually. To accept that there is talent allows you an out. It allows you the ability to go, that person's more talented than me, therefore I can't reach that point. I'm going to stop doing this.
I think that's not true. Those people are just like, oh, I'm talented at this. They pick it up.
How many people do you hang out with that are brain dead and think they're talented at something?
No, I'm saying like that. You can have confidence in your ability to be good at. What it had to be brain dead to think you're talented.
You're wrong. If you think you're talented, you're literally plateauing yourself.
I don't think that that's true. There are successful and good artists who think they're talented. I'm positive of that.
I don't think there's anything. No, it's so think of the thing, like just think of simple things like. Here's a simple thing that's a pretty good, decent example. I never lost a game against any of you at Melee when we played the other day, a couple weeks ago or whatever. I just fucking worked at it. It's not a thing. There's literally 0% talent involved in that. So
think of a.
There's no ability
of an actor or a musician with a large ego. If you said, and they're like a good successful actor musician, and you say, hey, are you talented? They'd be like, fuck yeah, I am. Okay. And then there you go.
What if we put it this way? What if talent is a natural inclination at something and not necessarily?
I think that I would give you it's a base level, but it is not what allows you to be the best. Kanye West might say he's talented.
Yeah, I think your learning speed for any given thing is genetically set. Your learning speed.
I don't think no.
I think even with the right exercises, people will advance at different rates.
I think your inclination.
That's possible. That's absolutely true.
I don't. Different rates, sure, but it's not.
Which is talent. That's talent.
No.
Somewhat. They both have the right exercises. They're both doing the right thing. But someone's going faster, and they had a higher baseline. That person is more talented.
Yeah, I think the baseline and the inclination. The inclination for something is probably talent more so. Because if you have no idea, how to do any kind of technical thing. Let's say music, for example. If you have no idea what any skills are, or any scales, or any chords are, but you have an inclination for what sounds good, just because of natural whatever, then that's talent. But it is a baseline. Once you reach that, then from there on, it is now skill.
No, I disagree with that, actually. If you have a baseline of what is good, that just means you have, I know what good drawing looks like. I can't do that because I don't have the drive to make that happen.
Sorry, what I meant was your ability to get to that baseline
is literally just the amount of time you want to put into it. It is literally, I know what.
But don't you think? But you agreed that learning speeds can be different.
That's because a person is different. Because a person could have a disability that makes them learn less fast.
Which is like being more or less talented at the thing. Because talented is like the innate ability, right? Is that the definition we established?
I literally can't. No, because it's just
there has to be a definition. Even if you're trying to refute the word, you have to understand that we are trying to say what it is.
But that is literally then the extent of it is you have a disability. You don't. That is the extent of it because I understand what good drawing looks like.
I don't think people who aren't talented are disabled. I think
it's lack of passion. That's what people would generally put as untalented. That's not where your passion lies.
I'd say it like this, right? You have people who are untalented that will put in X amount of hours to get to whatever point, right? Let's say 100 hours. People who are talented innately will have, let's say, 10 hours of that skill innately, right? So they are now 10 hours ahead of everybody else. their natural talent has put them ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, that's the only thing we're arguing for the existence of.
The only thing I would...
Well, no, I'm saying your baseline and your speed at which you learn.
Talented, and then
that's all I'm saying.
I would only say that's mindset. If you have a good mindset,
what does that mean? Is mindset?
You're thinking about everything correctly. You're evaluating your decisions correctly. You're evaluating your actions correctly.
So do you think everyone's identical?
I think everyone has the potential to be identical.
I don't think
there
that's
are so
true.
many people that are.
I think there's so much variation in people.
There's a lot of variation people, but in terms of being in this direction, I think there is nothing stopping you from being anything. If you want to be the greatest comic book artist, you can do that.
But I still don't think so. I don't think anyone can be anything.
There's a guy who I can't remember his name, and I really feel bad for this. He can't use his fucking hands and draws the fucking King of Fighter characters fucking perfection.
Because he's talented.
Because he put the fucking work in, you asshole.
Oh my god, dude, come on.
It's literally not that.
I think both of the I don't understand why they both can't exist.
The talent is not a concept that really should exist.
What if they?
I don't think it should. I think you're right. It's unfair, but I think it's what it is.
No, it's not. Talent is just like, oh, this person's more talented. It's literally the only reason people do talent is this person's more talented. I won't pursue this anymore. That is what people use talent for.
All right, I disagree because I think you can use it positively. You can say I'm like naturally inclined to do this. I'm going to pursue it further.
I like the definition of inclination. It's like I am more inclined to do this than the average person. I think that's a fair.
That's a passion thing. That's not talent.
Yeah, but
you have a passion for this.
Naturally,
you gain the skill of being good at by being passionate for it. So so when you're passionate about something, you go 0 to 100 real fast. You're passionate about something. You watch videos on it. You're researching it. You're practicing it. You're doing everything immediately. You're passionate about it. That's all you care about. All you want to do is this. All you care about is this one thing. All you think about is this one thing. All you do is this one thing. You'll practice one thing. You now jumped above. Your now baseline is way higher than most people.
I thought you were agreeing that at least baseline is right.
I'm actually starting to dial back on that because that doesn't make any sense either. As long as you're passionate about it, you're thinking about it, and you're practicing it, you're trying it, you then show up, people go, oh, this guy's talented.
That's crazy. I think
but it's because that's all you think about. That's all you try about. That's all you care about. That's all you do. Then all of a sudden, boom, you have this talent. You're like, you've perceived as talent because you've generated this skill because that's all you think about. That's all you do.
People have different psychological traits. People have different physical traits.
Man, it's really tough for me to like try to make this like one objective, rule.
And I also agree that yes, people have different traits and they're different people.
Yeah,
but that's not what this it's.
So the difference in people. It's everywhere, but it stops right at innate ability.
I think.
How does that make any sense? That is what genetic difference is. Is the innate ability
I would say
of one
it's genetic
person
difference.
To another.
That's not talent.
Yes, genetic difference can factor into it, or that's all that factors into it. It's just who you are. That's what talent is.
Yeah. Like
Maybe.
The fucking guy, literally, if you can see the artwork of King of Fighters, and this guy uses his mouth to draw this shit and paint this shit.
But why can't it be a combination of talent and skill? Why can't both of those things be playing into it?
Oh, yeah.
Then what is the talent in that situation?
He's naturally good at drawing. Like, he had a good baseline, and he had a good... Like, he was good at picking it up.
Not just
so that like, training with his mouth wasn't too disheartening or whatever.
The passion for it is not allowing you to pick it up quicker because you're like, oh, I want to learn this. I want to solve this problem.
Passion is another factor.
Well, think about it like improv.
Good at picking it up is the exact right phrase.
Good at picking it up. You're just fast with it. Some people are just fast with it.
My example with improv, like you can be a very skilled actor, but you can't. Not everybody can do improv.
Yes, not everyone can do improv. Some people just can't handle the.
Can't do it.
You just can't do the pressure. It's you have to be an improviser.
Yeah, you have to think on the spot, and you have to just nail it. And like
that's not just you not wanting to put the time in. That's not you just going.
No, you can. I'm telling you, people can put the time into improv and just not be good at improv because that's like an all or nothing thing. That's so weird. That's a good example. Yeah. Improv is crazy.
I needed that laundry shift to, get my mind going.
So, there's nothing about your mentality that can change how you handle it.
Oh, yeah, your mentality can change it, but there's a factor of it that's, like, some people start out great, and they get better and better really fast, And some people struggle with it forever and never get better. Some
that's
people
not
struggle with
them-
it for a long time and get good. There's all sorts of fucking things happen.
So you're not saying that the person that gets good right away is they had the right mentality and they move forward.
No, they did.
Right. So then the person who's really bad for a long time then gets really good later. They find the good mentality.
No, maybe
That's
they had
how
a good
it is.
mentality. They just struggled. They just
Struggled
had a
with
harder
what?
time. They just couldn't learn it as fast. It just
So how
it's
is
not
that? How is that?
disabled. It's just
How is that not the right mentality then? I'm not even talking about disabled. That is not the right mentality. So you say they had the right mentality, but then
Yes.
then got good instead of they had a close.
No.
They had a
They were,
close
I'm not saying it was a break all or nothing. They just got better steadily and slowly.
So they slowly added to the right mentality
yeah, and they never got
So
as
then
good as
they
that guy
got
who
the
got
right-
really good really fast.
So
but
they-
they got pretty good,
because of their time.
and their talent, their level of talent.
Because they didn't-
It helped them out to get.
So
to
they didn't
pretty
have
good.
the right mentality. They eventually
they
found
had
the right
whole time.
mentality.
No, they had the right mentality the whole time.
That's impossible then.
Yeah, it is. Wait, no, it's not. Yeah, it's
Literally impossible.
No,
Literally impossible.
what? It's impossible. Okay,
You
it's
don't have the right
impossible to
mentality.
not
You either
progress with
don't
the-
have the right mentality.
It's impossible. Wait. I just want to get this right. It's impossible to be like. It's impossible to struggle learning with something if you have the right
Correct.
mentality.
Correct. You either have the right mentality and pursue it, or you don't have the right mentality and you're struggling to find them. If you're struggling, you don't have the right mentality yet.
Peter, what do you got?
I'll tell you what I got, Mikey. All right. Let me explain my situation.
Go ahead.
I don't practice at all.
Yep.
Okay?
At what?
At guitar.
Oh, got it.
Right? At songwriting, anything. I should be literally fucking nobody and never have ever made a song in my life. But what happens is I will do months of not practicing, not getting any better whatsoever, but all of a sudden something will come to me. I'm like, oh, that might sound good. Let's make that into a song. And then I will adjust myself to be like, okay, let's figure out what that sounds like, what this thought will sound like on paper and in a recording.
Mm-hmm. Did you practice once before?
No.
You never practiced in your life. You've never practiced guitar ever.
Pretty much, no. I literally never
That's not
practiced.
true. I've heard
That's
you-
not true.
I'm at least noodling around on
I
it.
basically never practice.
Yeah, I mean, it's never like you're never like
occasionally-
sitting there strictly like running your scales or anything.
No.
Yeah.
If I ever...
How did you learn what the basics of guitar are then?
Well, I learned the basics from practicing.
So then you practiced.
Yeah.
You practiced and then developed a good mentality from your practice.
To a bass line.
You
What do you mean
developed
to a
the
bass
skill.
line?
You developed the skill of the bass line.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but did you ever
You
have
never.
a, did
You
you
were
have
not.
a
You were not out of the womb
Wait, let
developing
him-
these songs,
No,
right?
but I know
Dude,
what
Mozart
sounds
was
good.
6. Mozart was 6. He didn't have the time. There was no time. He was
Because
6
he had a
years
good
old.
mentality. He understood the mentality.
Lies.
You needed the
No,
good mentality
okay.
of his what
Some
his
people
brain
are
like.
just better at things than
No,
other
yeah,
people.
It's not,
And I agree
no.
with Mike. Okay, this is a reference none of you are gonna get, but like dance moms, for example. Okay.
Hell yes. Land
All right,
the
I'm
dance.
going there. All right. They're all talented. They've all been training the same amount of years, but Maddie just has it.
That's so funny.
Like that
dude.
sounds ridiculous.
Maddie just has
well,
it.
like
dog.
Maddie just has it. Like she has that
So,
star,
but just like, but
that
like,
star
okay.
potential.
Okay. All
that
right.
performance, and that's why she's getting all the jobs because she just has. She's just got it. The other girls are at the same skill
What do you think
level as
it
her.
is?
we're not gonna-
What do you think it is?
It's your. I mean, in that situation, it's like your performance. It's your like.
You're right. She figured
Her
out how to do
creativity.
that.
No.
Okay,
It's your
guys,
baseline
listen.
and
We're
your
not gonna
goal.
convince him.
No, we're not.
This is it.
We're not.
We're
We're-
talking
we're
about
beating
something
dead
else because there's
horse.
Yeah,
nothing,
let's change subject.
nothing we can
I think
do.
we've literally...
I had to pull out a dance
And
mom reference.
look,
I'm
yeah,
over.
no side is moving. You're not moving. I'm not
I'm
moving.
not moving.
I think
We're all very steadfast.
all
Stop!
wrong.
Don't say that.
I think we've literally been talking for an hour about this.
Tomato. Let's move on.
It's madness.
Moving forward.
There's nowhere to go.
All right, go about your Bayonetta talk with her. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
You're gonna pay, okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys! Let's talk about Bayo fucking Netta.
Can we?
Yo, I literally cannot stop watching Peter play Bayonetta.
It is so
I've
good.
watched
It's
Peter
visually
play-
stunning.
I've watched him play Bayonetta for months.
I'm playing it again, by the way.
I have to watch it.
Dude, you just have such a knack for Bayonetta.
I love her.
I'm like,
just get like
I
a knack
love
for
her.
it.
I feel like I'm in
That's my
it with
joke.
you though, Peter. Like I feel like you whipped it out of the packaging and I was there. I feel like I was
Sure,
along
you
for the
were.
whole
Hey, wait, Ange, get
ride.
off the bed. Get off the bed. Get off the bed. Get off the bed. He's making faces. Squirt is making faces. I don't know if he's seizing up. No, okay, I don't know. I'm just spooked for him. He's getting old. Oh, he's growling. Is he okay?
I don't know.
Oh man.
I'm glad you yelled at me when you did.
Yeah. I just didn't want if I like threw up from seizing. Go on, Pete. Yeah, he's not seizing. Great. All good.
What am I supposed to do? I'm afraid to go back now.
You can just stand.
I don't want to stand.
You can sit further away. It's a pretty big bed.
I'm scared. Is my mic gonna reach? I don't know.
I don't know.
You're on a lapel.
You're fine. You're on the lapel mic. You'll be all right.
I'm terrified. All right, this dog. He's this tiny little Jack Russell Terrier, wishbone-looking dog, but I'm fucking terrified of him.
He's a snapper, dude.
I'm afraid. Like, I don't want to be close to him. He during this podcast, he put his paw on me, put his little chin on me.
he's like it's like
he was trying to cuddle, and I was like, get away.
Nothing, one or the other. Like he'll be cutesy with you, but like if he wants to be left alone. You better read his mind because don't come at him.
Right, for real. Like, he'll be cutesy with you, but then you try to go pet and he'll bite your arm off.
Just don't.
Thank God I've never.
That's how he gets you. He's luring you in.
I've touched him. I think.
Yeah, dude, he'll bite. He
bit
you.
Peter.
He literally bit me last time.
But I think the only time I've ever touched him was your dad held his mouth and was like, "Pet the dog, pet the dog." And then I pet the dog because he was holding his mouth and he kind of asked me to do it.
It's so wild.
No, I can't do it. Oh gosh. All right, now Tom's back. Now
Sorry, the dog is making noises and snarling.
The dog is making noises and throwing eyes, and Mike yelled at me to get off. Am I allowed to sit? I don't know what to do.
I would just sit at a distance.
Leave. Get out.
Don't yell.
It's too real.
I'm so scared of this tiny dog.
Come here, Squirt. Come on. Let's go.
Hop down. Get down. Hop down. Come on, Squirt. Get down. Get down. Get down. You can do it. This is why the door's closed, guys.
Well, because he'll bark at the door.
We just tell him to get away. Come on, Squirt. Come on. Get done.
Go, dog. Go.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Daddle.
This is why you can't be in here, guys.
I know. Well, I didn't let him in.
He was with me.
Just telling you, this is why you can't be in here.
He was rolling with you.
He's a huge cunt.
I mean, sometimes he's not. He was trying to cuddle with me before, but I was so scared. I was like, don't touch me.
He's always a cunt, though. That's the problem.
I know, and that's why I was terrified, because he was getting mad close, and I'm like, I can't even grab my phone right now because I don't want to accidentally make you think I want to touch you.
He can't be in here. What were you guys talking about before the dog became a cunt?
I don't care because I want to talk about comfy shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's comfy shit.
Talk about your brand. Your brand you want to start.
Oh shit!
I love this.
What's that mean? Brand?
Yes, and I'm with him.
Absolutely love to start a clothing company called Comfy Sunday, where every article of clothing is fleece lined and brown,
nice.
like a light, tasteful brown.
Yeah, like earth tones.
And super. All right, if you don't know Peter, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just have to plug this in. If you don't know Peter, Peter has a bed that's basically a real life cloud, if you could feel clouds. And he's got this giant computer chair that's just a ball of comfy. Oh and he walks around in a robe, a really comfy robe. He's just a very comfy.
I'm a comfy person.
We were just talking about your chair before the show.
Were we? were.
Yeah, I was saying it's chill. It's a little much for me. The headrest, I don't like the headrest coming out so far.
Well, because Mike likes a sturdy back, but Peter likes that cloud frou-frou shit like I do.
Yeah, you do. You love frou.
Yo, his bed.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
I also don't think I would enjoy your clothing line.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, Pete. I think I would really dig your clothing. I'd buy your bathrobes.
Clothing?
That's a lot.
I would trust your bathrobes and
bathrobes. If I bought a t-shirt with another fleece lining inside, that's a lot.
Not for t-shirts, but for
no, t-shirts would be like the t-shirt of the material of a girl t-shirt. You know how they're way comfier? Do you guys know what I'm taling about? They're stretchy and soft.
Shirts. Yeah.
No, I'm saying girl shirts. Guy cotton shirts are rough and rigid a little bit.
Maybe I just buy girl clothing, but
you should.
This shirt's really comfy.
Oh, dude, you know my Johnny Cash record shirt. You know how soft that is?
Yes.
It's it's like a cloud.
But you know my shirt, Namaste in bed?
Yes, that's a comfy shirt.
The softest shirt of my life.
I just love Johnny Cash.
Girls have comfier clothes, and I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
Don't at me, bro.
We got fleece leggings. I'm not complaining.
Well, I guess we have long johns. We had long johns for longer.
Yeah, but ours are cute patterns.
No, you're right. I'm glad for the equality. I'm just saying, I guess we did have the good.
I think there's some
good shit earlier.
Shirts. I don't know.
Yeah, there are some. I'm saying my Johnny Cash shirt's pretty good. What's up, Ange?
No, Peter.
One of my capstone projects for I think 435 marketing was literally we made the project about gender specific products.
Yeah.
Oh, I took your survey.
Yeah.
I'm like, please respond. And I was like, I'll take your survey.
I said, please respond.
Oh.
Oh, man. But yeah, the whole point was like, why are these things gender specific when they literally don't need to be?
You know what gender specific shit I hate?
What?
With a freaking burning passion is the fact that women's pockets are like non-existent.
Oh my god!
What
right?
the fuck is that
That's
shit?
fucked
You guys
up.
have like
Bro,
pockets that go to
everybody knows that is because they're in with the fucking handbaggers.
With the pocketbook industry.
Yeah, baby.
I hate
They're
that
all
shit.
in bed
I feel for you.
together.
That's fucked
It's
up.
a whole big conspiracy.
Nah,
and it's coming to your pockets, bitch.
I'd rather run in the backpack
Or
crew
lack
than the
thereof.
pocketbook crew.
Or lack thereof.
But in a literal sense.
Bullshit. It is bull freaking shit.
Yeah,
and then
dude.
there's like pockets you think they're pockets, so you try to stick your hand in your front pocket.
Man,
and
I'm
your
telling you
fingernails
what.
don't even get past the pocket. It's a fake ass pocket. What
tell
the
you
hell
what.
kind of shit is
I'm all
that?
The
about
government
pockets.
is holding on to 100 mile per hour. No, not 100 mile per hour.
What?
Mileage, gas mileage, extremely good gas mileage cards. They're not distributing, guys. I have the inside word.
I had an actual.
No, I'm just kidding.
There's
I
a
have no
woman who
idea.
cut my hair who is like, "We have the cure for cancer." Government.
Dude,
Just
people
tell-
think that shit like
It's so weird.
like wild.
I was like, I don't know if I should like agree with her just to get along. Or
Yeah,
should
what do
I,
you
like-
say?
I was like, I'm pretty sure we haven't solved that yet.
Dude, I'm telling you, Is that what you said?
No, I was just like, oh yeah. But like,
but
Dude,
you
I'm
thought
like,
about
if
it,
you
right?
had the
Like,
cure for cancer,
you would put it
give
out,
it to
right?
everybody. Come on, no one. I
would
mean,
imagine.
Unless
like a super
no,
villain
like
figured
the guy,
it out.
Right. Example, the guy that like I think it was diabetes. He took like he bought the insulin medication or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh, Martin
And people-
Shkreli? Yeah.
And people had to like the prices were jacked the heck up.
Oh,
So
yeah.
people
No, that
were
was-
freaking
Oh,
out
that's
about
for
it.
that
real.
was-
That's
that-
for well,
but
yeah,
that-
that is
no,
kind of for real.
whoever-
No, that was a different thing though. There was a thing, and he was like, "Oh, this is the only thing. I'll just jack the market up." That's a capitalism
but
problem.
if someone think about it, like you don't know how like sick and twisted people's motives are. Like
No,
if
but yeah,
someone
yeah.
if someone finds like the cure for something that think about all the different cancer things that they are and like all the medications, all the costs, like this disgusting business side of it.
Right.
It's a money making industry.
Yeah,
I was just
So
joking
someone
about
has
the.
the
But, like,
cost of
I was
like,
joking about the car with the good gas mileage, but you guys are convincing me. I think they're fucking hiding stuff.
They are hiding shit. You have the
No, I mean I know they're hiding stuff, but
Let's say-
to what degree are they hiding?
They're not
Okay,
hiding
wait,
jack shit.
example.
No, that's crazy.
No,
Let's
I think
say
well,
you
no,
have
no,
the
but I
cure.
think it's true that the government is like 5 years ahead of us, sort of
They might be
technologically.
hiding. Yeah, they probably hired some R&D.
They're definitely hiding. Well, of course they're hiding their R&D. I
But
mean,
like they're not fucking like hiding the cure for something. Like
No, you're
that's
right.
way
No,
too
you're right.
much.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right.
or you know what? Maybe or it's
Like,
either that and like
unless the pharmaceutical
companies are
industry
paying
is
them
stronger
off
than we
to like
thought.
not give the cure because they're making money off of people going through treatment.
No,
whatever.
they're not, though.
Right. I
Or-
understand the
or-
theory.
No, because there's
Or
no,
there's someone that discovered it and doesn't have the funding or the resources to help provide or the testing. You know, like doesn't have the resources
Right.
to make
Like
it
the people who
known.
offer you
like-
the cure, like
but there's
in
no
a third world country.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, though I think
that's
that's
so
total bullshit. I think
Yeah, I'm the same.
I think
yeah.
Or
they
like
bring
a
you.
different, I don't know, or like a single person that was doing some tests to notice some certain things, but they can't do further research because they don't have the funding
I would
for
be
it.
so
did you-
skeptical if someone
did
came
you-
up to me. Like, seriously, if I was looking for a cure for cancer and I saw, like, things in. If I saw something, even in this country, where they're like, I've got it, but, like, unless they had a really. I guess I'd have to hear it out. But I'd be so skeptical of someone saying, you know, I've got the cure for cancer, but something got in the way of my distributing it. You know, like. Everyone
No,
would get
yeah.
like
Did you hear-
you would
yeah.
get whatever help anyone could give you. Just be like, hey UN, got this shit on lock.
Did
Throw me money.
Did you hear about the guy who solved AIDS with like I want to say it was like goat's semen or goat's milk or some weird goat's
goodness
thing?
gracious.
That's disgusting.
In Mexico, and he was like, he claimed that he solved Mel Gibson. Oh, not Mel Gibson.
He solved Mel
Magic
Gibson
Johnson.
with goat cum.
Charlie Sheen. He was like, oh, I solved Charlie Sheen's AIDS problem, blah, blah, blah.
Solved his AIDS puzzle.
And then Charlie Sheen was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I got super sick from that. Like, he was just claiming that, like, that was, like, a thing that happened. Like,
Yeah.
he was, like, on Bill Maher's show, and, like, I can't believe he solved AIDS, but, like, the government won't do it. It was, like, this weird thing, but, like,
Oh
he
man,
was
and you know
super
everybody
full
into
of
that
shit.
shit. How
But I'm
dare
just
the government
wondering,
not buy
what is the
into
degree?
it?
They're hiding stuff from us. I just want to know the degree to which.
The only thing I will accept is like the idea of like an alien thing. Is
And
that
that
they're
the
hiding
moon
from
landing
us.
is fake.
Did you? Are you listening
And that
to
the
Nocturnal
Earth is
thing, right?
flat, yeah.
And he was like, "You don't think that the moon landing's fake?" Like, fucking no, I didn't. I just lost it. But like, the moon landing definitely happened. I would like potentially give up the idea that like the recordings were fake. But like,
dude, I have no idea.
I don't.
I haven't looked into it at
I don't
all.
know at
I don't
all.
give a fuck. I don't understand why people are so concerned. JFK, I get because like that's
Yeah.
a killing of a guy.
That was a
But if he
person
were
that
just
mattered.
like flexing a big fake dick to Russia, I don't give a shit.
I would actually be proud of that.
We won the motherfucking Cold War on a fucking ruse. USA, bitch.
I would be actually more proud of the fact that we fucking flexed a fake dick
Got
at Russia.
him.
Like that's
They bought
amazing.
it. Those fucking
Got
bitches.
him.
Yeah, you know they're tapping our
Yeah.
elections and shit, but we fucking you were eating up that space shit.
Like, fuck you. Elon Musk just launched a Tesla into space. We can get to space.
Nah, bro, he put it in
the
front of
fuck cares?
put that
There's
shit in front of
people-
a green screen and laughed his way to the bank, baby.
Yeah, the
it's
people
all
that
an
think
act.
that we
He's
don't
hiding the
need
whole
to-
shit. We're paying him, baby.
Oh my
Where's
God.
your paycheck going, Tom? To taxes? To him. His personal paycheck.
The
What's up,
personal
man?
paycheck is his flamethrower thing.
No, the people
For
that
sure.
think that we didn't actually go on the moon and they're like, oh my god, it's a fake, it's all photoshopped.
How?
Lamau.
I didn't even watch the space.
There are people
No, dude,
that
they
like,
think it's
Me neither.
put together with like scissors and tape and film reel.
they're like, well then
it's the
why
60s.
haven't we been on the moon since?
That's a good question. That's a legit.
that's a legit
Let's
question.
head back, guys.
It's
pretty dope.
It is a legit question, but like,
Yeah.
NASA hasn't been a thing.
Yeah,
Also,
money.
NASA doesn't have funding. Yeah.
Good old Funderinos. All right, valid
only re-
reasons to not
the
go back
only
to the moon,
reason-
guys.
Funderinos.
Good old Funderinos.
The only thing that's sending us to space these days is Elon
money.
Musk because he's like, I
He
want to
feels
go
like
to
it.
Mars. He's like,
What
I
a guy.
really want to go to Mars. Like
What a
that's just
guy.
an Elon Musk thing. Like it's not a NASA thing. It's not a national thing. Like
Yeah,
it's just
NASA's
not a thing
defunded.
anymore. Yeah.
It's literally just like
Right,
whatever
exactly.
Elon wants to do.
Elon
Say it
Musk
out
is the
loud.
reason we're going to space.
Yeah.
What?
Elon Musk is the reason we're going to space. It's not the government. Like, it's a guy with the money.
Yeah.
True.
It's money. That's all that.
Like, it's not like the reason we don't go to the moon anymore is because one, it's fucking old news. And Elon Musk is Mars
Yeah,
and Mars.
fuck,
Another.
man.
Did you
Yeah,
hear-
I
did
mean,
you hear that
Mars
his-
is the new
His
move.
fucking Tesla missed Mars. Like he was sending his Tesla
Oh,
to
yeah,
Mars.
he fucked it up.
missed it. So like,
So it's just going out
it's
into
just going
space.
on forever. But we have a tape. It's got fucking a camera feed, so we can find out where that's
can
it
check
forever.
out, yeah.
Well, not forever. I think it eventually ends.
Positive it eventually it loses range.
Isn't it so crazy though that it's like a thing we can keep like, it passed
yes,
Mars.
that is great. Oh, it already did?
It's not going to hit it. I don't know if it passed
no, it's
it,
not
but
gonna-
it's not
it
going to hit
did-
it.
definitely didn't
so it's
already.
It's
It's so
Mars
far away.
trajectory area, but it's
Yeah.
past 4,000 miles, wherever the moon is. 4,000 miles,
I don't know.
whatever it is. It's past that point, and like we can still get like active footage of it. That's crazy.
That is
like,
pretty
what
crazy.
Technology's amazing.
The range
have you
Now.
seen
which we can transmit.
have you seen Cloverfield Paradox?
No, I've been meaning to watch it because I do enjoy the Paradox movie, or the Paradox movie, the Cloverfield
Cloverfield.
movies. Oh, so side note.
I don't
or
wanna
not
say
side note,
anything
Correction.
then, 'cause I saw it.
I disliked the first Cloverfield, but I thought the second one was really good.
I haven't seen any of them until I saw Paradox and like
Oh, you should watch 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, I think we should
I
watch them
should.
both.
That's a good
I think
one.
they're
I've heard
worth
of them.
checking out.
I would watch both
I think
of
it's
them, yeah.
worth checking out.
Watch,
I mean,
watch both of them.
you
yeah.
might like. I think first
No,
is
I've
hit or
heard of
miss
them, I
with
heard
so
they
many
were
The
people,
first one-
and I like the first one.
The first one, the only thing I think you might not like it for is because it really kickstarted the found footage thing, but because you're coming at it late, you'd be like, this is just like, I don't understand why
kinda
this is
trite
special.
at this
Yeah,
point.
you'd be like, I don't know why it's special. Like, it's found footage. What? But like, it was like the resurgence of found footage movies.
Yeah.
is it similar to Paradox, Mike? Because
No, not at all. It's
Both-
nothing like that. It's like it's presented as found footage in a monster attack on New York City. It's
Like
America. It was intended to be America's Godzilla.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And honestly, I heard that Paradox ties everything together, which upsets me a little
I
bit.
have no fucking clue what
Okay.
it did. It was such a.
I don't know about the
I'm not
lore,
going
man.
to talk about.
Because like,
it.
I really enjoy.
I
the
really
fact-
want you to see it.
Okay,
I recommend
I've been meaning
it.
to watch it forever.
I didn't give it the most critical watch.
I was gonna watch it this weekend, and
I felt like it gave-
because I enjoy those movies.
Just
I
check
feel
it
like
out before we
kinda
talk
gave
about
up
it.
at the end, maybe.
Me?
I feel like it kind of gave up at the
Well,
end.
so
Oh, the film did.
the Paradox was originally a script titled God Particle, and then the Cloverfield people, Bad Robot, bought it, and we're like, we're gonna turn this into a
Oh
Cloverfield
yes.
movie.
Oh right. Someone who.
So same thing with Cloverfield
Someone who
Lane,
worked
though.
on it, I believe. Yeah, same thing with Cloverfield Lane.
were-
Oh yeah, someone.
There are scripts.
Yeah.
There are sci-fi scripts.
Yeah, it was called Seller. Someone
yeah.
was saying, "Oh yeah, I read that when it was called Seller.
Right.
I read that screenplay
exactly.
when it was Seller."
So
It's just the
Bad
last-
Robot, Bad Robot
wish-
buys it, and then they turn it into Cloverfield movies. But
do you
they're
care
not,
about the Paradox spoilers? I mean, it's
Not
not,
even
like,
a little.
Okay, so
Do you? Wait, Peter, do you?
someone was saying on the subreddit for the Cloverfield universe or whatever
Okay.
that.
I don't want. I don't. Side note: I do not want there to be a universe. I just want it to be an anthology series.
It's like a multiverse at this.
Because, like,
is what it's
because with
looking out to
the
be.
cool thing about I'm gonna go into just my conceptual spoilers with 10 Cloverfield Lane. The cool thing about it was not understanding what was happening. Was there a monster? Wasn't there? That was the cool thing about watching. So you watch Cloverfield 1, and you're like, oh, okay, there's a monster. You watch 10 Cloverfield Lane, you're like, I don't know if this is real or not. Is this guy crazy? Is this guy crazy? Or is this guy part of the Cloverfield movie universe where it's like what part of it's real? And then that causing a tension.
Yeah.
I would much rather it be that than going like, nope, monsters, and then just like that, whatever Paradox is doing. I don't know. But Peter in the crowd.
I gotta be honest, guys. We've been.
But just so people listening, Peter keeps raising his hand. That's why Tom says that. Okay, go ahead, Pete.
We've been going 2 hours and we haven't talked about video games.
We got
a little bit.
What are you talking about? We talked about video games.
Hold the freaking phone.
What?
Why can't you just let the conversation flow that it's gotta flow? Why do you gotta be like,
you're right.
now it's video games?
Sometimes you gotta call a tourniquet on the talent argument, but otherwise, yeah, you should just let it be, you know?
Let it be.
You're right.
Hello?
I'm sorry.
Hello, what the fuck video games do I play? Sudoku?
Don't get too much on him because the charm of this is you can get as meta as you want, you know?
I left you
I was talking about how much we talk about it, but like we got 2 layers, you know,
I
just
left you
coming
guys
out.
with Bayonetta and went to pee. How'd that not end up in video game talk? What happened there?
You weren't gone that long. Oh, Squirt started growling.
And I was like, shit, I'm gonna die up here on his bed, just
dog.
sitting here.
Stupid dog.
You're right.
You make me look bad. Okay,
Nice.
freaking love that show. That show tripped me the heck out.
That was a spooky ass show.
As a kid, I spent
loved it,
Courage the
though.
Cowardly Dog.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah,
As a kid, I
nice.
spent a lot of time at my
I'm usually
grandma's
jumping
house.
on you for that shit.
I spent a lot of time at my grandma's house as a kid, and she
Return the
had
slab.
what?
Return the slab.
Oh my god.
Suffer my curse.
She had basic cable, and it would be late at night, and Courage the Cowardly Dog would come on. I'd be 7.
Yeah,
So
it was
scary.
It was a spooky show.
Spooky show. It was
a good
so
show.
much.
A lot of fun though.
It's
a lot of fun.
Fucking show.
With this giant underbite, massive chin structure.
I loved his computer.
Oh my god, the computer's so sassy.
so sassy.
I loved it.
Very
yes.
fun.
That's really
British
great,
accent
actually.
computer.
Is the sassy character that's just
Inanimate.
I like that.
R2D2, bro.
I like the
Right.
fact that the
Sassy.
dog.
No, but R2D2 is perfect because he doesn't have any lines, but you know he's sassy because
Actually,
of how C-3PO reacts.
That's such an interesting
right.
thing is that
It's
we
the
don't have.
he doesn't have facial expressions. He doesn't have hand movements.
Mike, we went this last time.
I know, but these guys weren't here.
True.
No, I know, but
He beeps and whistles. It's funny.
Best actor deserves an
Like
Oscar.
it's just bizarre that he's beloved.
It is bizarre that he's beloved, and it's bizarre that he took off with this being beeps and boops.
Beeps
but
and
like,
boops. That's cute though.
It's cute.
He's a cute
It's
little
a cute
tin
thing.
can.
It's
cute.
You know, I'm gonna talk about this real quick. What is the obsession with mascotism? Like you think of, have you heard the origins of Pokemon's mascot? So it wasn't originally going to be Pikachu. It was going to be Clefairy. But then they thought
Get the
Pikachu.
heck out.
They thought Pikachu would work better with male and female audiences, where Clefairy would really just be a female-driven main character.
Okay.
So they moved it to Pikachu.
I'll tell you, Thomas.
A great choice.
It's the human inclination for symbolism.
What does that mean though? Because
I
what
have
does
no idea.
Pikachu
But it's-
symbolize for all of Pokemon? What does Agumon symbolize for all of Digimon? I know I'm just talking about catch 'em ups, but these are the things that speak to me.
Catch-em-ups. Let me think. I don't know, guys.
Think about this
Chime
too.
in.
Maybe two. So before we start debating this, is it just a Japanese thing? Because
What?
is it primarily a Japanese thing? Because they Morgana and Teddy are clearly the mascots of their game for Persona 3, 4, or 5 and 4 respectively. So they seem to design things with the intention. The Palicos for Monster Hunter are clearly this thing. The Rathlos too, but that was only because of the first game before there were their Palicos. But now they lean into that. Where if you look at their social media, it is very much a Palico centric thing.
Yeah, I think it's brand building. It's being more face inclined, facade, you're what you're putting up.
Right. You can have a character that's literally just the face of the game. You know what
Yes.
I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
For
But,
instance,
why?
in P5, for example, as no matter how much you want, the Joker or the Joker, whatever, to be the face of the game, it's going to be Morgana because he's pushed as the brand mascot.
Right, brand mascot. But why do we have to have that mascot?
Positive reinforcement with things, merchandise.
I understand
The
the
whole
Yeah,
nine
I think
yards.
what I
Merchandise is a big
find
part
weird
of it.
actually was a planned mascot, but I see this thing sells really well. Let's make it the face.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But they're we should make Clefairy the mascot. Oh no. We will put Pikachu on everything. He is the
I
one.
just said earlier on the show,
who's,
I was about to
how
buy
do they make those
every
decisions?
Pikachu evil team stuff.
He freaking dresses up in different freaking Pokemon costumes. How the heck is that?
How do they make that decision?
But yeah, why? What is it about Pikachu? I mean, I know why. Because it's the color of yellow, and that's the first color your eye is drawn to, etc., etc. But like,
is that
SpongeBob?
Yeah, upon the if you look at exactly SpongeBob, The Simpsons, if you look at popular cartoon characters, they're generally yellow because the first color the human eye attracts to. That's why
That's why McDonald's is yellow.
Correct, exactly.
Yep.
So popular things generally tend to be yellow because the human eye attracts those first.
I think Pikachu's a very like gender neutral. Like I can get into this
appeal.
That's why they chose that over Clefairy.
No, I mean I don't disagree. Yeah. When I walk into a store and I see Pikachu, I am drawn to him.
Yeah.
Sure, it's been 20-something years of me being focused on this fucking property, but like
don't reveal your age, Tom. Don't do it.
So like I've been very driven towards this property, and it's very much a part of my life. I still check Cerebi every day for news, even though it's just fucking Pokemon Go news. But like.
Hilarious.
You know, I'll walk into a Target and I'll be walking down and I pass by the kids section, my head just naturally turns towards Pikachu. And yeah, like, but like, what about, like, what is it that this design is so appealing? Besides the yellow color, obviously. But like, what is it that's so like
friendly, optimistic, all the things we wish we were. Yeah, but honestly, you know, he's like,
Ange?
I mean, like, you know, best, like, super supportive of Ash, always there. Friendly, outgoing.
Actually, you know what? Not even just Pikachu though, because think of Dragon Ball Z. The Super Saiyan is what you think of. Giant yellow hair. What is it about this fucking color that allows us to be so attached to this stuff?
Sunshine.
I don't know.
It's so interesting, right? Like, I mean, obviously it's the first. I mean, obviously because it's the first color our human eye sees, but like. This is the stuff that if you think of Dragon Ball Z, you're thinking of people going Super Saiyan, thinking about people punching each other, but Super Saiyan is the first thing.
The other thing, too, could be volume. Because, I mean, you see Pikachu much more than any other Pokemon, you know?
Right.
You see
Pikachu more than Ash.
But that's because he's
Pikachu more than Ash.
He's established as the well, because Ash is not a thing in the games. Ash is just exclusively the anime. So Pikachu is universal among Pokemon.
Right.
Pikachu is in Pokemon Go. He's in Pokemon the games. He's in Pokemon the anime. He is a universal constant with Pokemon.
Right.
That's why you're going to push him so much in that sense, because he's just in everything. He's the primary thing of everything. But like, you know, it's this kind of stuff exists everywhere. Like it's, you know, it's interesting. I don't know why. I don't know.
No, but you got it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like he is a universal. Therefore, he's always going to be on the first. You know.
But I don't know, as both of you two, Mike went to the bathroom. You two are not established with Pokemon, but like, does he appeal to you as much as he does to me? Like, I can't speak.
Fuck yeah!
I can't speak.
Look at him! Look at him! Literally, look at him!
Well, I mean, Mike might be the middle ground there. I don't know how much.
I've only played Gen 1. That's
right. Okay.
The only other Pokemon game I've played, that's I think Pearl version, which is what, Gen 5?
4, so good. Best gen.
Oh yeah.
Best gen.
Literally my
fucking
my
at me.
mindset
I'll flex you all day long. So good. Actually better because it has a better loading time.
I played Gen 1, all 3 games of Gen 1.
You wear a jacket.
I took a break. I never played Pokemon whatsoever.
Okay. And
then all of a sudden Pearl came out, and I was like, oh, let's see what Pokemon's up to. What's going on with Pokemon? And then I bought Pearl version, and it was like, okay, this is cool. But then the fashion show or whatever the fuck was it?
Super contest.
Yeah. That came up, and I was like, you know what? Let's not. So
it's 100% optional.
Fashion show.
Just as a side note to everyone, Peter's a quitter.
Yeah, I'm
100% optional. He quit it literally the halfway point.
I'm a quitter. I'm sorry.
That's the 4th badge town right there. He quit right there, guys.
Yeah.
So what?
I'm a piece of shit.
It's the best gen.
I'm okay.
Do yourself a service.
Hey, if you think about it in an optimistic way, if you're a quitter, it means that you've tried stuff.
True.
It means you're just picky about what you want to commit to.
It's so good, though. Gen 4 is so good.
Anyway.
All of it. Even Heart Gold Soul Silver.
I did like it otherwise. But I was just like, this is a little too much for me. I quit after that.
Mike left the room, so let me position the question to you. What about Pikachu appeals to you?
What about Pikachu?
Why is it that he draws... Like, does he have the same effect where you're walking through a store and you stop dead in your tracks to check out whatever the Pikachu
I think it has something to do... Well, because for me, he can't be separated from his, like, sassy character in the anime. And I think that I think his like personality with his small stature, but he's like, just like, sort of tough and adorable.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Playing with his face.
Playing
Peter
with
in the
his little
crowd.
face.
Yes. Raising my hand also for the viewers at home. The other thing too is we have to consider is brand identity. We've pretty much the entire livelihood of Pokemon. We have had Pikachu as the brand mascot
100%
the entire way.
Yeah.
So when you see Pikachu, you are automatically associating whatever it is with Pokemon, even if it's Gen 7 or whatever the fuck we're on right now.
7. Yeah.
I don't know anything past Gen 1, but yet I still feel some kind of connection to it because of Pikachu.
Okay.
Because he's been there since Gen 1, and he's the mascot for whatever is going on now. You know what I mean?
I guess so, yeah.
So regardless of where I came in at the series, Pikachu has always been there.
Well, I understand. Like, I understand he's an eternal constant, but like for me, he is a place of comfort and a position of just like, this is just the thing I like. When I literally, if I walk through a Target and I just walk by a kids section.
I love this repeated Target example.
Yeah, if I walk past.
Tom strolling through,
because this happens literally
Tom's
on
a new shop, Tom.
This happens on a nearly month, at least once a time. Every time I walk into a Target, I actually am like stopped and filled with glee that I see his face somewhere. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on over here?
Like, oh my god, there's a freaking Pikachu.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. If I walk by the kid, like to get.
Do you remember waiting for his float in the Macy's Day Parade?
I literally do that every year.
Yeah.
I am almost 25 and still do that every year. Where I will watch the Macy's. I was upset this year that I missed it. Because I didn't get to see Pikachu's float in the Macy's Day Parade.
Yo, you gotta set an alarm, dude.
Every year, I try to sit down and watch that fucking balloon pass by because it fills me with a joy. When I see Pikachu, the fact that I have this little shelf here, people who are just listening, I have a shelf here of just...
There's no one who isn't just listening. It's all listening.
Primarily, well, some people have been here, but primarily... Pokemon.
Shout out to people who've been here.
Stop talking.
Okay.
Primarily Pokemon plushes. There's a Teddy, a Yuffie, and a Luffy, and a Shadow plush from Kingdom Hearts.
It's like Pokemon on the shelf, and then like PlayStation games in the shelf.
Exactly. So like primarily it's just Pokemon stuff. But the reason this is almost here is like to remind me what it about. Like I see Vaporeon, I get a jolt of like excitement. I see Pikachu, I get a jolt of excitement. I'm like, these things here, an Ampharos.
You might say a jolteon of excitement.
Oh, get out of here,
Jolteon
you
is garbage.
dad without the kids.
We went over that 2 episodes ago.
Don't at him.
Like I actually just enjoy some of these and I guess it comes to the point too where I currently hate Pokemon. I think the current direction of Pokemon is garbage.
Yeah, you're right.
The fact that these things, we talked about this last time as well, that's too easy. You're saying Pokemon's too easy. It's not good. Pokemon
is games in general being too easy, but Pokemon has
been on a downward slope for a long time. I don't think it's that good. I think there are other things that have done way better, but like, there's still a spark in me that loves it more than like. Honestly, if you came to me tomorrow and was like, hey, your Aunt Kathy is dead, I'd be like, great, but is Pokemon still around? If you're like, your grandmother is dead, I would be like, that sucks, but is Pokemon still around? I care about Pokemon more than some living relatives.
Damn, you better cut this from your podcast,
I won't
dude.
cut this because this is true. I honestly care far more about Pokemon than fucking
savage.
Living relatives.
That's hilarious. I love it.
It is such a part of me. And honestly, the two people I'm referencing have just done nothing but toxicness to my life. But like,
okay, good, because I was like, damn, that was fucking cold.
no, they're fucking garbage people.
Cold.
But like, Pokemon is so important to me, and the same with Kingdom Hearts. Actually, both these things are so important to me that like, I would rather lose relatives than lose these fucking franchises.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not attached to any franchise that much. I don't think. I don't know. Are you like franchise?
I'm
attached?
just like unattached from everything.
Me too, Ange. I'm not about this material plane.
Everything and everyone.
I'm not about this mortal realm.
I'm on my own island over here.
While you were busy practicing Pokemon, I was studying the blade.
Yo, I feel
But you weren't studying anything.
No, it wasn't.
real talk.
Neckbeard Katana posting is unironically the best meme.
I'm pretty good at things and stuff.
What?
Nothing. But yeah, neckbeard Katana
Neckbeard
posting.
Neckbeard
Our
Katana
roleplay.
posting is by far Neckbeard Katana roleplay. Is
Yeah,
my favorite
yeah.
meme.
Yikes. I'm so glad I don't grow a
The
beard.
8chan fucking lolcal board is like all about that. It's really weird.
That's amazing.
It's 8chan's weird. I don't really understand
I
it.
haven't been to 8chan that much.
I only went recently because of a certain internet celebrity we were... Spoony?
Spoony. What about?
I upon my deep research of Spoony,
Oh, you got into it.
there was an 8chan thread talking about.
You guys, what is Joe Hiller's Twitter? I haven't looked for it yet. Oh, really? That's the whole thing.
That's it. I'm pretty sure.
How did he get that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What a thug.
I found him like right away. Like as soon as like I have a
Did
Twitter,
he start
found it
Twitter?
immediately.
Was he like the founder?
He had Twitter. He had a Twitter when you were. He definitely had Twitter when you were a junior in college because he mentioned it. I was like,
Yeah, but Twitter
I
was already
have Twitter.
raging there, wasn't
and
it?
it was like, but no. And
I
I was like,
don't remember
okay.
how
Hang on.
raging Twitter was.
Joe Hiller is a friend of ours. We just put that out there right now. That's
Yo, we just threw his Twitter out there.
We sure did.
It's unblocked though, so he doesn't care, right? It's
He blocked it because I found him.
You're right, but he undid it, so it's fine, right?
Yeah. But that was why it's been hidden
Right.
for so long.
I think I found him.
I just
and then
haven't
he was
looked
like,
for him yet.
Oh, I don't have people
Because when I
IRL
learned
follow
about
me.
it, yeah,
and then I
that's what he
didn't
told me, so I
follow
never
him.
looked for it.
But I 100% was following him.
Was it fun?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's just Joe Hiller.
It's just Twitter, bro.
He posted a selfie
I
today.
don't know how I feel about Twitter. What's your guys' opinion?
I love Twitter. My goodness.
Yeah, fuck.
It's like one giant stand-up act.
Twitter
I could
fans.
just put things out there, and then people like it, and it's like, oh, they're with it. Okay,
Or they're
cool.
not.
But if they're not, it's like whatever. It's Twitter.
True that. It's just like lost in the void. No, it's like so low
Lost in the-
pressure. You can just say anything.
It's so low
Yeah.
pressure.
Oh my god, some people were having like a legitimate like First Amendment rights discussion, and I'm just like popping in with
Oh my god, there was a
the most
fight about our
ridiculous troll response.
college.
So it was about Siena College allowing some group in that like was
The
the same
free
group.
speech
Young
rally?
Americans, right?
What?
What is it called?
Young Americans for Liberty.
Something like that.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So basically, the Young Americans for Liberty or whatever the group is, supposedly, I don't have the hard facts. Don't quote me on this, but they wanted to hold a free speech rally, and the free speech rally
hang on.
is
Who is this group? What are they identifying?
it's the Young American Liberty.
Yeah, Young Americans for Liberty or something.
What does that mean?
They're a group at Siena's campus. I don't know what they stand for. I don't know what their deal is.
Okay.
But basically they wanted to hold a free speech rally, which was the same rally that I think it was last year. Was it last year? Remember Charlottesville? It was like a white supremacist rally, and they ran over some woman and they killed her.
Yeah.
So basically, it was like the same type of type of ideal of that. Siena mindlessly approved it.
Yeah. What?
It's approved for a date that like a majority of the poli-sci society is going to be out of town, so they couldn't counter protest it. So it was like a whole big thing that was happening.
I gotta go buy a clown nose. I'll meet you guys there.
It's scheduled for early April, apparently.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm out of
I
town
will
all of
pencil
April.
that shit in.
Oh, what
Even
are you
your
up
birthday?
to?
PAX and Pale Waves.
Hell yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
That's all of April?
PAX is the first weekend of April, and Pale Waves is the second weekend of April.
Now, what about the third and fourth week? Where you at?
I don't know. Podcasting.
Wherever the world takes you.
So you're gonna take a two week hiatus. Or you're gonna stack episodes.
I'll probably try to
for
stack
staggered
them.
release. Yeah.
People are honestly very rabid to be on here, which is nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
great,
It's so
You're a hot topic,
It's so because like people think it's hard to like set this up. As you say all the time, like you just buy the shit.
You
It's
buy
like,
the
it
shit.
sets its damn stuff up. And they're like, I can just be like broadcasted.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's such a
Not
such a fun
to
idea.
delve back in the talent thing, but like
Jesus
These are all mine.
Christ.
I just bought a bunch of shit. Like it's not like I did anything special.
Tom Nolan was calling you talented.
But I'm not either. But like
Don't
that's
go.
like people have though, and it's like I just
well.
spent money. Like I don't think I am in any way. Like there's nothing special about this. You just pay the thing. You know what I mean? Like
I just think there's something special about some people.
I don't know.
What are you guys talking about?
And what are you guys doing?
Can I
with
have
the
a
side
beer? Are we
content?
out?
No, I was just like, I don't know if
What are you talking about?
Don't put on fronts for the podcast listeners. We're all broke.
I just don't know if I
We're
want
not
a
out
whole
of beer. We're all
can.
good.
Yeah, we'll split one.
All right,
Very
who wants
possible that we
beer?
run
We'll
out.
split one.
You get a beer, and you get a beer. Do you want a beer?
No, I got a drink right. I mixed right.
Listen, listeners, you should count the can cracks
Do you remember
throughout
that
this
one time-
episode and post it in
Please.
the comments.
Email me at yourbrainontom@gmail.com. Tell me how many fucking can cracks are. I will also maybe give an estimation. Don't you fucking why?
11.
Do you remember that one time that T-Pain played at Siena College?
Oh, I was there.
I was
And
not
he
there.
wouldn't come
I was
out
in the thick
because
of
they
it.
didn't fulfill his requests.
What?
Yo, are we gonna get sued for slandering old Siena College?
I don't know.
Maybe you should beep it.
I don't care.
I'm so serious.
Maybe.
Because I do a
maybe.
lot of shit for them. I don't want to get...
Yeah, I have like a good professional relationship with them. I don't know why I added them so much. I was like adding them like crazy with my stupid bullshit.
I'm in all their promotional videos. You gotta like beep this. You gotta just have like a little beep.
I mean, I will, but like, I feel like I've already established that that's where I went.
Wait.
Yeah, I think it's too
It's
late.
just out of the bag. Like I don't.
Should we? I mean, did we say anything? Did we say anything?
To be fair, none of besides Mike and I's last name is involved with this. You guys are totally clear. I don't ever put anyone's last name to this thing.
Yeah, I'll take the fall for this.
I censor last names all the time. Yeah.
But just like try to like, if you can, just like, you know.
We'll just cut your whole part.
It doesn't make a lot of
like
sense.
Giant gaps.
Because like
I don't know, but like if you
have I not made it clear? Maybe I haven't made it clear. Maybe I haven't. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I can't.
No,
honestly,
I think you did in the episode with Pat.
Oh, I probably did. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I did. I definitely
Well,
made it.
I'm good on my deep Tom lore.
Yeah.
My deep.
It's hard for me because
lore.
honestly, this is just what I would do with normal people, but I put it in front of a microphone.
Yeah, so
it's
like,
very
it's hard to-
confusing
it's
for me
hard
to
to,
remember
like,
what
what
I've
did you
told
say?
someone.
And-
Yeah.
yeah.
Like who? Like, well, did I tell you this, or did I just was it on the show?
I don't know. We
remember.
didn't talk about any of this before we jumped on mics. It was like, okay, we're on mics.
No,
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
true.
feel like I would.
You don't like
there.
run us through like. There's no like. All right, so we're gonna be on air. You shouldn't say bad things. You just throw us in there.
I don't. I honestly like we were talking about this before the show. I think because we were talking about how this is not our last episode.
Most meta podcast.
It's not meta because a lot of podcasts reference their previous episodes.
That's
but, like,
still meta.
I mean, it is, but like I don't think it's like a detriment.
No, I'm not saying it's a detriment. I love it.
We were talking about how the fact that like I don't think podcasting is art,
Yes.
but like I think if it is a form of art, it would be like how Joe Rogan does the unedited. Like here's just how people
throw
think.
it out. Are you
Here's
just gonna
the
throw
raw-
this one out?
Maybe?
Cut this?
I don't know.
Absolutely are.
I think you should. You know, people getting up to pee. Just
I mean, that's
like,
not gonna get cut because there's people still talking. Like normally, if like when you went up to pee last episode,
Yeah,
like, I just
you
cut
have
it
to
because
cut
it was just I'm not gonna fill random time. I don't have an ad to read or anything stupid that I just want to fill up or whatever.
True.
But you know, there's a ton of people here that
One
talk.
thing. Do you guys know about Reddit?
But what about
Do
Reddit?
I know about Reddit?
Because I'm an admin of the sub casual AMA, where
Oh, you bring on Tom do an AMA, dude.
Wait, what? You're
American
actual...
martial arts.
I'm a mod.
He's a
by the
moderator
way.
of
I didn't know this.
casual AMA. He did. You had an AMA that got stickied, right?
Yeah. No, I'm
What?
a mod.
Wait,
So I
what?
Did you sticky yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, you.
This
fuck.
is a language
I
I
thought
do not
something had happened.
speak.
Casual AMA has like 100,000 subscribers.
What?
Did you not
Yeah.
know this?
I don't use Reddit.
Peter is an internet hotshot.
I didn't. I know. I know you
Kind
have.
of a big deal.
I know you have that Discord for
Yeah,
robots.
Northeast.
The
The
robot
R9K.
Discord, the
The
Northeast
R9K.
Robot Discord. Shout it out. Come and join.
Like, but like I didn't know you were like.
Do you
I mean,
post
if
it
you wanna
regularly
do
on the
that,
internet
that's
for people
cool.
to find? Where can we plug that or no? Do we want to keep that your secret
Yeah, we
club,
can,
right?
Whatever.
Plug it. I don't know how to plug it.
I don't
know
either.
how to plug it either.
All right, you have to find it. This is up to your industrious listeners,
No,
Tom.
if you want to give me a link, I can put in the description.
I will. Okay.
Okay.
Do you really want to do that?
Oh, fucking
You're gonna let the normies in, Peter? Are you a savage?
No one listening to this is a normie.
normies listen to this
Yeah, no
podcast.
normie made it this far.
No
Everyone
one
was like,
listening.
okay,
but
so this is the
people
fourth time they're
speaking.
gonna get to this talent argument. Click, done.
Canceled.
Someone canceled the shit out of us.
Canceled.
That was some viewer loss, but you know what? That's what comes.
No, see, here's. So I was thinking about this today at work. So I have a lot of people come and be like, I've had various people going like, "Oh, do you just talk about video games?" Or like, "Well, we shouldn't talk about this because of this." I wanted to do it for me.
Yo,
Like, I'm gonna talk about the shit I care about, and if it's talent or anime or video games or whatever.
no,
like,
yeah, I'm not trying to restrict.
Right.
I'm
Like,
just
but
saying.
like no one does it maliciously, but it keeps coming up where like people will be like, "Is this like?" I've had people who don't listen to the show. But do you just talk about video games? Do you talk about this? It's like I talk about what's I care about at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, like, and so we could get into an hour-long discussion about talent.
Well, people
You know,
ask you
that's-
that because they know that that's one of your passions.
Right, but I feel
that's
like-
what I was wondering too. Before I listened to any of your podcasts, I was like, does he only talk about video games? Because like I can't really connect with that because I don't really game like that.
Right, but like
Here
it's
you
not.
are on the show.
It's not like that's not the point. Like that's not the the reason it's named the way it is, and the reason it's designed the way it is not to corner me into anything. Like I just want to talk about anything. And I guess this is just kind of like a random thing, or like a broad thing. Like, you know, if you're still here, wonderful. Like we're just here to have a conversation.
Hey,
talk about some shit.
Wonderful.
Shout out to the
3730
listeners that got
heaven.
through this. Tisk
I don't
tisk
even-
to those who
Well, I guess
scrubbed
like in
through
my
to get here.
experience, when I'm with every time I'm with you, it's always like I'm with Mike as well, and then you guys go into your own world and you just talk about video games, and I'm like,
Yes, we do.
nothing to say.
That is
But
what we
that's-
do.
So that
we
that
have-
would be
we
my
got things to
assessment.
talk about.
That is how
Which
one escapes a family
things-
function.
Yeah, but then
100%.
all right, so you bring me to a family function, and then
For real.
you disappear.
Yo, blow
with
my
Tom,
spot up. This is
and then
this is
leave
this
me
is the
alone.
this is the worst thing
And
I
your
do in my
parents are
life, like on a regular
so,
basis.
what do you want to do in 5 years? And I'm like,
Oh man,
die?
I just leave
don't
this.
know.
I just leave this bitch to die in the hot seat and talk
I
to
didn't think
Tom
I
about
would-
Dead Rising 1 because I'm a fucking loser.
It's a great game.
TBH.
It's a great game. It's the best ever made.
I'm like, I didn't think I'd make it this far.
Like
What
was
the fuck am
photojournalist. I
doing?
covered wars, you know.
My God. And then it's not even like they have a conversation. It's like they disappear
Nah, bro,
into
we
the
speak
abyss.
another language.
No,
We're
it's
like
pretty-
out there.
Whole
It's
different
So
language.
I wish I knew what that sounded like because I'm so in on that language.
Oh, yo, I'm gonna record you the next time this
No, we know what it
I
sounds
would
like.
know what it sounds
We
like.
want to hear it with like something with a topic that's foreign to us.
Yeah, like if it
Oh
was
my
like what did it
God.
sound like for two other people
Well,
to
I'm
just
sure-
disappear and talk
Yeah.
about something like sports? Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk
Yo,
about basketball for 2 hours.
I'm gonna find somebody and we're gonna disappear
about
into
reality
some
TV?
trashy reality TV shit. And you ain't gonna know what's
But, like, I
up
don't
with
know if
Flavor
I
of Love. Am I
no.
right?
Bro, I know enough about
Flavor of
Flavor of
Love?
fucking love at this
Yo,
point in
yo,
time.
when Pumpkin spit in New York's face, that was the ultimate disrespect at TV.
What is wrong with you?
iconic moment. You can't even like nobody. All right, probably people that aren't listening to this podcast know what I'm talking about. But like, basically, there was
You
this
never
like.
know, dude. There's some industrious.
Western
Occasionally,
girl,
occasionally
like,
Ben will listen
Southern
and he
girl.
knows
Ben
all
would
about
know.
this shit.
Okay, basically, typical
Hey, Ben.
Southern girl. All right, so the whole
God,
premise
you
of the
really
show.
explain it.
All right, the whole premise of the show. Flava Flav.
Yeah.
He's a rapper. He's like.
Yeah, he went to NDBG for a basketball game.
Thought you were gonna say
'Cause one of
Sienna.
his-
I was like,
Our-
no,
our
he
high
did
school-
not.
One of our high school because one of his children is a cheerleader at Albany
Yeah,
High
he's
School.
like got like 23 kids.
Yup.
But
Yeah.
he's like he's got to be like 80 now. But basically,
have no
he
idea.
had like he was like the first like think of The Bachelor, but like way trashier than that.
yeah, I remember this. I remember
And,
this show.
like,
It's on MTV
the
or
trash
something.
Had like a giant clock he would wear all the time and like weird Viking.
Oh yes,
clothes.
yes. I know. I'm familiar with Flavor Flav.
we
So
know Flavor
basically,
Flav, yeah.
Pumpkin was like this like Southern typical like whatever trashy girl. Then New York was like this like
Fucking New York,
whatever. So they like in Pumpkin's elimination ceremony, she got kicked out. Pumpkin spit in New York's face, and New York was
Wow.
like, "Oh hell no!" and like went off. And that's like an iconic 2005 reality TV moment.
It's pretty cool.
My God.
You know,
It's like you don't
of all the reality she does.
Cause she like
I
it wasn't even
can't-
like she
I
spit in
can't
her
even
face. She hocked a
formulate a
loogie,
joke about that.
like
Yeah, that's
almost
sick.
in her mouth.
That is a
it
sick
was some
thing.
Pretty dope.
nasty ass
Pretty
shit.
fucked
Like,
up,
I'll be
man.
honest, I don't give a shit about reality TV, but that I care about.
Yeah, you know, I'll be
I'm
real.
talking about 2005 right now.
Yo,
We're talking about 2005. Let's talk about
trashy
Dead
reality
Rising.
TV. I will
That-
talk to you
yeah,
about.
fuck yeah, we could talk about that shit.
Man, it's just crazy. Like shit like The Bachelor. I'm like, why the fuck are you going on this shit? Like
Money.
23 people
literally money.
competing
Fame.
for one
Wait, do you
guy.
not watch The Bachelor?
No, I don't watch
Oh,
that.
it's so it
No.
seems to be the popular trash.
No. I watch like
No, she's
like-
like you with indie bands, but with trashy TV.
Oh,
She's
okay.
got the best
trashy,
shit.
trashy.
She finds the
Like
garbage
Bad Girls
underneath the
Club.
garbage, baby.
Like
She's
Bad
so
Girls
deep in it.
Club.
She's like watching
Bad
shit.
Girls Club.
She's
No.
watching shit where there isn't a redeemable character. She's
hang
like,
on.
why am I even here? Everyone is an awful
Hang on,
bitch.
Hang on. Shout out to Bad Girls Club because it's a girl from Albany that fucking was in Bad Girls Club.
Bad Girl.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Don't say no
Wow.
names, but
I don't know the
yeah. Oh, no,
name.
she was on TV. It's okay, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna. This
She's
is
a
like.
public figure now.
This is some
I'll
We're
find
like
her name.
Jersey Shore.
I'm gonna Google it real quick.
mad
'cause,
cease and desist, dog.
Fucking Jersey Shore
Hey,
family
that gives me
reunion.
attention.
I'm up in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the
Pull that
girls.
specific episode and be like
Bad Girls,
nonstop references.
Jersey
it.
Shore family reunion. I'm living for it. April
One of the-
5th. April 5th.
Disgusting.
Absolutely
I was
disgusting.
the reason I found this one. Oh, here we go. I found it immediately.
Smell that one through the mic.
That was easy. Jenna Carland was on Bad Girls Club, and she was the replacement for Bad Girl on season 14.
Bad girl.
She's currently my age. She's the queen of trash talk from Albany, New York.
Christ.
So apparently, Bad Girls Club is such a dumpster fire that people will literally be too shit to be on television has to be removed. So they have the replacements come in.
No,
and that's who she was.
No. I'm gonna correct you.
Yeah, please. Please, I want the correction.
This is you coming at someone for Pokemon mistakes, bro. You're gonna mess up the rules, the mechanics of this shit? No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay, a bad girl gets kicked out of the Bad Girls Club when she because physical fighting is technically not allowed. But if you really fuck a girl. Bad Girls Club. If you really fuck a girl up, because they'll let you catfight or whatever. But if you really fuck a girl up, you gotta pack your bags. You're gone the next morning.
Oh, so it's basically what Tom said. If you're too trashy.
You're too trash.
No, if you're you're saying you're too bad. But if you're
But that's
you're
a level of too bad.
truly endangering the people in your house, you can't leave.
Too bad. You're right.
That's a level of too bad that I would never.
But it's but it's
you can't. But the thing is that
it's probably beyond what you
that
thought.
will antagonize you to no end.
I would not have maybe not have guessed physical violence, but in a show called Bad Girls Club, and you are too bad, need a replacement. I think I was close.
No, and then some seasons.
I don't want to defending myself. No, you're right.
Some seasons it gets a little weird because they're the idea of the Bad Girls Club is they get all these bad girls and they try to reform them in this house, and it's you have to live with all these different personalities and rise above. And then once one season or a couple of seasons they got a house therapist, and the therapist came in and helped them talk through their shit.
No, Hannah.
So ridiculous.
I get it. What it's like when I talk about Naruto.
No,
now.
Hannah.
It all just came crashing down on me.
Take your Naruto and shove it.
That's exactly right. I say it's just the most inane, me just describing the plot to something. You know?
You should have learned to not do that fucking years ago. I only do that with One Piece as a joke at this point.
You do it as a joke?
Yeah.
Oh, our second episode, Tom?
It's the best thing ever. You should be reading One Piece.
Actually, the second episode was pretty good.
Hang on. What is the goal of Bad Girls Club?
How do you win?
How do you win? What are you winning? What is... Are there challenges or just be less shit than the rest of the shit pile?
No, don't you want to be the baddest?
It's a social experiment. The whole thing is a social experiment.
So it just ends after a point?
How does it end?
It ends after a point. But then there are also spin-off shows where they try to
They take one character?
Wait, hang on.
They try to do Survivor shit.
Are seasons random lengths or are they a set length? Is there a voting out process?
No, that's the thing. It's the whole thing of the Bad Girls Club. It's a trashy social experiment. You get the worst people you can find, all these different characters, and you throw them in the house and you see what happens.
Oh, that's so fascinating.
And they just call it when someone hits someone else, really hits someone else.
Really
And that's the only. Is that what else? Is that the only thing?
They it's so ridiculous. It's so stupid, and
but what's the
they get paid so they'll do different things. So sometimes they'll get a gig, or they'll get paid to go to a photo shoot or something.
No. What gives them?
or they'll go to a club and there's it's just circled around all the horrible stuff.
Our question is, what are the things?
What's the threshold?
Besides fighting, is there anything else?
Is it just physical harm to another person?
Basically, that's the only thing you get.
It's not like
you can be. It's not like the baddest.
You can be manipulative as heck.
Yeah, and that's sort of the allure of the show.
But it's not like bringing meth back to the house.
There's probably rules against breaking the law.
There's probably
I mean they bring
I would assume.
But
no, maybe
they have orgies in the house. Shit happens.
But honestly, maybe they do that. They just can't put it on camera, and they encourage it because they like the behavior afterward.
Yeah. Okay.
So I could definitely see that being the case. Wow, that's crazy.
This is insane.
My cousin and her best friend almost cried out and the care.
That's just admitting you're a shitty person.
That's admitting you're a bad person, right?
They try to get characters and they're at that time in their life they're very much characters where they were
what if you
crazy best friends.
You were just a good actor and you just made it up.
If you're just a Dr. Disrespect of this thing,
you're a fine person.
But that's what they say about a lot of people, New York from Flavor of Love.
Yeah.
It was she was a character in that people that were on the show, they were when the cameras were around, she really upped that character of crazy, in your face kind of loud
either
person.
you come up with something. Probably it's extremely uncommon to come up with something totally from nowhere, but you just exaggerate what you have.
Right.
Nowadays, that's what it is. But back then, it was reality TV wasn't such a big thing that shit just
people
happened.
were trying. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I think reality TV before it exploded was probably cool, right? The first season of Survivor was rough. It was
a
raw.
nightmare. Yeah,
I love that old.
They were really miserable. They're just trying to figure it out, and no one was hamming it up because they're this is it felt more like a documentary than
You know, like a story they're trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't like
because they're
reality
trying
TV
to do a story.
today.
Yeah.
I like the stuff from back then because it was basically just a giant.
They were trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Can you?
And like social media wasn't a thing, so it wasn't like people were trying to like.
They're trying to get their own. Yeah, right.
followers.
They're trying to make it big outside of
Build
that
a
show. They're just like, I'm in this show.
Apparently,
like,
that's a big problem with Survivor nowadays because Survivor is filmed ahead of time.
Oh, so they're tweeting the answers.
Not tweeting the answers, but like people live tweet the episode as they're in it, where it's like it's weird. Apparently, Big Brother is better. I'm saying
Big Brother is live.
Yeah, Big Brother is live. So I'm saying this vicariously through Ben.
Good old Ben.
Or Ben. Ben is saying this vicariously through me. Twitter, because of Twitter, Survivor is worse because the people that were on Survivor will tweet about the episode they're on. Whereas in Big Brother, they take your phone and you're on Big Brother. Yeah. Same thing with The Bachelor, apparently, because some girl just got in trouble.
That girl's too. You don't get your phone.
The girl,
that's brutal.
The girl in
what do I do without Reddit on the toilet?
The girl in one of the girls in The Bachelor got in trouble because she was like, "Oh, hey mom, I'm gonna go work at this weed farm," but actually was going on The Bachelor, and so her mom sent a thing saying that she was missing. Oh my god! And then was like,
if you like disappear like that,
yeah.
No,
so
that's fair. That's
the
a
cops
fair
had to
submission.
come in and we're like, I don't know if you're supposed to tell someone you're gonna be on The Bachelor. I think that's part of the thing. I'm not sure though.
And then you just come back engaged or whatever. How does The Bachelor work? Do you marry them at the end?
Wait, are you allowed to call people? Because like
no,
basically in Jersey Shore and like Bad Girls Club, you can't have your cell phone, but there's a community phone, like a house.
Jersey Shore, they
line.
can't. Don't.
No. You don't get your cell phone. There's a landline that you can like use and like call whoever you want.
What is the Jersey Shore a game?
That's what I'm about. Is
Jersey
it gamified?
Shore.
What is?
You can't have your phone either.
What is the objective of Jersey Shore? Is there a game?
It was basically like they got a bunch of random people, threw them in a house.
So to be fair though, the first season of Jersey Shore was intended to have like this group of people, and the next season 2 was supposed to be another group of people, but those people were so popular.
Amazing, yeah.
So maybe that changed later on. So maybe you saw something that was like, oh yeah, we can have phones, but like.
But no. But they don't have their cell phones, so they have
in all of the seasons they just kept.
Let me explain. There's a landline, but like you're allowed to make calls, but they're allowed to film you making your calls.
Of course.
If you make a call home to your boyfriend, they're allowed to film a whole phone call. If you're making a call to your mom, trying to tell her some shit, the whole show knows what shit you're telling your mama while you're in the house.
Hilarious. So can you leave the house? Is there rules?
You can like.
You
can leave the house and go to the boardwalk.
Yeah, so they had a house like on the beach
and wrestle.
They worked at like different stores in the boardwalk. They had they worked at like a t-shirt shop in the boardwalk and like whatever. And then at night they would like go out and go clubbing and like whatever. And like that whole would unravel. But like they had different shifts at the store, so they were on the beach sometimes, they were working at the store sometimes, whatever. But it was this group of very loud personalities from different places, all thrown into this one beach house for the summer.
Hell yeah!
They're like, let's see what happens.
Okay. So every sequential sequential was also in this beach house?
It was in different places. There was like one. It was like they were in Miami. Another one, they were in Rome. They were like in Italy.
Okay.
But most of them were at this beach house because like the one season where like Hurricane Sandy hit and like their whole beach house and everything, Jersey Shore got destroyed. They like went somewhere else. They went to Miami or something.
Now I understand what it is for me to explain
I literally
Naruto
didn't understand.
Because I was just drawn into this foreign world. Like,
but
I'd never seen any of it, but you're just like pulled me in.
I have questions.
To goddamn Jersey Shore.
I bet I'm asking very dumb questions, but like.
Hurricane Sandy happened. And so
they went to a different place.
Yeah,
they went to Miami.
I guess also the weird thing about
that's
that
crazy.
Though, the weird thing about that
they're like
keeping
up with,
So like you go.
What a crazy comparison.
Yeah. So you go off on Naruto. She has to piece together the base concepts. Like she goes, Sandy happened. And I go,
oh no,
right,
she watched
that happened.
The show.
I didn't get to finish Naruto though.
No, you didn't. But you saw enough to like get base concepts.
Did you see Shippuden though?
No, but I think you have enough of the fundamentals.
Maybe that's true.
From just like because like the beginning arches are just training and stuff. So
yeah, because I didn't watch any or read any Shippuden,
you probably
but I
don't get
understand.
like chakra forms and chakra natures. That
oh
comes
please,
in later.
I understand.
No, I know you. I'm not talking about you.
But I'm not. I
never went into.
So what was your comparison to Naruto and Jersey Shore? I'm really curious to hear.
No. The comparison is you're talking about a thing neither of us have any understanding of, but like. It's the same as if he talks about Naruto, I talk about One Piece, where it's like, oh no, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm fascinated by what you're talking about.
Yeah,
For
it's like
real.
you can just engage someone by being interested in it.
If you like, I have no like, I'm trying to understand the basic concept of Jersey Shore, but I have like very little basis. The only difference is you say Hurricane Sandy. That's an event that I have a grasp on. But if he talks about the Great Shinobi War, you're like, the fuck you talking about?
Fuck.
If I talk about the fucking Great Pirate War, you're like, I don't know what you mean. But like, we can like. It's weird.
You don't have an understanding of what Hurricane Sandy is. I hope.
That's the one weird parallel where it's like there is no like these events we would talk about did not happen, but we experienced Hurricane Sandy in some way or another because we're
reality is like the deep lore of a reality TV show.
That's so weird. Like that's the one thing that's super odd about this whole
real
thing.
life is the deepest lore.
Yeah, that's super weird. That's super weird. That like you can just be like, oh, they spent a season in Miami because of Hurricane Sandy, and I'm like, oh right, yeah, right, of course. I can just pass it off instead of being like, what?
Oh yeah, there was an arc where they were rebuilding Konoha because it got destroyed by pain.
Right, that means nothing. That means nothing unless you know who these characters
goddamn blabble of and like the locations. You need to understand the proper nouns.
That honestly means nothing unless you know that Pain is a character.
Yep.
Like, I know Pain is a character, so I know. Oh right, yeah, that makes sense. Like that. What he just said. I've never read Shippuden.
Like,
I've never watched Shippuden. I played a few of the parts of the games, but really,
Wait,
I'm very detached from it.
Shippuden? It's part 2. Part 1 is when they're kids.
No. I know. I've just heard it pronounced Shippuden. So I don't know. Tomato.
Shippoo.
That's probably that could be right too. John makes fun of me all the time for saying hockey is hockey.
What
How
is
does
it
he
supposed
say
to
it?
be?
Hake?
Akai maybe? Because
outta here.
Haki. I don't know. I say
like
hockey.
pronouncing things right. Gyro instead of
Gyro
gyro.
Instead of gyro.
I've never heard it said.
Bandolier.
I've never watched the One
bandolier.
Piece anime, so I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I think it's hockey. The podcast I listen to that also call like that are One Piece related call it hockey, so I'm gonna keep doing that. But
How do you pronounce the little fuzzy animal that eats acorns?
Squirrel.
a squirrel?
How do you pronounce it?
Squirrel.
Some people say squirrel.
Yeah, those people are wrong.
Wait, what's the one you said to me the other day? When you create mischief, you are
A mischief maker?
No, but what's the word?
the adjective.
Us.
Like putting
Mischief.
OUS at the end of mischief.
Mischievous?
She says mischievous.
I say mischievous.
See, the only reason I don't do that because there's a Pokemon called Misgave. Oh my god!
It all comes back to Pokemon, folks.
This is where it's at.
Misgave. Oh my god! I can't even say it because now I'm thinking about it.
He can't even say it. He can't even say the thing that he's the master of.
Now that you're putting it in this perspective, and I'm a little drunk. How do I say it?
Little drunk, crack a beer, get more drunk.
Crack.
Mischievous?
Don't add that crack. It was a false crack. Sorry.
No, yeah,
sorry.
no.
Sorry, industrious listeners, for
I'm
the
not also.
confusion.
There's a lot of beer on this table. Oh my god! I'm not listening. I'm not drinking beer.
Hold on.
Mischievous?
Hold on.
Oh, there you go.
Mischievous.
I think that might be what it is. It's with a G though, right?
Andrew being a crazy woman.
Oh god, that's so loud. You put it right by the microphone.
You really did.
That like popped my ears. That was crazy.
You're nuts. You'll have to figure that out in post.
Sorry,
Miss Magius. No, Miss
You're
Magius.
giving him work to do in post, Bubby.
No, Miss Magius. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do anything in post. Miss Magius is the.
This is gonna be the wildest podcast.
Miss Magius, mischievous.
This is the one
So
where
that's
they're gonna
what
come
I
at
think
us.
of. So I'm gonna say mischievous because Miss Magius is clearly like a play on words.
Mischievous makes more sense, but mischievous sounds
it's a much more mischievous word. You just called it mischievous.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
do.
mischievous. I don't know.
Yes, mischievous sounds
Makes
more
me think
mischievous.
of that guy from The Simpsons. What's his name?
Burns. Mr.
Yeah,
Burns.
I was literally thinking I was wrong saying Miss Magius because I was like, that doesn't sound right with the rest of the way this conversation is going. But that's the pun.
Yeet.
That's the play on words that
No, we get
Pokemon
you.
does. It's so weird that like Pokemon still is doing like play on words with their fucking Pokemon names.
What else are they gonna do, bitch?
I guess you're right, but like it's so weird.
It is weird.
It's weird they're still doing it, and they're still doing it well.
Yeah,
like
they're still killing it out there.
I honestly, I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know like what the.
Is that what the yeah? I wonder if
like,
that's
what
a
is the-
Japanese
'cause
name
the
in convention.
well, it is because the
puns.
Japanese love puns.
Fun.
Like, but is that?
What a fun ethnic group.
I love them.
Love them.
I love them. But yeah, they're super whack, dude. Like sometimes with that like pun stuff, it's like what? Like reading manga, and you're like, why is this a pun?
Boy, I'll
Like,
tell you, Killer Bee fucking murders Naruto for me because I'm sure.
Really? See, that's super interesting,
I'm
'cause a lot of
wondering if
people
it's
love him.
good. How?
I don't know, man.
It's just him doing shitty raps. All of his dialogue is just bad rapping. It really upsets
Everyone
me.
I know that's a big Naruto fan loves Killer Bee.
his abilities, like he's cool, like fighting.
Me being disattached from Naruto, I love Killer B because I'm like,
I get that.
oh, he's a weird character that just raps for his style.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
He came in. Yeah, as a.
But as someone who has
as a
never
devout
read it,
reader, he came in hot with this weird shit that I just wasn't.
But as someone
feeling.
who's never read it, I don't know.
It just didn't fit the style.
Yo,
of
can
the
we
series.
quickly talk about Berserk? I know neither of you have read Berserk.
I'm willing.
But holy shit, it's perfect.
Nice.
Like, I don't know how to explain it because like I've tried to explain it before to people, and I feel like I just do it so wrong, and I come off as a crazy person. But like, I'm gonna try to reevaluate my interpretation of Berserk. Yeah.
I believe you.
Okay, thanks, man.
Welcome.
Thanks. You hammered as fuck right now?
Yeah, man.
What?
You're
Are you
alright?
okay?
I'm good.
Okay, you seem like
Are
really
you
drunk.
sleepy?
I'm hella drunk. but,
Okay.
like,
All
I
right, cool,
believe
man.
you.
No,
Yo,
dude, this is gonna be the best episode.
best.
This is mad funny.
Wait, are
Alright.
you closing up?
No.
Oh, I was like,
We just
yeah.
we reference this podcast on the podcast nonstop in case you haven't
Yeah, this is
caught.
so long. We're going on 3 hours. It's going on so long.
No,
So
This is
Berserk-
gonna be the first 4-hour podcast.
It might be.
We're going the
Distance. Okay, so Berserk is so perfect
We need
as
another
like
beer if we go the distance.
here.
So, I just cracked.
No,
you know?
this is like fresh. Hang on.
That's
But
the
yeah,
last one.
That's the last one.
That's the last one.
We'll
was
share
it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Wait,
we
Pete,
also
do you wanna
have,
drink beer?
like, liquor.
Yeah,
We have a lot of liquor.
We can drink.
And a bowl of water now. I bet.
Yeah.
There's a bowl of ice.
Oh.
I would
It's 100%
do. I
bottled
would
water.
do. Do we have? And we have root beer. Okay, I would mix it with that Mount
All right,
Gay
hang
over
on,
there.
hang
okay,
on.
go ahead.
All right, so Berserk is so perfect because it's so. First off, it is the most attractive draftsmanship of all time.
Draftsmanship.
Drawing.
Yes.
It is pretty. It is so beautiful. What?
Bitch, you could have said that.
That's what the fucking technical term is called.
Dog.
Drawing a person and drawing a building is called draftsmanship.
Someone's trying to get on your shit, dog. You don't have to get all
I'm gonna fight
crazy
you.
about
That's
it.
what it's called.
They go, why are you getting crazy?
All right, so it's some of the best draftsmanship ever, but also the story structure of like, because I've been rereading it. We talked about this briefly in the last episode, but I'm a little further in. I'm closer to the end of the Golden Arc than I was when I started. I had not started last episode. I'm like almost done with the Golden Arc, which is
That's the latest.
The Golden Arc is the flashback to when Guts was younger and working with the Band of the Hawk. So when Guts was a mercenary working with the Band of the Hawk, it's called the Golden Arc. And then when the eclipse happens, which is this big moment, big turning point where Griffith becomes a god hand and Casca kind of becomes like borderline brain damaged because of the events of the event. I won't get into it further than that, but just that's so. What is the majority of Berserk is Guts being this black swordsman, this crazy fighter, this having the Dragon Slayer, which is the name of his sword.
Nice.
So that's the primary part of it. But there's like several chapter early part of it called the Golden Arc, which is what majority of the 97 anime, the 90s anime was part of the Golden Arc. All the movies are the Golden Arc. It's the famous arc of this series. It's the background. Although it doesn't start there, it starts as him as the Black Swordsman, and then you meet Griffith from there, and then it basically goes from like him meeting Griffith, and then it goes back in time and goes here's his Guts' birth, and then forward from there. He's born from a dead woman who's being hung from a tree, and he falls out of her uterus. He does not have a pleasant life.
What a beginning.
He does not have a pleasant life. But this it's such a great story of like beating adversity and like. This, and it's so fascinating that like both Guts and Griffith are this concept of beating adversity in various ways, whereas Guts is this concept of beating adversity by brute force aggression, like pushing through, being like just the most what's the term I want? Not tactile, but like
Domineering?
No, martial, the most martial way of combat of completing adversity. Where Griffith is more, because like literally Griffith, like Guts is the Black Swordsman. Griffith is the white like hawk. Like they are because and it's so fascinating that it's done in manga where it's black and white, and it's the fact that Guts is the black and Griffith is the white. Like that's how their color designs are and their armor and stuff.
Yeah,
and just like. How like Griffith is far more like the human body is nothing. The human form is nothing.
Cerebral.
Like, cerebral, and just like it's just like where Guts is so much the physical and the like he's constantly covered in blood, and like I'm going to be the one that solves this. Where Griffith is like there's a part later where Griffith is like it's not explicitly said, but he sleeps with an older like king, and it's just like this is how we're going to solve the problem. Like,
hell yeah.
I am nothing. I'm going to win this war. I'm going to, because they're a mercenary band, but it's like to gain favor with this king, I will just sleep with him because my physical being does not matter as much as like my greater concept of winning. So he's far more focused on the result. Where like Gus is he was focused on the result, but he goes almost the harder way where he's pushing. It's just so fucking perfect. Like Berserk is it's so fascinating. That's such a great story and so well done because just like it's so well done, so well drawn, and as well as just being like such a great like weird cerebral story. It's probably just like primarily a male fantasy though. I don't know if a female would be able to like grasp like I don't know. It seems
to grasp it, but I think
it seems it's so
unenjoyable.
I don't know if it'd be enjoyable because it's so much like. I don't know if you'd be able to relate to Guts as like his the way he like literally hit like I relate to him as a way of like him solving a problem, being like I'm going to fucking kill this. I'm going to fight this thing to the death, and that's how I'm going to solve this problem.
He's like
He's just such a hyper masculine that I don't know if I'd be curious. Is that a thing that you think you'd be able to like fall into? Do you find yourself
he done kills things
like you're a passionate person, but would you be more on the aggressive side of things? I don't know if like do you see that as a cool icon? I guess as a female.
I mean, sometimes
you're not reading it, so I guess that's too. I would
have to read it, but I mean, like that is pretty badass to me because I'm very not that.
Right. That's why I think it'd be interesting to ask you because you're not the typical like just girly girl female. You're very much yourself. Like you're a very strong, passionate person. I'd be curious if that's like a thing that speaks to you.
I'd be intrigued.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an intense series. It's very graphic. There's a lot of violence and stuff like. But like, there's times where like I'm reading, I'm like, God, that's so gross. Like just some of the imagery of like the fucking little demon baby that follows him in his dreams and stuff like that.
Kind of like stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like dark stuff.
I like dark stuff too.
Gory stuff. I'm pretty into gory stuff.
Right, word.
I'm not super. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like something that I like that's gory.
I like it when it's not.
I wince, but I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, like well done gore I can get into, but I'm not. I'm trying to think of like something where I would like praise the gore specifically.
I wouldn't praise the gore of Berserk. I would praise the use of it as if like as how'd I put this? Like
Pete fell asleep standing up live on the air. He was sitting up straight, fell asleep in his chair.
Why you gotta call him out like that, man? You're a bad friend.
I'm in the moment, dog. That was hilarious.
Honestly, it's probably good just to like we clarify why you're stopping.
True that, yeah, because you kind of just faded out. That's cool.
Don't at me.
Don't at Peter. He's chilling.
Please respond.
Please respond.
Like
Peter.
What Berserk is doing is like the violence is like a means to an end. Where it's
I'm really upset about.
But is the violence
Hunter
the
Hunter?
end?
No, the
Oh, I'm sorry.
The end it's a means to the end. So the end is solving the problem, reaching this point. Just who Guts is like he's been such a like the fact that he was born from a dead woman's uterus. Like she's hung up, dying on a tree. She's dead on a tree. He's born in just a puddle of blood, and that's how people find him. And then he just happens to be.
That's where he finds himself.
If you ever think you're Goth, just think about him.
Yeah, like he
born
has
in blood.
Like, that's his starting point. Like he is born from a dead woman who just happens to just as she's dead, she releases and a baby comes out. He's alive. Another group of mercenaries find him. A woman that the mercenary group is with finds him and nurtures him because she just had a dead baby recently, so she's still lactating and stuff like that.
Feel free to at me because I'm going to point out something in the room, but that's a poster of him right there.
Yeah, that's Guts.
How dare you point out something in the room?
I know. There's
when
no
I
visual.
Do it, it's obnoxious, but when you do
right,
it,
dog.
I 100%.
Feel free to at me. Y'all just pile on right now.
Literally 100% forgot I also had a poster of Guts in the room.
right next to his bed. He forgot he had a poster right next to his bed.
He sleeps underneath Guts every night.
I sleep underneath Guts every night. I 100%
sleep on a bed of lies.
I forgot I had a picture of Guts.
This is a house built on the foundation of lies.
That poster I feel like explains a lot.
Yeah, that's a good. It's him as the Black Swordsman in his cloak, completely
Draped.
And it's like in a red fade. Red fade.
Yeah, honestly, that's partly due to the material it's made of, just fading over with light.
Oh, but I mean, he was born in a pool of blood. That's what I was thinking.
It works for the piece a lot, which I'm okay with it being kind of faded a little bit from just like light damage.
Dude, it looks awesome.
Because it looks really cool. Because it's
Wait, when did it get light damage? From that window being open?
That light and this lamp. Like
really?
it was pure.
It
was so. If you see the very top of it being kind of like a dark red, that was white when I bought it.
Interesting.
So that is slowly faded into a dark, like reddish brown over time.
It's become like
You should add that photo.
like
over
it's
this.
like like on the original Game Boy it was green and different green. That's like red and different red.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very similar to that, where it's very much faded over time, but that's due to just like light damage.
Yeah, no, it looks great
it's
though.
added to it a lot.
It plays well.
It's not the most expensive piece. Like it kind of came out. It's just a print. It's not,
Yeah,
no one
hand drew
no
that.
one who drew that. But yeah, it came out pretty. It actually looks way better that it's a little more damaged. But yeah, Berserk's fucking sick. Like I'm so happy that I'm reading it again for the second time.
Same. No, I'm not reading it.
I was like, you faker.
I'm a faker. I'm out
You
here faking.
faker.
I'm gonna go pee.
Right. So, do you want to end? Because do you have more you want to say?
No, I'm all right.
Because Peter's falling asleep.
Peter is KOing in his upright position.
Wow, I am not the first person to fall asleep. That is a record.
Yo, Pete, we actually like come over to your house to fall asleep all the time.
I like go to bed at 11 o'clock. I walk into his house.
We've done it twice.
I'm okay with
Peter,
that.
I walked into your house, I've thrown on pajamas, and I've fallen asleep by 11. Like, 9 times out of 10.
those
That's
things
what I
happen.
do.
Wait, but Peter's okay with
that.
You do breed a comfy environment. You have to admit.
I am the connoisseur of comfy.
But I'm with you on that. I'm so with you on that.
Yeah, Ange just breathes right into it. Just like falls
I
asleep
live
on
a
the
comfy
futon.
life.
You want to do this 24-hour race on fucking GT6?
Pete, you would pass.
I was scared about that. I was like, I'd fall asleep.
Yo,
Like,
Will you really do that with me?
I will literally do that,
So,
but like it's gonna be like
Pete
this. I want a bunch
messaged
of,
our group asking us all to do
The Gran Turismo 6
24-hour race to see if we can get teams to do shifts because nobody wants to fucking race for 24 hours straight.
I want to do it. I think I'm not 24 hours, but I would
Right,
like
to be
set up
around,
an event.
be on
a-
shift.
Create an event
I'll be
like
around
this.
from like 10 to 4.
Yeah, it's like
I would do that. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not going to bed at like 3 in the morning. That's not happening. I need to go to bed.
It's not like a test of friendship. It's
That's what you said, though. You threw it in the group chat, made us all feel mad guilty. Test of friendship.
I didn't mean it.
Yo, yeah, you didn't mean it. You didn't mean it because I'm calling you out on the podcast. That's why you didn't mean it.
Gotham.
Fuck you, mean.
Oh, call that on the podcast.
Yo, he said it.
I didn't mean it.
I got my screenshots.
Oh, no.
I got mad screenshots.
Like I would love to do it similar to this, where it's like a fucking event and like people are just chilling out,
So basically,
coming in and out.
Alright, if we Twitch streamed this, I would fuck with that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
So
I
Tom
wanna
and I
make
will
the-
just
All
do
right,
12 hours
but
of
like
Gran Turismo
later.
6.
No, it won't
No,
just be you and
it's
12
not like
hours.
now.
You and Tom doing 12 hours each.
No, I want to do like a fucking event where like we have a bunch of people coming in and out, where people are
need,
hanging
like,
out in the
That's
room
what
like
I
this,
want.
where it's like right now, where there's 5 people in the room just hanging
Throw a
out.
Gran
That's what I
Turismo 6
want.
party.
Like here's how I would
need the
I would
camera.
actually stream it. Kramer would be like, so the main feed is us, and then in the
Yeah.
bottom corner is the game, because it's clearly just you're fucking, who gives a shit?
It's a
You're
24-hour
driving straight.
race.
Exactly. So it's just a long fucking track. Who cares? So the rest of it is the group. So I want the only time I would do it is if we could get a bunch of people to come and hang out, and like some people go off and sleep, and other people come here and hang out, and we all just do
Yes.
a
I
shit.
love
like,
that. Oh my god.
That's what I want to do. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I'd be
I'd love
thrilled
to
to
do
do
that.
that.
And so
Yeah,
all
just wake me up and be like, it's your turn. I'll be like, I bet.
yeah, like not even that. Like we don't even necessarily need to have like a full rotation of people doing it, but like just like we all hang out. We have like a couple cameras set up. Fucking feed the
We
whole
order
thing.
pizzas all night.
Exactly, like that shit would be
There we
super
go.
fun. I think that'd be really cool. So we should do that. We should figure out the logistics of it, but
Yeah.
Could we do it tomorrow?
not tomorrow.
No.
No.
We have to go
No.
to the symphony
Never mind.
orchestra.
Or yeah, we are going to the Albany Symphony tomorrow.
Yeah, we're picking a weekend that like no one's everyone's
I
free.
need like a.
we need like a March weekend.
yeah, like I
Yeah.
need like a. I could do that. I could commit to a March weekend.
Yeah.
All right.
March weekend it is.
Mark, yeah, fucking watch out for
March
it.
on
bitches.
through that game in March.
If you stayed
March
this
on
long,
through to the
that's
other
your
side.
special treat. Is
March
the
on
sneak
through
preview
to
to the
the
fact that
other
we're gonna
side.
stream a 24-hour race.
Yeah, I think it'd be kind of a fun thing to do, like once a year. Like, oh, we're getting a
Oh
bunch
my
of people
god,
together.
I don't think I want to do this. Well, we'll try it
We'll
once.
try it once. See what happens. But I think it'd be a
But
fun
I'm like,
thing.
I'm really feeling myself like not liking this, but I'll try it.
Well, see, like right now you're doing fine,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
it's fucking
Dude, a Gran
almost
Turismo
1
24
o'clock.
hour race is like the ultimate.
Is there a
fucking-
trophy that associates with that?
I think so.
I can be in charge of snacks. I don't have to play.
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly.
I could just like
Be the
Grubhub all our
stewardess.
food, take your orders, and
That's
like make
totally
sure
fine.
everybody's supplied with like beer and food, and then I could just go to sleep when I
yes.
want.
Yeah.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah,
to me.
no, I think that's fun. I
Yes.
think the more people we had involved, and if we set this shit
The
up like
better.
way in advance, it'd be way
Grand
better.
snack master over
Or it's
here.
like, here's this person doing snacks. Here's this person fucking just showing up randomly. And like,
Have an end credits section.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
that'd be dope. All right, I think we should wrap this up because Peter's about to pass out,
Yep,
and then we'll just fucking.
he about to die.
he's about to. He's already dead.
I beat you.
Whoa, woman, chill out.
Sorry. It's just I'm always the first one to fall asleep at sleepovers, and that's not the case today.
Not today.
Not today. Cheers.
All right, so we're gonna.
Fun. I drank too much. What? Hey, Mom.
Look at all those cans.
We're gonna. Yeah, there's a lot of cans. This is at least.
Yo, this is the best episode. I just want to say that this was the best episode of Brain on Tom.
Cue the dramatic music as we all make our heartfelt confessions.
I just
My life has been forever changed.
Yeah, no, this was fun.
All right, yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm glad you all showed up and actually wanted to put get on mic. That's good.
Yeah, we
times.
all on mic. Whoop whoop.
We're gonna keep drinking and hanging out, but I don't know.
But you need to go because it's gonna get weirder than it already has.
asleep.
It's we're already like over 3 hours, so we'll just
Get
have
back to work,
yeah.
listener.
Yeah. So, thanks for joining us, and love and kisses.